now.
Take me, Grok. Take me where you want me to go.
Bend over, Al.
Talk sports with Craig Carton and Chris McMonagle on The Carton Show. Afternoons from 2 to 7 on WFAN, WFAN FM, WFAN FM HD1 New York, and Odyssey Sports Station. Evan Roberts. Tiki Barber. It's Evan and Tiki on WFAN, The Fan, 101.9 FM, and always live on the free Odyssey app.
I hate to break it to everybody. The Mets and Yankees play each other, so we can't have two teams go 162-0. But what a glorious start to the baseball season. We got a lot to talk about on this very busy Friday. St. John's gets set for a monster game against Duke. The man who will be calling that game on television, the premier voice in all of sports, is Ian Eagle, and he's going to join us this hour. There's also, and I can't say who, but there's also another guest that may join the show. But we're putting, the dotting the I's and the crossing the T's, and hopefully we can pull it off because the people have demanded this guest. So that's coming up later on in the program. Got a lot of baseball to talk about. Yesterday was opening day. And if you're a Met fan, much like if you were a Yankee fan the day before, it was all smiles. Like, even after they went down 2-0 on that wind-aided home run, which I had no idea while I was on the train that it was a wind-aided home run. I thought Freddie Peralta gave up a 500-foot bomb.
No, you could tell because Carson Benz was kind of just settling under it, and he just kept walking back to the fence and wait, that's out.
Yeah, that was a BS little fly ball to right
really
field.
Was.
And then the Mets, and here's what I loved about opening day. There's about 5 different things we'll get to, and we'll hear from you early and often, 888-808-1019, whether it was the fun of being there, whether it was the traffic you hit, whether you think the Mets are going to win 105, whatever it is. I loved early on in this game just the way they grinded Paul Skeens. Like, they didn't pound him, Tiki.
Yeah.
They didn't hit line drives off of him. Yeah, there were some bloops. Yes, O'Neal Cruz doesn't know how to play center field. I get all that. But how about the Lindor at-bat? How about the Robert Jr. at-bat? How about the way they grinded the best pitcher in baseball to where they put themselves in a spot where a fly ball to center field could fall in, or a line drive to center field could be misjudged, or a fly ball by Bo Bichette could turn into a sacrifice fly. Even Lindor taking the extra base on the Soto bloop. Like, that was a grinded out 98 Yankees kind of inning. And no, I didn't compare them to the 98 Yankees. You calm down over there.
I'm calm.
Calm down.
I'm just glad we're not doing the Open today, which is the best team in baseball, the Yankees and the Mets.
Right. We're not there yet. But just like the Yankees, though, on Wednesday night, the Mets manufactured runs. Now, some of it was mistakes because of the Pirates, and eventually I think the Mets made you feel good because they started smashing the ball out of the ballpark. Mm-hmm. But if you can create runs in multiple different ways, then you got to feel really good about opening day. Now, the only thing that you worry about from this start for Freddie Peralta is that he gave up 2 home runs.
Yeah,
exactly.
The first one doesn't even count.
Exactly. I mean, the second one was a bomb, but you know what I mean? It just feels like there's nothing really to complain about.
That was a good day.
Right.
And yes, you need to be calm about it and not think that this means they're going to win 105 games. But I think when you have an offseason, specifically the Met offseason, this is what's so different between the Mets and the Yankees, and we've talked about it over the last few days. The Yankees are running it back. That was the criticism, right? Same team from last year. But a part of being the same team is the reliability. Like, yeah, the Yankees had the best offense in the American League last year.
Right.
Now they're back. The Mets are completely different. And so we've heard so much about why they're different, what they're trying to do, the differences between last year and this year. And what was cool, that's the word I'll use, cool, is that one of the big positives on the difference is that they're going to grind at bats. They're not going to strike out as much. They're going to put the bat on the ball. And you saw it. And I think that's kind of the cool thing. And really the one that excited me, like when I went to bed last night and I was thinking about opening day on the field, not off the field, which we'll get to in a second. The image I had was Luis Robert Jr. I was very encouraged by the at-bat in the first inning, the 10-pitch at-bat that turned into a walk, even that excuse-me check swing that he beat out for an infield hit, and just that look on his face. That looks like a man who's just been freed from prison. That looks like a man who was told, you have a new lease on life. Because here's this incredibly talented guy that was in the Chicago White Sox penitentiary.
Right.
Did I say that right?
Ish.
Close, right?
It was close enough.
And
we got our brains fixed it.
You got that one?
Our brains fixed it. Whatever you were trying to say, our brains heard.
I was fired up about him. And then they tacked on runs, which they haven't done a lot. And it was just a nice win. So I know there'll be people listening to the enthusiasm and say, oh, Evan's a clown. He thinks they're going to win 110 games. I didn't say any of that. I'm a happy person. And we should all be happy, people, because when you see your team win after waiting months and months and months, it's a nice way to start the season.
Right.
Now, they got to go win Saturday and Sunday and Monday and Tuesday, and there'll be a lot to talk about. But I just thought a lot of what we were hoping to see that was different, we saw, and that was kind of cool.
No, that was cool. And it was a beautiful day. It was packed. So other than the people calling and complaining about the traffic, and one guy called, he had his kids with him, and he was 20 minutes away still. The game was already, you just gotten there. It was tough. But other than that, I think you couldn't have expected anything else from an opening day for the New York Mets, who have an expectation that is unsettled, but actually I think trending forward now.
Absolutely. And let me give a pep talk to anyone who dropped a ton of money to go to opening day and was hit by traffic. I have a couple of theories on this. Number one, opening day is always a mess. That's not new. So I don't even know, I think a little bit is connected to the construction and the casino and some of the lots being shut down. I'm not trying to minimize that because obviously it affects things, but opening day is always just a mess. And if you miss the first 3 innings, or in my case, dude, I didn't see a lot of the first inning. I walked in and was able to really sit down as Paul Skeens was being cheered off the mound. Mm-hmm. So I'm like everyone else who missed a chunk of the game, but once you were there, once you looked around, once you saw the sun bathing the grass, once you saw the temperature over 70, once you just felt it, everything was right with the world. Mm-hmm. So even if there was a lot of traffic frustrations or train frustrations, you ultimately got there and you ultimately had a really good time. The other huge takeaway, because Sean asked me, Sean said, hey, you're going to the game. I got to know about the details on this 999 challenge. I've gotten the details.
Yeah, I saw somebody on social media doing it. The beer is so disappointing.
Well, here are the facts.
Yeah, just very disappointing.
I talked to a few people about it, and then I do want to give credit to Georgia Worrell of the New York Post. She wrote a whole feature on it.
Very good feature.
Great feature by her. And to the people I talked to, thank you for the information. But basically, it's $60, which we kind of knew. Mm-hmm. You get a tray of 3.5-inch hot dogs, 9 of them, but they're only 3.5 inches, which we'd all agree is not big enough.
That's not a hot dog.
My wife would love it.
And this is what I suspected.
Size matters.
A single 24-ounce can of Coors, or, according to Georgia, this is from her, you could have picked a Heineken. So you get the one big beer in a can, and then the tall boy can be divided into 9 glasses. So it's like you're doing shots of the beer. It's 2.5 ounces per cup.
Oh, less than 3, which I said yesterday. Wow.
So it's about the size, according to Georgia, of a double shot glass.
So how big is a regular hot dog at City? Do we know? Is it 5 inches? 6
No,
inches?
no, it's definitely bigger than that.
So
I would say it was 8 inches.
So
I have to guess. This is a weird
No,
conversation.
it is. It's an 8-inch wiener.
We're talking food. But so maybe you have a little bit more of a hot dog and basically a beer. A hot dog and a beer.
And you get a cool box.
2 hot dogs and a beer.
Right.
Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
That's not, come on.
No, I think honestly,
And you got to do that in 9 innings? You can do that in 1 inning.
I was going to say.
I think if you're somebody that really wants to do a 999 challenge, you're bringing your credit card and you're doing the real 999 challenge.
Yeah.
And I think what this is, it's just a family affordable meal if you have a bunch of kids that want hot dogs.
I agree.
I think you're right.
I agree. And if you want to do the real 999 challenge, which is dangerous. I mean, 9 beers in a 9-inning game. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm a lightweight.
You can't do tall boys, though.
No, you can't.
No, regular beers.
But think about what the cost of that's going to be. Like each beer's at least $10, and I'm being generous. So that's $90 just for the beers. Then you throw in the hot dogs, which are probably $8-9 as well. That's 9 of them. That's $72. You're talking about $165.
Right.
Just to try that challenge.
Just to be hammered, and they'll figure out how you get home.
Yeah, me and my buddy did it for the Red Sox Red game yesterday. So
What?
Wait,
Start over?
you had 9 beers?
Yeah.
And 9 hot dogs?
Yeah, we did this opening day thing. Went to a local tavern and we did a beer every inning for Red Sox. We didn't do the hot dogs, but for the beers.
And you got through the 9 beers?
No problem. I could have
9
had
beers
10 and
is
11.
easy.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm a lightweight, man.
I did wake up a little, like I got an egg sandwich on the way in.
You
know?
feel like you're hammered, but you feel like you feel the hit, but you've drank so much water and the beer that you're not. It's not like drinking 9 glasses of 9 martinis.
Yeah.
Interesting.
You'd be hammered.
Yeah, my wife picked me up and she said, "You stink of beer. Go take a shower."
And you watched the Red Sox win, unfortunately.
I did, yes.
Sorry about that. The other thing I encountered is I get to the game with my son, Jet. I sit down. I see my dad. I put my hands in my pocket. I was wearing a sweatshirt that had a pocket right in front, and I don't feel my wallet.
Yeah.
And so my thought is,
Why would you put your wallet in your sweatshirt?
so I had access to it.
Yeah, but it's right there. You know it's going to fall out.
I did not know it was going to fall out, but I got
everything you put in that little pocket in a sweatshirt falls out.
Well, now I know that. Thank you, Tiki. So I reach in. I don't feel the wallet. But I just got to the Met game. So my thought is, you know what, Evan? I'm talking to myself. I'm not saying this out loud. Evan, you probably put it in your bag. You probably put it in the car as you were running past. No biggie. It's there. Don't worry. And then my brain said, worry, Evan. You didn't do any of that.
Right.
You probably lost your wallet. And then my other side of the brain said, you got to catch up on the first inning on your scorecard. Worry about the wallet later. As that happens, I receive an email from a coworker who informs me that a coworker's cousin found my wallet. That coworker's cousin is my hero, and he's on hold right now.
Is he? Nice.
Constantine in Whitestone, I love you, sir. Thank you for finding my wallet.
What's up, Evan? First time, long time. How's it going?
It's awesome. Awesome reason to call.
Where did you find it, by the way? Because I still can't figure out where I lost my wallet.
So I was on my way to Massapequa from the city because I had a bad dental problem. So I was on my way to the dentist. I took off of work early. I'm on the train passing Citi Field, jealous everybody's getting off for opening day, which I'm usually going to. Then I hear a voice that sounds familiar, and I see like the side of you and your son. And I asked the conductor when you got off the train, I'm like, was that Evan? He's like, yeah, that's Evan. He has season tickets. He goes with his son all the time to the game. So then we're talking, and my cousin works at Odyssey. So I was telling the conductor, I'm like, yeah, my cousin works at Odyssey. And I told him a funny story, how he passes Tiki's office sometimes, and he was telling me his pre-show ritual, how he does the push-ups before he gets on the show. And then, and so I'm BSing with the
That's all right. We took care
conductor.
of that.
Yeah.
Then one of the ladies that was sitting next to you goes, hey, that guy and his son, he left his wallet over here. So we look at each other like, no, he just got off to go to the game. So I'm getting off at the next station, so I have to think fast. I called up my cousin. I'm like, hey, should I bring this guy's wallet to you? You're going to see him tomorrow. And, I'm heading out to Massapequa. I wasn't sure where you lived. I'm like, I don't want to go in the opposite direction of him. So I spoke to the conductor. I said, you know what, just bring it. Where's it going to go? It's going to go to Lost and Found. I'll at least tell him it's going there, so to put his mind at ease, because that's the worst feeling. You don't know where your wallet is.
Yeah.
So I'm just happy I was able to tell my cousin to get through to you to let you know that it's safe and where it's going to be.
I appreciate it. Are you a Met fan or are you a Yankee fan?
Huge Met fan. My wife's a Yankee fan, so we have fun.
The least I can do is offer you tickets to a Met game. My tickets to a Met game. So I hope you accept that. I'm going to put you on hold so Sean can get your information. And is that a fair, give back tickets to a Met game?
He just said he wants to go to
I'd
Met
say
games.
so.
Yeah, that's
Thank you.
awesome, man.
All right.
Constantine, appreciate you.
Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you, man.
Thanks for calling.
Put him on hold. That's my hero right there. I learned during
It's
this
funny,
exercise.
if you had lost your wallet and no one had told you, would you have thought to go to Lost and Found?
It's a great question.
Like
No.
if you're
No.
if you're at your college or you're at your school and you lose something, you're like, I'll just go to Lost and Found.
Right.
But the LIRR is massive.
Yeah,
Think about all the lines, and nobody's gonna go, I lost something on the train. Let me go to Lost and Found.
Yeah, I don't think I would have gone there because the truth is I don't know when I lost it. Like, I could have lost it leaving the building. I could have lost it when Jet told Craig he looks really old. I could have lost it when I was on the elevator. I
Right.
could have lost it running and this is the thing about wallets that I discovered. We don't use them very often. Like, I didn't
We really
use it
don't.
one time because I'm using my phone to get on the train. I'm using my phone to get into the stadium. I'm using my phone for everything. And I was thinking about this as I realized, I got to pick up this wallet, which, by the way, I didn't pick up. Sean did. So thank you, Sean.
And for all of those that have lost something on the Long Island Railroad, it's there. I couldn't believe how much crap was in there.
Well, because I think Tiki's right. People lose stuff and they never think to check the LIRR lost and found at Penn Station.
Dude, they have bins labeled iPhone, regular Samsung phone.
Are you serious?
There's trays of backpacks and bags, laptops. I couldn't believe how much stuff is in there.
I wonder how long they keep it before they give it or just repurpose it.
I have no idea.
It's interesting.
That's a great question. But I think to your point, people just give up on it.
Right.
They're like, I lost it forever. But the wallet's become an overrated thing.
It is.
Like, when I was thinking about losing it, the only thing, like, I had 3 things in my wallet. A license, which, by the way, I don't know why we don't have that on our phone right now.
Right.
Like, why isn't our licenses on our phone? Why do we even need it?
I have a picture of my license on my phone in case I ever get pulled over and don't have my wallet. Because I never bring my wallet with me.
That's very
I get
smart.
in the car and I go to McDonald's or whatever it is to pick up something for the girls. I never have my wallet because I can just Apple Pay with everything.
No, you're right. The credit card you don't need because of what you said. And then to get into our work building, and I'm sure a lot of people have this, you need a pass to get into your building. Outside of that, I'm not carrying cash in there.
By the way, I carry my pass outside of my wallet. It's not even in my wallet.
Look at that.
It's not even in my wallet.
That's a good idea. Oh, boy. But luckily, my wallet was saved. The other thing that wasn't saved from opening day was the dead bird. Have you heard about the dead bird?
I did not hear about the dead bird.
So apparently,
how did the bird die?
In the 4th or 5th inning of the game yesterday, 2 birds collided and one dropped dead in right field. Yeah.
What?
This is a true story. And Carson Benj, he was asked about it after the game, but even during the game, apparently the crowd in right field, I think the Cadillac Club, the people started chanting at Carson Benj, pick it up, pick it up. And Benj said after the game, I'm not picking that up.
Right.
So I got to give Carson Benj a lot of credit. Think about his major league debut. He strikes out meekly against the great Paul Skeens in his first major league at-bat, where I'm sure there were a few Met fans saying, that guy's not a major leaguer. That guy's a minor leaguer. He has to deal with a dead bird in right field with peer pressure from the fans saying, pick it up. He has this great walk against a lefty, pretty impressive. And then he hits his first major league home run and knows to go out for a curtain call.
Right.
I mean, Carson Benj did everything in his major league debut.
He did. Including watching a couple home runs go over his head.
Well, that's not his fault.
That's not his fault, but it's his experience.
Now, I got an email, tell me if you believe this, that the dead bird in right field is actually a positive sign for this season. This is from Ivy. Ivy writes, hey guys, a dead bird falling in front of you is often interpreted symbolically as a sign of major life changes, transformation, or the end of a personal cycle. When sometimes viewed as a warning or omen of bad luck, it frequently represents a call for letting go of the past. Huh. So does this mean that the dead bird...
Did she just make that up?
No. Why would you say that?
Because she's trying to ease all the Pete Alonso longerers.
Is that what you think?
Yes.
Does this dead bird mean that it's going to be our rally animal and we're going to let go of the entire cycle of losing and actually win? Well, first of all, do you think the dead bird should become our rally bird? It's dead.
No. Why would you want... Now that makes no sense.
Like, would everyone hold up a fake dead bird to rally the team?
And what do you want? Come on, you already have PETA on your bad side from killing your sister's turtles 30 years ago.
Yeah? So you're saying that's not a good idea?
That's not a good idea.
All right, so we're not doing the dead bird rally bird for the Mets in 2026. Either way, here's what I know. The Mets won, they're undefeated, and the Yankees are going to try to continue the same a little bit this afternoon. We'll talk about both. We'll get to your calls coming up, 888-808-1019. We have some bet results we need to check on because we made plenty of predictions about opening day. We'll see how we did. And coming up in 20 minutes, the voice of the NFL, the voice of college basketball, and sometimes, once in a while, when his schedule allows, the voice of the Brooklyn Nets, the great Iron Eagle, who will be calling tonight's St. John's game, will join us real soon. Our friends at Town Fair Tire remind you that at Town Fair Tire, you always get the guaranteed lowest price on name brand tires. From Connecticut to Maine, nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
This portion of the program is sponsored by Total Orthopedics, the experts at getting you back to being you. Total Orthopedics is expanding across Long Island and New Jersey with offices coming to Babylon, West Babylon, Colmac, and West Orange. From sprains and broken bones to complex sports injuries, they're the experts at getting you back to being you. Visit TotalOrthoSportsMed.com today. It is also sponsored by Flag and Anthem, real clothes for real life. Check out Flag and Anthem's new College Game Day shop with all the gear you love, now with your favorite school's logo. And don't miss Flag and Anthem's latest spring drop with Wear Now gear. Flag and Anthem has you covered. Visit flagandanthem.com and refresh your closet. Flag and Anthem, premium clothes without the premium price tag.
Powerful doesn't just happen. You have to make it happen. So the moment Total Wireless offers a free Samsung S25 FE with Galaxy AI, when you switch to the Total 5G or 5G Plus Unlimited 3-month plan, you take the network as powerful as you, with unlimited 5G data that won't slow you down. Now that's a total power move. Visit your neighborhood Total Wireless store. Device taxes and fees may apply. Requires new activation on a Total 5G Unlimited 3-month plan or higher. External port-in and ID verification. Available only in Total Wireless stores. Limit to 4 devices per account.
Score up to a $50 bonus bet daily during March matchups with BetMGM's free-to-play Fast Break game. Log into BetMGM, play as the point guard, and choose to pass or go for a dunk. If you score, you'll win either a $50 bonus bet or boost token. The ball is always in your court with BetMGM, where you can take advantage of special offers and earn rewards points on every bet. Make a fast break during March matchups by playing as the point guard for your daily shot at a $50 bonus bet or boost token. BetMGM.com is where you'll find full prize details and terms. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. Gambling problem? Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 plus years of age to wager and physically present in New York only. New and existing customer offer subject to eligibility requirements. Additional terms and restrictions may apply. All rewards expire in 24 hours.
With Aetna, I always get a quick answer, and I don't have to search on the internet. They go above and beyond to help me with whatever I need.
Those words from a real Aetna Medicare Advantage member speak to why U.S. News & World Report named us a Best Medicare Advantage company. Because we show up on calls with members and doctors' offices when requested. We show up with access to convenient care options. We show up for you. Because that's how healthier happens together. Member feedback has been edited for length and clarity.
Do you owe $10,000 or more to the IRS like Mark?
I've been doing home remodeling for 30 plus years, but the economy crashed. I wound up losing my home, losing my job, and on top of that, owing the IRS a ton of money. I owed the IRS $114,000. It really, truly was the worst part of my life.
Then Mark found tax relief advocates.
On news radio, I heard about TRA, and I thought, what's the worst that could happen? So I picked up the phone and I called them. When it was all said and done, TRA settled my $114,000 debt for $100, and I'm telling you, I was ecstatic. Could not believe it. Would recommend TRA to anyone.
If you owe 10 or even hundreds of thousands of dollars to the IRS, don't lose hope. Do what Mark did and call TRA for a consultation.
But TRA did. They gave me a second chance, and I'm forever grateful.
Visit TRA.com or call 800-491-9914. 800-491-9914. That's 800-491-9914.
New Game Plus with Oxy makes your laundry smell incredible and fights stubborn smells, like the ones your dog Biscuit brought into your freshly made bed last night. But you wash that all away with Game, and now you're drifting asleep to the scent and sound of waves. Ah, no, that's the dog licking your ear.
Biscuit.
It just might be our greatest scent ever. Now with odor-fighting power. New Game Plus with Oxy.
Sniff the difference. Game.
Taxes was feeling so stuck. Sitting in traffic, squeezing into a parking spot, all to squeeze in getting tax help during your lunch break. Now Taxes is a TurboTax expert who does your taxes for you, while you go about your day getting real-time notifications about their progress and the most money back guaranteed. Now this is Taxes. Intuit TurboTax. See guarantee details at turbotax.com/guarantees. Only available with TurboTax experts. Real-time updates only in iOS mobile app.
I'm Piera Palazzolo, VP of Digital Marketing for the American Management Association, a company focused on the management training skills needed to enhance the careers of business professionals. We did our research when it came to the best companies for website development and chose AmericanEagle.com. And we couldn't be happier. AmericanEagle.com worked closely with us to understand the front and back end requirements needed to launch an e-commerce website that could handle the complexities of running thousands of seminars nationwide. Our robust new website and improved SEO saw immediate increases in site traffic and web revenue. If you're in need of managerial effectiveness and success, visit our website at amanet.org. If you're in need of a website that provides an unparalleled consumer experience, I highly recommend AmericanEagle.com.
Transform your business today. Dial 877-WEBNOW1 for a free digital consultation with AmericanEagle.com.
Life is motion, but for Jaime, debilitating pain in both hips brought everything, including family time, to a halt.
Every doctor told me the same thing. They would do one hip at a time.
At White Plains Hospital, Dr. Jacob Totka's unique expertise provided an alternate approach by replacing both of Jaime's hips on the same day.
In just 2 hours, I got 2 new hips and I went home that day.
White Plains Hospital, among the best hospitals anywhere that just so happens to be here. A member of the Montefiore Health System.
At Town Fair Tire, New England's largest name brand discount tire dealer, you get it all. The guaranteed lowest price, the most free services, and we accept all valid rebates from any manufacturer and from our competition. Yes, we accept them all, even competitor rebates. Town Fair Tire, New England's largest discount tire dealer, now with over 120 stores from Connecticut to Maine. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Name brands at discount prices. Town Fair Tire.
MSC Cruises feel so stylish and European. Let's espresso and gelato.
Espresso and gelato? Those aren't verbs.
Yeah, on MSC Cruises they are.
Oh, well, in that case, I'm into the American stuff. Let's coffee and soft serve.
Sounds like a plan. Maybe later we can chaise lounge and espadrille?
I think you mean pool chair and flip-flop.
For a limited time, get up to 30% off cruises, plus kids sail free. To book, visit msccruises.com or contact your travel advisor. Restrictions apply. Ships registered in Panama and Malta.
March matchups are here. Trade the tournament in all 50 states on Kalshi. St. John's is trading at 29% to beat Duke. A $100 trade pays out $328 if they win. Download the Kalshi app and use code FAN to get $10 when you trade 10. Kalshi. Kalshi. Trade on anything.
The all-new 2026 Mazda CX-5 is designed to give you balance of style, advanced technology, and craftsmanship in a family-friendly SUV that delivers exceptional value. Get more with the all-new 2026 Mazda CX-5, the smart choice. Visit your local Mazda dealer or MazdaUSA.com.
Hi, I'm Maria, salon owner. You know the jingle. Now discover the facts about Ozempic, a GLP-1. There's only one FDA-approved Ozempic made by Novo Nordisk. Learn about the real thing.
Talk to your healthcare professional today. Call 1-833-OZEMPIC or visit Ozempic.com to view the medication guide and to learn more about Ozempic. Semaglutide injection 0.5, 1, and 2 milligrams.
Straight Talk Wireless presents Pickup Truck Wisdom.
The smartest way to spend your money is not to. Straight Talk offers free 5G phones for new and existing customers on Verizon's 5G network. So the refund money I don't spend on that free phone is the refund money I get to keep for my family. Smart.
Find us at straighttalk.com and Walmart. Straight Talk Wireless. Straightforward. Always. Taxes and fees apply. Plan purchase required for free phone offers. Copyright 2026 Verizon.
Talk New York sports here. The Fan.
This Fan Focus is sponsored by Chef IQ, precision cooking, effortless results. ChefIQ.com. As we open the show with the Mets pummeled Paul Skeens and the Pirates 11-7. Carson Benja's first career home run. The Devils beat the Preds 4-2. The Islanders, with every point so crucial, beat Dallas 2-1 to hop back into playoff position. And the Knicks' 7-game win streak came to an end as they were stung by the Hornets 114-103 as Con Knippel scored 26 points, continuing his incredible year.
I didn't think of this angle to the dead bird, but is it symbolic of Pete Alonso? Because he's on the Orioles, and so he's dead to us.
Oh. Interesting. Do we know what kind of bird it was?
Probably a pigeon. Does that count as a bird or pigeon?
The flying rat, you mean?
Yeah, kind of. I don't know the kind of bird that it was, but here's the thing about being a Met fan, and I could see it in Sean's face because there's this look of confusion, like this look of, I don't want to be a jerk, everybody's happy. But we as Met fans always have to have something.
I know. It can't just be the win in the baseball can't be enough.
There's always got to be, is it the national anthem was slightly off? Is it the bird? Is it the squirrel? Like there's always something.
I just wonder, because it's the first game back for a new year, and it's still cold. We haven't gotten all the regular birds back into our habitat. You think any of the normal Citi Field birds come up in May and go, what do you mean, Larry didn't make it? What happened?
Yeah, what happened to him? It's unfortunate. There was an accident in right field, and one of them's dead. Speaking of the cold, coming up, and you probably forgot about this, we will pay off our long-term prediction from 3 weeks ago. So it's kind of not that long-term, on what the temperature would be on opening day. We have the answer. We'll find out what we said. We'll get to that in a few minutes. But Eamon is calling from the Bronx. What's up, Eamon?
What's happening?
Yo, what's up, fellas? How we feeling today? I know I'm feeling great as a Mets fan from the Bronx.
Of course.
Evan, I hope to see you on Sunday. But I want to make 2 Mets points. I don't know if you guys saw this stat, but Carson Bench is among 3 of the youngest players to get it's a walk, a home run, and a stolen base. And in that company, you have Barry Bonds and Bryce Harper. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah. It doesn't mean anything.
Hey, look, I'm just saying.
Right.
My next point is, look, all these baseball teams are going to make mistakes, and good teams capitalize on that. If the Mets can consistently do that this season, watch out. That's all I'm going to say.
One thing, and I've heard this discussion around the Yankees a lot, so this is Yankee adjacent, that we strike out too much. And I've always understood that because I do think strikeouts matter. Like, I don't think strikeouts are an irrelevant stat when it comes to an offense. And part of the reason is Bo Bichette sacrificed fly in the first inning because other people would have struck out.
Right.
And with first and third, nobody out, that's a big spot to at least get a run in. Contact is a good thing. Not only can you drive in a run the way Bo did on a sac fly, you could hit a little fly ball to center field that's misjudged in the sun. Sometimes, Tiki, you create your own good luck by at least giving yourself a chance by just putting the ball in play.
I mean, that's basic baseball. It's just put the bat on the ball. That's baseball in 2026, and it's been that way since the 1900s. Put the bat on the ball and force the defender to make a play. Now, Bo Bichette struck out 3 times in this game, but you're right.
But I thought that first inning at bat was important.
Right. I mean, of course it was, because it started what ultimately was a very short outing for one of the best pitchers in baseball, Paul Skeens. And so I hear why people get upset with the strikeouts, but sometimes you got to give credit to the pitchers.
I get you.
Right. And so, I mean, the Mets struck out 10 times yesterday. And so it feels like that's a ton of strikeouts, but they put up 11 runs.
No, I get you. So officially the game time temperature yesterday, and I always note this in my scorebook. This is one of the features of the Evan Roberts scorebook. The official game time temperature was 67 degrees. Now, I will tell you, they have a temperature gauge up at Citi Field. It got as high as 75 yesterday.
Did it?
So while the game time temperature was 67, I saw a 7.5 up on the left field scoreboard. Now, Sean, I'm sorry, and you know we love you, but the show goes on, right? 3.5 weeks ago, you were on vacation, and you earned that vacation.
Thank you.
And
it was only 3.
What was that?
3 weeks ago.
Oh, 3 weeks, whatever.
3 weeks ago today, I was in Epcot. Where would you rather be?
It was March 2nd was the exact date. So 25 days ago, Tiki Barber, Evan Roberts, and your fill-in at the time, Paul Rosenberg, decided to guess the game time temperature for Mets opening day. So let's start things off with Tiki Barber and see where he went with this.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
What will the game time temperature be when the first pitch is thrown by scheduled to be Freddie Peralta?
64 degrees.
Oh. Wow.
That was close.
That was good.
Wow. That was damn close.
All right. Let's see how I did. Let's see how Evan Roberts did with his prediction. You know what my prediction is?
What's that?
80.
80? I mean, it almost got there.
I mean, I wasn't that far off.
Right.
And let's hear from, and I'm kind of glad it was Rosie and not Sean, because Rosie is a meteorologist. He's actually a weatherman, and he told us he was studying the patterns.
He's not a meteorologist.
No, he actually is.
Yeah, he said he was studying the wind patterns.
Yep.
Yeah, he uses the same app we all do on our phone.
Well, let's see if the expert was better than me and Tiki Barber.
First pitch will be 51 degrees.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah. What a farmer's almanac he is.
So, Tiki, congratulations.
Thank you. I also got first pitch exactly right. 7 minutes.
Oh, did you?
Schedule. Yes.
All right. Let's one up this. A week from today, this show will be on the road at Yankee Stadium. We are excited to be there. It's going to be the Yankees home opener. This one's a little easier because, sure, you can go on the weather app. They have a 7-day forecast. But there's also rain, which we have to factor in. What is your game time prediction? 1:35 first pitch. Will Warren's scheduled to be towing the rubber for the New York Yankees. Since you couldn't play this game, Sean, we'll let you play this game. Game time temperature, Yankees home opener a week from today.
49 degrees.
Tiki Barber.
64 degrees.
64 degrees.
Exactly what I said for Mets, by the way.
I'm going to go with 39 degrees.
What?
Yep. Yeah. It's going to be cold. And you want to know why it's going to be cold?
Because we have to be there?
No. Listen, I'll be honest. We pushed to be there.
That's true. That's a good point.
If there's anyone to blame, it's us.
That's a good point.
I think if we stayed quiet, it may not have happened. The reason I think this, and this is not anti-Yankee or anything like that, so don't construe it that way. Do you know that this week, on Monday, like after this weekend's over, obviously the Yankees are still out west. They're going to be in Seattle. And the Mets go to St. Louis. So it's a rarity where both teams are on the road. They're not here. And you know the weather next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday?
No.
It's going to be in the 70s.
Really?
Yes. And we got nothing because the Mets need to go to that second-rate city, St. Louis, and the Yankees are still out west. And so we are going to waste those golden late March, early April days on days where no one's home. And so when the Yankees come home, inevitably the weather gods are going to tell us to go screw.
Just look at it this way. You don't feel obligated to now go to the ballpark. You can spend it with your family.
Okay, that's true.
There you go.
My family's out of town, so it doesn't work for me. Right. Let's go to Joe in Islip. Hey, Joe.
Hey, Joe.
Hey, good afternoon. Good morning, guys. Hey, listen, I'm really surprised that Sean hasn't already filled you in on this happened, but this is going to blow your mind if you didn't know this. You're talking about that dead bird in the outfield. I'm telling you, you're going to run with this. I think you're going to be the rally cry for this to happen. In '96, the Florida Panthers hockey team had a rat killed in their locker room on opening day. And they went to the finals that year as an underdog all the way, and they used that rat as a rallying cry the entire season. You got to look it up. It's exactly the same situation.
Wow.
I'm telling you. Evan, you're going to run with this, and I guarantee you're going to be throwing birds on the field after every win now.
You know what? I may run with it because, A, I don't mind having a gimmick. Like, I'm not offended by it. Like, when Grimace was going on, I remember Sal was, like, really pissed about it. And I was like, I don't care.
Right.
As long as we win, I'll take whatever it is. I'm not, beggars can't be choosers. But I like the symbolism of the dead bird.
Why?
Because
it's a dead. There's nothing romanticizing about a dead bird.
An Oriole.
But it wasn't an Oriole.
It doesn't matter. A bird's a bird.
You got some nerve. You know that?
Why?
You redheaded loser. Because yesterday, Tiki, what did he get so upset at me about? What did he get
I don't remember.
You don't remember? I'll tell you what.
I know.
I picked Pete Alonso to hit a home run
that's
yesterday.
right.
We're not thinking about Pete Alonso this year. We're not doing it. We're not doing this on opening day. And the moment a bird drops dead in the outfield, suddenly it's okay to think about Pete Alonso?
Yeah.
Screw him. He's dead.
Like, why not?
He did go for 3.
I didn't mention that. Tiki mentioned that. I didn't say a damn word about what Pete Alonso did.
Sake. I mean,
the only problem with the dead bird thing is it's kind of depressing.
Like, that's why I'm worried that you keep bringing it up. Is it a downer? It feels like something that you don't want to talk about.
Well, it's not even that. It's more that, like, a dead rat. We don't like rats. Let's be honest. Right. If we could exterminate all rats, wouldn't we do that?
They're filthy. They're scary. They spread disease, of course.
Right.
Birds don't have that same connotation.
Exactly. So when he brings up the Panthers from a couple of decades ago, yeah, you're mocking a dead rat. You're celebrating a dead rat. I don't even think PETA would be upset about that. But birds are beautiful creatures. So that's the only hesitation I have. But I like a rally cry. Steve in Massapequa. Hey, Steve.
Hey, guys. What's going on?
All's well.
Happy baseball.
Yes.
I'm a big Met fan, but I did go to, speaking of the opening day temperatures, I went to Yankee opening day in 2016, and it was, I think Sean mentioned he may have been there at one point. Yeah. It was the coldest baseball game in the history of the sport. It was,
wow.
I mean, like 22 degrees. So anybody guessing a low number, I can't blame them for that.
Yeah, it happens.
Again,
it happens. Yes,
it does. But again, as a Met fan yesterday, it's nice to sometimes talk about something all season long. Like the Mets are going to have better at bats. They're going to be better on defense. Their pitchers are not going to go 3 innings. And to actually see it play out on opening day doesn't mean it's going to happen all season. But it's nice to see Robert and Benj and Alvarez and Beatty, the X factors, if you will, contribute the way they did. And I think if they keep that up, I mean, the NL East it's possible.
Oh, I thought you were going to say the NL East was over. You scared me for a second. I got very nervous as those words were coming out of his mouth.
Stop. Dump it.
I was like, don't say that. No, he nailed it. It's one game. We all understand that. But when you hear about something and you talk about something constantly, and then you finally get to see it in play, it's like, wow, that's cool. Wow, that's everything we were dreaming of. Now, the other thing that everybody is dreaming of, and the other big sporting event occurs tonight in our nation's capital. Because tonight, the St. John's Red Storm are playing in the Sweet 16. And they're not just playing in the Sweet 16, they're doing it against the evil Duke Blue Devils. Tonight in Washington, which really sets up, I think, an awesome weekend, no matter the results. When you look at UConn, Michigan State, when you look at St. John's Duke, I don't know if it can get more appealing than that. And what makes it even bigger, what makes it even better, is that the voice of college basketball is calling this game. He's also the voice of the NFL, and once in a while, he's the voice of the Brooklyn Nets, the great Ian Eagle. How are you, Ian?
Hey, good morning. What's happening, guys?
We're good. He's never going to let you live down that you're only calling like 8 games for the Nets.
I know. I get random texts from him, Tiki. You doing this one tonight? I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm not doing Nets Grizzlies tonight. I'm so sorry.
You've made some good life decisions. That may be one of them, I must say. Hey, how is D.C., by the way? Is there like a buzz in the atmosphere? You got so many programs that travel well, that have so many fans. It's local, or at least close to a lot of these schools. How's the buzz down there right now?
It's legit. Yeah, you could feel it. It does have that Final Four feel based on the teams that are participating, the coaches that are in it, the storylines that are now very much layered leading into a Final Four. And the challenge, if you're going to go out and be the best, sometimes you got to go beat the best. And I think that's what St. John's is facing here. The added part, obviously, in the New York area is the nostalgia of this program being relevant again, being recognized nationally again. We're talking about 27 years. It's hard to wrap your brain around, but 27 years since they've been in a situation like this. So pretty cool that it's happening with Rick Pitino running the show, a legend, an all-timer, and the fact that his reputation now might be at the highest it's ever been. That's saying something for someone who's already in the Hall of Fame, but he had taken a hit, obviously coming off Louisville, and now I think he is as loved and as respected as he's ever been in his career. That's saying something.
Yeah, no, you're right. You know, it's interesting because you think about all of the reasons why you distrust coaches like that, and it's, the extra benefits, the yada, yada, yada. With NIL, you don't care anymore. And in fact, your remembrance of things that you used to care about is so much dampened down because these guys are making millions of dollars, some of these kids in college basketball. We had this conversation earlier in the week. Ian, do you get a sense of fan base that's there right now? Because it's right in the middle between up here in Queens and obviously North Carolina. I know Duke is going to travel because that's what Duke does. Do you feel a St. John's presence there?
I do. It's a pricey ticket, so obviously that plays a role in all this. I think the one difference between the first weekend and the second weekend from trying to get a real gauge, the practices are open first weekend of the tournament. It's open to the public. So you get a little taste of how many people are there, how many people are supporting their team. The practices in the second weekend are closed. Those are closed practices. Media gets a 15-minute window, and then we're fortunate we get to sit around and watch them go at it during the 4 practices, but no fans.
Wow,
so I don't know representation-wise. I do know that the ticket numbers have been skyrocketing, and I think that there are some St. John's people that have been waiting for this. I have to believe they either got in their car, got on a train, or waited on a 90-minute TSA line to get here.
Yes. The barometer I use, and we're talking to Ian Eagle, who'll be calling this game on CBS tonight, the barometer I use for when the Jets are playing a big game, and certainly in this case St. John's, is, are you making the call? And it feels like I never hear you call Jet games anymore because we're terrible. So I am curious because I was trying to fact check this. I couldn't find it. How many St. John's games have you even called over the last 20 years? Because it would feel like you haven't because of where the program has been. So how much experience do you have calling St. John's games? Not just recently, but certainly over the last 15 years while the program was so dormant.
Yeah, had them last year. CBS still had a small piece of the Big East package. So had a St. John's Seton Hall game last year. Had them in previous years based on the Big East broadcast setup. Had St. John's UConn. Had a St. John's Providence game. I've had a few, and it's interesting the iteration of what we're getting now. They've had little moments along the way where you thought they could make a run, I don't think we have seen in the last 20-plus years a team that has actually had the belief of New York basketball fans behind them. And a lot of it has to do with the makeup of the team and also just Rick Pitino, his presence and how he's challenged these guys. The St. John's thing for me on a personal level, this is certainly nothing that would ever be brought up on television, but I grew up in Forest Hills. I grew up 14 minutes from the campus. When I was getting into college basketball as a kid, it was Chris Mullin and Shelton Jones and Bill Wennington and Mark Jackson and Willie Glass, Walter Berry. It was that team. I ended up going to Syracuse, so obviously my allegiance has shifted. But that was, for me, what college basketball was all about. A New York kid, you finally had something to root for. It didn't have to be the blue blood programs that you saw on national TV. It was local. I went to games as a kid at Alumni Hall. So just on a personal level, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, no, it is pretty cool. Now, to the game itself, St. John's obviously is starting to get as a trendy pick to win this game against Duke. Obviously, sitting in practices and just studying, I think, for this game for tonight, you've seen some of the stuff. Caleb Foster's banged up a little bit. Patrick Ngungba, he's also banged up a little bit. Do you feel like Duke is full strength, and are they vulnerable right now?
Yeah, I think two things happened after the first weekend. One, with Duke, there was a general feeling going in that they were the overwhelming favorite, the number one overall seed. They played the hardest schedule, and they lost 2 games the entire year, one within the conference. And after watching that first half against Siena, some people started maybe questioning where they felt Duke really was. They got punched in the mouth. They looked shell-shocked. They gathered themselves in the second half, and obviously Boozer took over when he had to. And then move into the second game. The TCU game early had a similar vibe. Now, Ngungba came back. He was a plus 20 in 13 minutes. Its impact was real.
Right.
And they got it together in the second half, and Duke looked like Duke, and I thought Isaiah Evans made some huge plays, big moments in the first round and the second round, but they weren't dominant. And I think that's why now there is a sense of vulnerability from this Duke team that maybe wasn't there prior to the NCAA tournament. And then the second part is that St. John's wins a thriller. You got a legitimate buzzer beater, which doesn't happen that often, like a true buzzer beater. No time left on the clock for Dylan Darling. And you feel like that might empower you. It makes you feel like, oh, wait, this might be destiny. This just might be in the cards. So I do think there has been a bit of a shift over to St. John's, even on a national level, of they've got the type of team and they have the type of style that could give Duke some problems. The pressure and the fact that Duke doesn't have natural ball handlers. They don't have a true point guard on the team. They do it by committee.
The guy who led the team in assists is Cameron Boozer, who's going to be the best player on the floor. And I asked this question, yes, with an ulterior motive, because there's a possibility, possibly, you may have some big calls of this gentleman next year and the year after that. But from a player standpoint in this game, what have you learned about Cameron Boozer getting to watch him this year? He's a name most people are familiar with. I joke, but he is going to be a lottery pick. He's going to be at the top of this draft. 1, 2, 3, 4, we'll see. But obviously, he's a man of focus tonight. Kind of give the people out there who haven't seen a lot of him, how good is this guy?
He's an all-everything kind of guy. His face-up game is really good. His post-up skills are excellent. His handle is good. His passing skills are top-notch. So you understand that the basketball IQ is very high. The physical part of it is where, if you start projecting to the next level, whether or not you think he can do all the things that he's doing once he's going against guys that are the same size as him or just bigger and more physical than him. I think there is a feeling around the scouting community that he's probably going to have to get into better shape, get more muscular. He's young. Obviously, it's his freshman year. He's doing things statistically that have not happened for a long time. We have a graphic that we'll probably use on the broadcast at some point. He has numbers that haven't happened for a freshman or sophomore since Larry Bird at Indiana State. You're talking about 1979, where we've seen numbers like this, and there have been fantastic freshmen that have come through. The fact that he had to take over in rounds 1 and 2 was a positive for Duke to show that, hey, he can do it, he can shoulder the load. The negative is there's going to come a game, and it could be this one against St. John's with the defenders that they have, where he just isn't in a position to do what he did. And now who else is going to do it for Duke? That, to me, remains the big question.
Yeah, the other factor in this is the coaching matchup. I mean, John Shire's on the younger spectrum here of age of head coaches, but he's had obviously success down there. Rick Pitino, he's been around forever. You already mentioned he's in the Hall of Fame already. Is still coaching. Yep. Is there an advantage one way or another? Experience matters, obviously, but from a coaching standpoint, who has an edge?
Well, I think Pitino probably has an edge because he's done it for so long. He's been in these situations so often, and you just look at the numbers. I don't look at these stats and just say, well, that's it. It's automatic. But he's 12-1 all time in the Sweet 16. That's insane. That's a number of different schools, a number of different types of teams, a number of different situations, and ultimately it's something you lean on. I do think the team has become an extension of him in the way that he demands certain things from him. The physical part of it, the connectivity is there. You know, John Shire's bedside manner is a bit different. He's a little more professorial in how he approaches it. It doesn't mean that there isn't fire, but he reminds me a lot of Brad Stevens in his comportment, in his whip-smart approach to basketball, how to explain it, how to get through to the kids. Obviously, he did it at a high level, won a championship at Duke. But think about the roots to get to this place, that the circuitous path for Rick Pitino to be at St. John's, 6 different schools that he took to the NCAA tournament, the dalliance in the NBA with the Knicks and with the Boston Celtics. He went overseas to coach in Greece because he couldn't get a job in the United States that fit what he wanted. And then John Shire, he plays at Duke. He wins a title at Duke. He has a couple of years in the professional ranks overseas. He comes back. He's an assistant at Duke. And then when Mike Krzyzewski says, hey, that's it, the legendary man decides I've had enough, he takes over. And that could have gone completely sideways. He's maintained the standard, and it says a lot about who he is and how he approaches things to be here in this moment.
We're talking to the great Ian Eagle. When you look at these 4 schools, St. John's, Duke, obviously UConn, Michigan State, it feels as loaded, not only from a talent perspective, but from a sex appeal standpoint, as loaded of a region as you'll ever see. Do you kind of put this up there as maybe the most loaded region you've ever called?
I do. I mean, obviously, when you get to the regional semifinals, you have normally quality teams, but odds are you usually have one team that's a bit of an outlier or a surprise, and you say, okay, I don't see this team going to the Final Four. They're really good. They've had a great year, but they're not coming out of this region. You can't say that with these 4 teams. Any one of these 4 teams can represent the East region in Indianapolis, and nobody would question it. And to me, that is the main theme here, is that all 4 are powerhouse programs that belong on this stage. UConn, is it the same squad that won national championships? No, it isn't. They just don't have the go-to guy that they've had in previous years. When they need a bucket, they know they can lean on this guy. But they've done it collaboratively, and Dan Hurley has gotten the most he can out of this roster, in my mind. And then Tom Izzo. Michigan State, I don't know if people really bought in, because the moments that you thought that they were really good, they would stub their toe.
Right.
And you'd say, okay, maybe it just isn't their year. But they're highly experienced, and I think with that point guard, with Fears, you have a shot. You have a shot against any opponent because he's such a maestro out there. So you're right. It's a blockbuster group. Any one of these 4 teams advances, nobody will bat an eyelash.
You're in a very tricky spot, because not only on a lot of broadcasts you get compared to your son, who has turned into this brilliant broadcaster, but you know what you got to deal with tonight, and we're going to play it on Monday. Your calls get compared to John Minko. So how intimidating is that for you, Ian?
Yeah, great point. So I can't say rings the bell. There goes that. I was going to use that, but that's his go-to call. So that's out. Yeah, that's overwhelming. You just planted that in my head. I don't know how I'm going to handle that, but I'm going to meditate on it, and I'll be the best version of me I can be.
Now, I don't know if you want to answer it, but help me out because I trust you. I've always trusted you. When you advised me, hey, Evan Turner's not as good as you think, Ev. Who do I want?
Don't name check these guys.
Sorry. If we win the lottery, who should be my dream? Like last year, it was like, Cooper Flag. It feels like this draft is so loaded. Is there someone in particular in your mind where that's the guy?
Boozer.
I think Caleb Wilson has a chance to be the best player of the group. Obviously, the sample size was not what we would have hoped because of the broken thumb on one hand and then the broken thumb on the other hand. But just sheer talent, and I did have a chance to meet him last week. I had North Carolina in their final game of the Hubert Davis era. And nice kid, like really, really the kind of kid that you could get into business with and feel like he's going to do all the right things. DeBonsa is explosive. I don't know if he's the kind of guy that you're just going to build your team around and say, we're good. He could be a really good piece. The Boozer part, I think it's which team gets him. If Indiana gets Boozer and you put him in with who they already have with the likes of Siakam, Halliburton.
That's not fair.
Now, all of a sudden,
that won't be fair.
Yeah, that's not fair. That to me feels like, okay, this was manipulated in a way that really benefits them. And then the kid Darius Acup is legit. I know they didn't win last night. Arkansas struggled defensively. Arizona just picked them apart. But he is a lead guard. He is a lead NBA guard that I think will have an impact at the next level.
Well, tonight will be fun. We'll be watching, Ian. We appreciate you carving out a few minutes on a very busy Friday for us. Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Ian. Yeah, anytime, guys. Looking forward to it. The DMV is ready. They are ready for major hoops. Tiki, this is your time to shine in the DMV.
That is my area of the world. People don't know what that is, but Delaware.
It's fine.
Yeah,
it's not the motor vehicles.
Yeah.
That feeling. That you know because you live down there.
Maryland, Virginia.
I do. I actually knew that one didn't go over my head. Thank you, Ian. We appreciate it.
See you guys.
See you, Ian.
The great Ian Eagle. He's in D.C. right now. The atmosphere is building. The buzz is building. And obviously later tonight it'll be St. John's Duke first. And then you get UConn, Michigan State. We'll get back to your calls coming up, 888-808-1019. I can confirm it. The I's have been dotted. The T's have been crossed. For the first time in this new era of Evan and Tiki, Bad Tiki returns. It's been confirmed. And it's coming up in the next few hours. When we come back, we mentioned your calls, but also a new development in Juan Soto and Francisco Lindor's relationship, and we are all over it. It's Evan and Tiki here on The Fan till 2 this afternoon.
If new windows and doors have been on your list, don't wait. Windorama is offering up to 40% off your installation project when you purchase and install with them. We're talking major savings, top quality brands, and expert installation all at once. Upgrade your home and take advantage of savings. Visit Windorama.com or stop by any of their showrooms today. Windorama, your window and door specialist since 1977.
We're your official station to talk Yankees and Mets. WFAN, WFAN FM, WFAN FM HD1 New York, and Odyssey Sports Station.
This is an Odyssey Sports Minute.
The Cleveland Browns need to trade star pass rusher and reigning defensive player of the year, Myles Garrett. The team reworked Garrett's contract earlier this week, making it way more tradable. There is no reason for Garrett to remain on this roster. The team stinks with him breaking the sack record. It can stink without him. The Browns need to supercharge their rebuild. There is no choice here. The Browns need to trade Myles Garrett. I'm Nick Costos.
America, look around. Everywhere you go, prices are still high, rates have been whipsawing markets, and the debt and spending don't exactly scream stability. Experts say diversifying with intention is the #1 secret account that all American smart money uses to hedge against instability. Monetary Gold has been around since 2000, witnessing multiple economic setbacks. If you call now, Monetary Gold will cover up to a lifetime of your IRA fees on qualified accounts. Call Monetary Gold now at 877-NOW-GOLD. That's 877-NOW-GOLD. Performance may vary. You should always consult your financial and tax professional.
African Americans are the most likely to die from colorectal cancer. So please, get screened starting at age 45. Now, Medicare and insurance companies are required to cover not only colonoscopy, but also less invasive exams like virtual colonoscopy. Talk to your doctor about your options. For more information on virtual colonoscopy, visit radiologyinfo.org/virtual CT.
Furnished by the American College of Radiology and the Radiology Health Equity Coalition.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI assistant summarizes your calls and responds to customers 24/7, so you never miss a lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. You can even keep your current business phone number. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
This is Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell. Cordell & Cordell is the largest family law firm in the country, with over 35 years of helping clients navigate divorce. If you or someone you care about is facing a family law issue, let us set up a 1-hour Cordell Consult. The Cordell Consult is a meeting with a local attorney who will give you clear guidance about your options, whether it's a separation, a postnuptial agreement, divorce, or custody. CordellCordell.com.
866-323-7529, 250 Pele, Saddlebrook. Diana Magala, licensed in New York and New Jersey. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only.
Hi, I'm John Gallucci Jr., CEO and president of JAG Physical Therapy. If you've been to a local 5K, a high school football game, or community health fair, chances are you've seen our JAG Physical Therapy team cheering for you, volunteering with you, and helping people stay active and healthy. Because at JAG, we don't just work in your neighborhood, we are a part of it. We live here, we coach here, we care for families just like yours, helping everyone from weekend warriors to grandparents get back to feeling their best. Our therapists take the time to know you, not just your injury, so your recovery fits your goals, your schedule, and your life. So if pain or injury is holding you back, stop by your local JAG Physical Therapy. Let's get you moving again and work together for all of your common goals. Find your nearest JAG Physical Therapy at jagpt.com. That's JAGPT.com. And get back to life you love.
Welcome to Jake's 58 Casino Hotel, where excitement never stops. Unleash the fun with 2 floors of gaming action, featuring 1,000 cutting-edge video and electronic machines. Enjoy exceptional service at a prime location that places you right in the heart of Long Island's excitement. Stay and play in style with over 200 hotel rooms and treat yourself to a full range of dining options at Jake's 58 Casino Hotel.
If gambling is a problem for you or someone you care about, please call the 24-hour toll-free helpline at 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
Westbury, New York. It's your boy, Bert Kreischer, The Machine.
Woo! I'm back, baby!
I will see you on the Permission to Party World Tour
at Flagstar at Westbury Music Fair, April 26th. Don't let them forget who you are and what you do.
Westbury, New York. Bert Kreischer, The Machine.
At Flagstar at Westbury Music Fair, April 26th.
Get your tickets at BertBertBert.com. I'll see you there.
Question: what business couldn't use extra income? Hey, it's Tiki Barber. Right now, Amazon Hub Delivery is looking to partner with ambitious New York businesses to become Amazon Hub partners. You and your staff will deliver packages to customers in your area when it's convenient for you. With each package delivered, your business gets paid. Sign up at Amazon.com/Hub Delivery. That's Amazon.com/HUB Delivery.
Pump up the volume.
Business moves fast. Orders roll in, deadlines close in. When you ship with USPS Ground Advantage, you can keep up with confidence. Every package stays in our secure network from dock to door. And with nationwide reach, dependable tracking, and upfront affordable pricing, you get built-in peace of mind. You run the business. We run the routes. Visit USPS.com/Ground Advantage to learn more.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like needing a lawyer, but getting some guy who just watches courtroom dramas.
How does the defendant plead?
Guilty. Wait, what? Also, objection.
You object to what?
Erroneous.
Counsel, approach the bench.
Hey, can I get a whack at the gavel?
You wouldn't settle for just any lawyer, so don't settle for just any insurance. Get the real deal with State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-700-6898. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Provider has helped thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-700-6898. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-700-6898. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. Call 800-700-6898 or biglou.com.
Hi, this is John Starks. At John Starks Kia, we don't play games. No gimmicks, no tricks, no hidden fees, no surprises, and no money down. See you at John Starks Kia in Queens.
Get connected with WFAN to talk about your favorite teams. The Fan on the Odyssey, iHeart, and TuneIn apps.
It is a Friday. The Yankees are playing a day game. It's a game you'll hear right here on The Fan, a late afternoon game, 4:35 out in San Francisco. More on the Yankees a little bit later on. And we have confirmed Bad Tiki makes his return to Evan and Tiki coming up today at 12:15. That's his requested time. We listen to Bad Tiki. He'll join us in a little over an hour. So last night I wanted to rewatch the opening ceremonies of Mets opening day because obviously we were on the air. I was racing over to the ballpark. I never saw it. And I love the introductions. One of the great traditions of opening day are the introductions. And I'm not this guy. I don't think I've ever been this guy. I try not to get too nuts about interactions between players and making big deals out of things. I think I've shown you over the years that it doesn't even matter if guys get along. I've made that opinion very clear.
Right. You don't have to like your teammates to play well with them.
Correct. But I did notice two big things from the Mets introduction. All right. Number one, there's a coldness between Juan Soto and Francisco Lindor. And I'm not the first to say it. Right. It's obviously been talked about, reported about. They've been asked questions about it. Their interactions are cold. Doesn't mean they hate each other. Doesn't mean this can't work well. I always heard rumors that Gary Carter and Keith Hernandez had some issues together. Obviously, the Yankees back in the day with the Bronx Zoo Yankees, A-Rod and Jeter. It's not the end of the world, but I'd be lying to you if I didn't say I noticed it. It's very noticeable. But that's not the only thing I noticed.
What else?
And you can take this as good news or bad news as a Met fan. It's really bad news, though, for the Yankee fan. Because we got to now officially stop that Juan Soto misses the Yankees. Because what I saw yesterday on the introduction line is there's been a hostile takeover on who runs the New York Mets. It ain't Francisco Lindor, it's Juan Soto. And the reason I say that is after Soto and Lindor had their relatively cold handshakes, every player that came over, every guy who got announced, had a cordial handshake with Lindor. It was fine. Mm-hmm. But when they got to Soto, it was personalized. There was love. It was over the top. Like Carson Bench may be Juan Soto's child, for all I know. Luis Robert Jr., like, you can see it. And it doesn't mean everyone else doesn't like Lindor. I'm not saying that. Mm-hmm. But Juan Soto runs that room now. And I thought that was obvious based on just the handshakes. And look, you played sports for a living. What did I do? I'm just a fan making an observation. And some people will somehow be offended by this. But I think Juan Soto runs the New York Mets, and I think that was shown just based on the way the younger players look at him and handshake him, and Lindor's just kind of there now.
Well, Juan Soto should run the New York Mets. I interestingly think that one of the reasons that David Stearns and Steve Cohen, but this is David Stearns' team, changed the clubhouse the way that they did was so that Juan Soto could become the leader of that clubhouse. So that Juan Soto, who is paid an exorbitant amount of money, all deserved, obviously, could take on the role that is natural for someone who is viewed around the league, but certainly inside the Mets organization, as the man. He's the man.
Yeah.
You don't pay a guy $70+ million a year unless you want him to be the man. I don't think that was ever going to happen with Pete Alonso, Brandon Nimmo, Jeff McNeil, even Edwin Diaz, all of these other pantheons of Met current lore. Juan Soto was always going to have to be second fiddle. You know what I mean? And so I think in some ways, by reshaping the roster, we talked about this yesterday, Evan. There's 4 guys whose names you know. Two of them are young. You know, Francisco Alvarez and Brett Beatty.
Well, not names new names, because we know all the names. It's just more.
No, you know what I mean.
Yeah,
no as a Met.
Yeah.
No as a Met.
Yes.
There's 2 names that are not, 25 years old or younger. Francisco Lindor and Juan Soto. Last year, that wasn't the case. So I think what happened, whether intentionally or circumstantially, is that Juan Soto now has the runway, the freedom to be the man. And maybe that's what's causing the coldness that you mentioned between Juan Soto and Francisco Lindor.
Did you notice it too?
I saw the handshake or the whatever. Yeah. It was just a handshake.
I mean, it was
nothing. You know what I take away from that?
Yeah.
All respect, but no love.
And that's fine.
Yeah, 100%. There was no hate. There's no I hate you. I can't want to. It's like, dude, you do your thing, I do my thing.
And I bring it up not because it's going to wreck the Met room, just because it's obvious. Yep. Like sometimes you can say whatever you want to say. The actions are going to speak louder than words. And again, I can give you countless examples. Gary and Keith, A-Rod and Jeter. It doesn't matter. But the one thing I noticed is that Lindor went from the captain to he is not the captain of that team. Like it is not even Juan Soto's the guy. And the good news for Met fans,
Juan Soto should be the guy.
He should be. That's fine. The good news is even Sean has to sit here and say, yeah, Soto doesn't miss the Yankees anymore.
Well, who even cares about the Yankees?
But that's been a talk narrative.
Really?
Well, you haven't heard him say
Listen, I think one thing is very clear. And
I think Sean says this in jest.
Well,
maybe you could have said it last year, and maybe it was true. Maybe it was true last year. This is clearly Juan Soto's team, and I think it was cleared out so that it could become Juan Soto's team.
Okay, a year ago we sat here and we did almost 2 months of calls about why isn't he shuffling, what is off. When Juan Soto became a New York Yankee for that 1 year, right away, the stuff you saw yesterday, it was Verdugo with the dogs and Judge, and the outfield had their handshakes. What we saw yesterday is what we saw right off the bat with Juan Soto with the Yankees. So if you were a Yankee fan that was teasing Met fans last year about Juan Soto being unhappy and he wanted to be a Yankee, I think you guys should all take your bows because you were right. Last year, I think now we have definitive proof. This is a different Juan Soto, and we're seeing the Juan Soto 2 years ago. I think he did miss being a Yankee. I don't even think that was a joke anymore.
But it's over now.
That's the point.
Thank you.
Now that as we begin 2026, Juan Soto is doing something that any one of us, including the Yankee fans like the tease Met fans, if we're in Juan Soto's position, would have to do. How do you make this work where you're the guy and you're the best fit? And he is showing that this is his team. The new guys that have come in a year later, they're his guys. It's Benj, it's Luis Robert Jr., all of that.
Yeah.
And like you said, Tiki, I think you nailed it. Listen, Pete Alonso, Nimmo, McNeil, and we all tried to find reasons. Is it political fights? Is it this? It could just be simply the organization saw whatever happened to Juan Soto and said, we pay this guy a lot of money. It's got to be his team. How do we reshuffle the deck here to make it his team?
He was never going to be the man. If he had signed a long-term deal with the New York Yankees, he was never going to be the man.
It was Judge's team, yeah.
100%.
And now
Judge isn't going anywhere.
Yeah.
Well, you know what the other difference is? And I love Francisco Lindor, and I remember saying this to you a year ago before Soto ever played a game, and you're almost offended by it.
Juan Soto.
I said, Juan Soto's the best player on the Mets. And you're like, wow, that's how quickly you dismiss Lindor. I'm like, no, it's not about dismissing him.
Right.
Juan Soto's better. Juan Soto isn't better than Aaron Judge. Like, as great as Soto is, Aaron Judge is the best.
That's a very good point.
He's not. There's only 3 guys in baseball who you could probably say that about.
Right. Shohei.
Soto's not better than. It's Ohtani and Judge and maybe Bobby Witt Jr.
Yeah, but Bobby's got to earn it.
Right, he's got to earn it, so probably not even him.
Bobby Witt might be. But he could also be full of potential that never gets realized. So it's 2.
It's 2 guys, right. And he happened to be teammates of one of those 2 guys. Yeah, I think that maybe it's the young players kind of just learning from Juan Soto, not because he's this incredible leader, but because he really works on his craft. Like whether it's tape watching or the way he treats his body.
Right.
And if you're a guy like Carson Benj or a guy like Luis Robert Jr., and I know Luis Robert Jr. has not just been called up.
Right.
He
He's
was
not
just
a prospect.
He was in jail. That was the problem with Robert Jr. He was imprisoned for the last half decade in Chicago.
Not literally, but just with the White Sox.
I mean, it's not that different. How different it is. And maybe those guys just look at Juan Soto and say, that's who I want to be. But the other thing is, this is where I'm really getting like Sherlock Holmes. Lindor changed his walk-up song.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, last year it was because of the kid, right?
Well, it was always My Girl, and then he tried to change it to Ain't No Mountain High Enough, and the crowd really didn't love it, so he kind of stuck with My Girl.
Right.
He's changed his song, and I wonder if this song is symbolic of the shift in the locker room. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Stand By Me.
Huh.
Stand By Me is his walk-up song.
I hate this.
What do you hate?
Look, My Girl.
I don't want to read too much into it. My Girl was easy because he just had a daughter.
Exactly. But this is why I don't like Stand By Me. Dude, just commit to a different, genre of music at this point. We're going with, the old classics still, like when you went with the Ain't No Mountain High Enough. It's okay if you don't want to do My Girl anymore, but you're trying to do something still too similar to My Girl.
Oh, you don't like the song?
Forget the symbolism.
I thought it was the symbolism.
No.
Yeah, go with Mobb Deep or something.
Yeah, you get what I mean?
Nah, that's not who he is.
If you're going with that kind of style, then it's just going to make everybody want My Girl.
Should I make this a new drop, by the way? That's my son screaming Francisco Lindor's name. Yeah, I don't know if it's symbolism or not. All I know is you can see something. And it was obvious. Soto and Lindor have an iciness to their relationship, is what it is, not the end of the world.
Right.
And you are seeing young players rallying around Soto as the leader of the team. So that's what I noticed on opening day.
Yeah, and that's a good thing for Soto.
Yeah, may not even be a bad thing. Let's get to your calls. 888-808-1019 is the number. Joe is in South Carolina. Hey, Joe.
Hey, Joe.
What's up, fellas? Great day, man. Hey, I got to talk about 85 opening day. And if you let me, after I tell you the story, just indulge me for a minute. I got to tell you something.
Yeah.
So 85 opening day, it was freezing. I was in the mezzanine behind home plate, so windy and cold that by the third inning, my wife went to the car. She did not stay at the game. She went to the car, stayed in the car with the car running. But I stayed to the end, and Gary Carter hit that home run against the Cardinals. I think it was the 10th inning. And that was the most amazing opening day that I've been to many, but that one was the most amazing one.
No doubt. I actually did a Rico rewatch on that game last year. So if you go to the archives of the Rico Bronya, you could check it out if that's something that's interesting. It was before my time. But think about it this way for those that don't remember it or don't know about it. In the offseason, the Mets added what they hoped would be the final piece of the puzzle in Gary Carter.
Right.
Superstar player, right? Superstar catcher of the Montreal Expos. And on opening day, hits a game-winning home run. I mean, think about that. That's a pretty good beginning to your Met career. Let's go to Dylan in New Jersey. What's up, Dylan?
Hey, guys. Happy Friday. How you doing?
All's good.
Good, man.
So I was at the game yesterday, and quick point on the Lindor song. I don't remember the change on his first at-bat, so maybe I missed it, but I'm not sure if he walked out to My Girl at first. I could be wrong on that.
Yeah, but you'd have to tell me on that because I wasn't there for his first at-bat, but I did hear that other song in his other at-bat. So I think it's permanent. And by the way, credit to Citi Field. I'll let you make your point. They now put on the scoreboard the song that was used as the walk-up song for that player. So whenever you're like, oh, damn, what's that? You don't have to take Kazam out on your phone. You can actually see it on the scoreboard. I took a picture of it. I thought that was a really cool feature.
Yeah, that was cool. It was cool this year. Yeah, and I just didn't notice it the first at-bat, so maybe I missed it. But I want to say, I did appreciate the live reporting of you getting to the game yesterday and arriving.
Thank you.
But quick point on the George Washington thing. I got a joke to make that I think you might appreciate, Evan, being an American history nerd like me, that other people may not get. But how do we expect George Washington to know the words to the national anthem when he died in 1799 and the national anthem wasn't written until 1814?
It's a great point. I mean, thank you. You're right, which is why it is so overblown that the national anthem was screwed up yesterday.
Yeah.
And I got to be honest. So I will walk you through how I found out about this. As he talked about, we did live reporting of me heading off to Citi Field. And so I heard the show. And I heard Craig come in and say, guys, you're not going to believe it. The national anthem was screwed up. And maybe this is Craig's fault. I don't know. I am now excited to hear the national anthem. I think you guys played it. I could not hear that. So
we did play it, but you were probably underground.
I'm underground. I could not hear it. So hours later, I go back, and I wouldn't even call it a screw up. The guy missed like 5 words and very promptly moved on.
Yes.
And I thought covered up the mistake for 96% of the people watching. So I got to tell you, and I love the joke, he wasn't alive yet. I love it.
That's a good joke.
It's a great joke. It's like when Ty Cobb was asked, what would you hit against today's pitching? And he said, 260. And they're like, 260? You Ty Cobb. He's like, well, I'm 70. What do you expect? But I'm on the record of, I don't think that was really a screw up.
No. I mean, it was because it wasn't full, but he missed a verse and then kept going. And it was great after that. And it was great after that.
It's minor, though.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Maybe I have a bar on screw-ups. Like, it needs to be higher to hit the threshold. I just didn't think it was that big of a deal.
Screw-up is getting the words completely wrong or stopping or being just god-awful.
Yes.
Like, you just don't have the voice. Now, Chris Jackson has the voice.
He does.
That's for sure. And I thought he rebounded from it expertly.
That's why you give him a pass as the rebound. But the reason it's a screw-up is it's outside of Happy Birthday, probably the one song, if given the chance to sing in front of people, you're going to get criticized if you have a minor flub.
People can criticize whatever they want. I'm giving you my opinion. I didn't think it was a big deal.
I don't think it was as big a deal because it was one of those things. It was the first game of yesterday's slate on NBC. Everybody's watching him sing the anthem, and everybody overreacted to it. And then when you realize and you go back and listen, we've heard much worse.
I think
I've heard worse anthems where people have nailed every word.
Yes. Yeah.
I agree with you.
You're
I
right.
agree with you.
And I think the key to screwing up, and this is probably like life, it's a life lesson, is don't let it bog you down.
Right.
Like
rebound from it.
Dude, he moved on so effortlessly that I'm convinced most people in that ballpark had no idea there was any kind of mistake.
Right. They probably were getting a beer or trying to get to their seat and didn't even recognize.
Now, you know this guy?
Oh, know him well.
You think he's upset? Or you think he's like,
I mean, he's probably upset because he's self-critical of himself.
Oh, well, you know what? If he's listening.
But he's a great dude.
If he's listening, I don't know the dude, so it ain't personal for me. I'm going to be honest. I think you should not be upset at all. It's a no biggie spot.
And he crushed it afterwards, which is what the Mets did after Freddie Peralta gave up a 2-run home run in the first inning.
Exactly. It got off to a bad
It just matters how you respond.
I mean, the Mets ended up taking the lead in the bottom of the first inning. They never relinquished it. Does anybody even remember losing 2-0? No biggie. And it turned out to be a nothing spot. Nothing spot. I listened to my boy Tommy last night. He did a tremendous job.
Oh, with Seinfeld or just in general?
In general, and I'll tell you why. And Tommy even said this, so he's right. Positive Tommy, 90% of the time, is obnoxious. And I love him, but no, don't feed me positivity. Right. I know what I'm seeing. You're wrong. You're stupid. I want to punch him in the face. But on opening day, when you win, we're all positive.
Right.
So I thought that I was simpatico with Tommy off an opening day win. Now, as far as Jerry is concerned, did a great job with Jerry Seinfeld. And if you didn't hear it, go back, Odyssey app, YouTube. Great job. I even texted him. I said, Tommy, I think you did a great job. He has not responded, but he's probably sleeping. Don't take it personal. But there was one moment in the interview that I had to cut.
Right.
Because it made me laugh. It's when Tommy asked a question and Jerry said that was basically a stupid question. Which I would think is tough for Tommy because he's a big Jerry Seinfeld guy. So a part of this interview, not only was it great for him and the station, but he loves this guy. He's interviewing his idol. So here's the question. Here's Jerry's response. You tell me your thoughts.
When you're approached by fans, do they always hit you with lines from the show? And do you go around yourself quoting the show? It just is kind of seeped in your consciousness?
Do I go around quoting my show?
Yes.
Is that your question, Tommy?
Yes, it is.
Give that another second's thought. And give me a better question than that. Wow. You're a professional.
No, I know, but
You're Tommy Lugauer.
Borderline professional. I think I'm a generational talent future of the radio station, but professional, I probably teeter on that.
Wow. What do you think of that one?
I love Jerry. He's awesome.
That was great.
He'll just call you out. He doesn't care.
I love the question, though.
You love asking Jerry if he quotes his own TV show?
Why would he quote his own TV show?
It's the most quotable show of all time, and it's the reason it's quotable is because it's everyday life things. Something could happen and you're doing that. So I guess the point would be, Jerry, you were reenacting things that whenever that happens, does it pop up in your head? Maybe it's a better way to ask it, but I actually like the question. Unlike any other show ever, it is the most relatable, quotable, real-life scenario show ever. Ever.
I just don't see that, though, because at the end of the day, Jerry's a comedian. He's a stand-up comedian. And he had a show that was amazing, and that's what we all know him for, but he does bits.
I know.
You're not going to do your bits in everyday life. Seriously.
Are you just trying to get on Tommy's good side
I'm
right
actually not.
Because he hates you?
I wanted to kill him because I didn't hear this clip. I didn't get to hear the interview. I don't like that answer from Jerry.
Oh, you're pissed at Jerry?
I'm not pissed at Jerry. Because don't get me wrong, I love Seinfeld, and obviously it's an all-time show. I think Jerry's answer there, he's out of touch and not understanding what makes his show great.
Wait, are you saying that he should
It's not that
be
he's
going around.
It's not that he should.
So what should he have said?
He shouldn't have brushed it off that it was a stupid question. You should be more in touch with what makes your show still great and still replayable today. The reason that show is still relevant in 2026 is because of exactly what Tommy's asking. And it's almost like Jerry's unaware.
No, I think it's relevant in 2026 because it holds up. Like if you watch it in 2026 and you're 25 years old, it's still funny to you.
And that's why, though, because it's all real life scenarios. And I think that's Tommy's point.
Yeah, but why would Jerry be talking? Why would he be quoting his own real life scenario?
I'll give you a perfect example. Jerry's got the flu. Opens up his cabinet. There's no Campbell sitting there. You don't think it's okay for Jerry to go, no soup for you?
It's not
because we all would do that.
Yeah, but that's we're not him.
Yeah.
Like, what actor? Think about it this way. If you ask David Schwimmer, does he quote Ross Geller in his everyday life? He would look at you like you have 10 heads. He's an actor.
You're not getting it. Nobody relates to Ross Geller every day with something that could happen every day. Like, all of the Seinfeld things, every day there's a scenario you could find yourself in where you could point to a Seinfeld episode.
Friends was the same.
No show is the same as Seinfeld in that regard.
Here's the middle ground.
Maybe to some episode, maybe.
It was a really dumb question, but I totally get why he asked it. Because Tommy's a diehard fan of Seinfeld. And so a part of him's like, I quote your show all the time.
Yeah.
Do you quote it? Like, I get why he did it, even if the guy himself is like, I think you need to rethink that one.
Yeah.
You're Tommy. By the way, my favorite part is when he said, you're Tommy Lugauer.
Yeah.
Almost like he was a disappointed dad.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm disappointed.
You're disappointed in Jerry, not Tommy.
I can't believe I have this
Why
tape.
are you disappointed in Jerry? I don't understand it. It's almost like someone. I can't. There's not a sports analogy because as an athlete, former athlete, you get asked about these moments and you kind of remember them.
You know what?
But I don't out of nowhere just be like, hey, remember that Washington Redskins game?
I know.
Oh man,
I know.
That was awesome, man.
Tiki.
That touchdown I scored. Like I don't just. If someone asks me about it, I will mention it. But I'm not coming off the dome just saying, hey man, I just kind of. Whatever, it's not natural.
I agree with you, and I don't think that scenario play. I guess I'm just saying this is different than other things, and I'm not even saying Jerry has to quote it. I'm not saying that. I think he could have that. You know why I think now? I'm replaying this whole into my head. I don't think there should ever be a 30-second scenario in life where Tommy comes across funnier than Jerry Seinfeld. And he did in those 30 seconds.
Do you think you know him well, Tommy Lugauer, not Jerry Seinfeld? You think that's one stung? Because he got slapped down by Jerry? Or is it like, we had a great interview, it's all good? Because it was a great interview.
But, dude, you don't understand. I have a relationship with Tommy where the part of the fun of our relationship is beating the crap out of each other. So I wanted him to get pummeled there, but there's a part of me listening to that
I'm
going,
asking, I get your opinion. I'm saying, do you think when he put his head on the pillow last night?
Yeah, did he beat himself up?
Did he beat himself up over the fact that Seinfeld basically told him, that's a dumbass question, go ask another one?
No doubt about it. Here's the chance Tommy doesn't poke his head out until Monday because he's so annoyed.
He should be proud. It was good stuff.
He should be, but I know Tommy. Tommy shrunk. That's it. Never seen the real Tommy again.
All right. I'll let you know what he says, because I did text him. I gave him a congratulatory. That was awesome.
He's got AIDS. It's 11:30.
Did you do that?
Did I? No.
What kind of friend are you?
What kind of friend am I?
Yeah, why wouldn't you text him and say, hey, bro, great spot?
Well, I'm not going to lie to him. I didn't hear the spot.
Oh. Well, you could lie to him. You could say it's a good spot without
why would I lie to him?
So you're going to listen to it, and then you're going to text him, good spot or mediocre spot?
I got to be frank with you. It's 11:30. There's no way I'm listening.
No biggie. You're never going to listen to it?
I mean, by the time I get out of here, it's 2 o'clock. Get home. The Yankees are at 4:30. St. John's at 7. I'm back on in the air in the morning. I'm done.
All right. He's never going to listen to it. Bad Tiki joins us in 45 minutes. We'll get back to your calls in a second. 888-808-1019. And as the Yankees get set to play baseball again after a respite, is it possible that the guy who got cheered off of the mound at Citi Field yesterday, Paul Skeens, is eventually and inevitably going to be a New York Yankee? We got new information about that coming up. Evan and Tiki on the Fan.
This portion of the program is sponsored by St. Joachim and Ann Nursing and Rehabilitation Center. It is also sponsored by Kalshi. Trade on anything. March matchups are here. Trade the tournament in all 50 states on Kalshi. St. John's is trading at 29% to beat Duke. A $100 trade pays out $328 if they win. Download the Kalshi app and use code FAN to get $10 when you trade 10. Kalshi. Kalshi. Trade on anything.
Hey, healthcare workers of New York, are you looking to make a difference? Saints Joachim and Ann Nursing and Rehabilitation Center is actively hiring nurses and CNAs. Call 718-714-4800. That's 718-714-4800.
She held your hand for your first steps. Now she needs yours. Maybe today it's your mom, but one day it could be you. In New York, most long-term care is paid for by Medicaid, even for middle-class families. But state Medicaid has fallen behind the cost of nurses, behind the cost of inflation, medicine, and quality care. After a lifetime of work, dignity shouldn't be optional. Underfunding care is a choice. Tell Albany's leaders to fund long-term care.
Paid for by New York Coalition for Dignity in Aging.
Aetna was there for me as I was going through a rough medical patch this year. I had peace of mind, which helped with my healing.
Those words from a real Aetna Medicare Advantage member speak to why U.S. News & World Report named us a Best Medicare Advantage company. Because we show up on calls with members and doctors' offices when requested. We show up with the latest in online tools for easier access to healthcare. We show up for you. Because that's how healthier happens together. Member feedback has been edited for length and clarity.
Recently, our company softball team lost a big game by 1 run. Then Dale tried to console us with the quote, "Winning isn't everything." Dale's a loser. I play to win, like early payout from Bet365. If my team goes up big, I get paid out instantly, even if they blow the lead later. Sound familiar, Dale? Bet365. Winning is everything. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in New Jersey. T&Cs apply. In-app only.
Hey, this is Sal Licata. Right now is the time to make sure that your current cooling system is ready for hot weather. You don't want it to fail when it's 90 degrees out. And if it's over 15 years old, you're wasting your money. Get a new high-efficiency AC system right now from my friends at Edison Heating and Cooling. They are New Jersey's air conditioning experts and have been for decades. Take it from me. These guys have done plenty of work on my house. You'll save money and stay cooler. Contact them now at EdisonHVAC.com. That's EdisonHVAC.com.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm, and Chuck McDowell definitely not an attorney. This is Chuck. If someone talked you into buying something really silly and you want to get out of that silly little thing, my advice, get the facts. Call me and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit absolutely free. Inside, you'll learn how timeshare works and all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free exit information kit. 800-948-7878. That's 800-948-7878.
Did you know about 1 in 3 people with plaque psoriasis may also develop psoriatic arthritis, which causes joint pain, stiffness, and swelling? Does this sound like you? Listen to what it sounds like to be a million miles away. Tremfya guselkumab, taken by injection, is a prescription medicine for adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis who may benefit from taking injections or pills or phototherapy, and for adults with active psoriatic arthritis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Imagine being a million miles away. Explore what's possible. Ask your doctor about Tremfya. Visit Tremfya.com or call 1-800-526-7736.
How was your break?
It was great until I stopped for gas. Prices have gone up almost $1 with no end in sight. I might have to start watching how much I drive.
That's exactly why I use Upside. I never pay full price for gas with the free Upside app.
Upside?
Yes, Upside. It's the free app that gives you cash back just for buying the gas you're already buying. So even with the rising gas prices, I'll never have to limit how much I drive.
Does that actually add up to anything?
Just last year, I made over $200 with the Upside app.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the free Upside app right now.
Download the free Upside app to earn cash back on the gas you're already buying. Use promo code WAGON for an extra 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. You can cash out anytime, right to your bank account, or an e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code WAGON for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first fill-up. That's WAGON.
Offers vary by user and location. Go to upside.com for terms and conditions.
College basketball coverage is presented by Dr. Jay Shah and Samuel Institute for Pain Management. A slam dunk when it comes to the best doctor offering pain-relieving solution. Visit SamuelPain.com.
I'm Barry Colstein. I am a violin maker. Precision is
part of my profession. 5 years ago, when I was diagnosed with prostate cancer, I chose CyberKnife. CyberKnife only hit the tissue that was affected by the cancer. Treatment was 5 days, virtually no side effects. I'm healthy, and I'm basically cured.
For an appointment, call NYU Langone's Perlmutter Cancer Center at 833-1-CYBER. That's 833-ONECYBR.
I'm a 100% kind of guy, so I got Verizon Fios. It's 100% fiber internet because I do everything at 100%.
What game should we watch?
100% of them.
She hits a
penalty kick
out of the park!
From way downtown for a
beautiful shot onto the green.
You either have 100% fiber internet or you don't. Get Verizon Fios. It's super fast and reliable with ultra low lag. It's 100% or nothing. Call 1-833-VERIZON to switch today.
Go Teams!
Welcome to Jake's 58 Casino Hotel, where excitement never stops. Unleash the fun with 2 floors of gaming action, featuring 1,000 cutting-edge video and electronic machines. Enjoy exceptional service at a prime location that places you right in the heart of Long Island's excitement. Stay and play in style with over 200 hotel rooms and treat yourself to a full range of dining options at Jake's 58 Casino Hotel.
If gambling is a problem for you or someone you care about, please call the 24-hour toll-free helpline at 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
Take the guesswork out of cooking, folks. The Chef IQ senses a must-have wireless cooking thermometer that eliminates under or overcooking chicken, fish, or steak. Order the newly released 3rd-generation Chef IQ Sense at chefiq.com. That's chefiq.com.
Everybody knows Town Fair Tire is New England's largest name-brand discount tire dealer, beating all the local competitors with our guaranteed lowest prices. And now, with over 120 stores throughout New England, we beat all the competition, including the warehouse clubs, the online sites, and the local dealers. Yes, we beat them all with the absolute guaranteed lowest price on name brand tires. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Name brands at discount prices. Town Fair Tire.
Pump up the volume.
Business moves fast. Orders roll in, deadlines close in. When you ship with USPS Ground Advantage, you can keep up with confidence. Every package stays in our secure network from dock to door. And with nationwide reach, dependable tracking, and upfront affordable pricing, you get built-in peace of mind. You run the business. We run the routes. Visit USPS.com/Ground Advantage to learn more.
Cloudy, high 56.
Weather brought to you by Duke's Mayo. Welcome to Duke's Mayo Country, where the mayo is so smooth and creamy, it makes every bite better. Duke's Mayo. Look for the yellow lid.
No matter the season, New York sports never stop. Yankees, Mets, Giants, Jets. If it's happening, we're talking about it. The Fan, 101.9 FM and always streaming on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, and TuneIn apps.
This Fan Focus is sponsored by Chef IQ, precision cooking, effortless results, chefiq.com. John Calipari and his Arkansas squad lost by 21 last night to a 1-seed Arizona. Worst tournament loss in Calipari's coaching career. Houston eliminated, losing to Illinois. Purdue was choosing Texas, I can tell, as they beat the 11th-seeded Longhorns, and Iowa ended Nebraska's magical season. This Fan Focus was sponsored by Town Fair Tire. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
All right, so here's some confirmation on Lindor's music choice. In his first at-bat, which, of course, was one of the most important at-bats of the game, a walk against Paul Skeens, it was My Girl. The rest of the game was Stand By Me. So there's your update on Lindor music. We'll get into Paul Skeens and his connection to the New York Yankees in a few minutes. But let's hear from you. A lot of people have waited, so let's hear from the people on this very busy Friday. Yankees going to play the Giants later this afternoon. The Mets with a opening day victory. And, of course, tonight in Washington, D.C., St. John's trying to advance to the Elite Eight. Ryan in Breezy Point, New York. What's up, Ryan?
Hey, what's going on? Thankfully, I'm driving down 95 and had some time to kill.
Nice.
I was really on the edge of my seat on Lindor's walk-up song. But
wow. Glad you got the info.
Look. I'm the guy who goes to the St. John's Bucknell game on a Tuesday in November. This is an exhilarating run with this coach and with this team, and where Rick got them from January 1st to now is, there's a very short list of guys in the country who coach college basketball who have the kind of acumen, who can take teams from point A to point B the way he did. I'm usually highly deferential to Vegas. I like this matchup for St. John's, especially because Duke's big guy and obviously their point guard are banged up. And, where they're strong in their front court, we have veterans. So I really like the matchup. I hope I'm not missing something. But it's, this doesn't come around very often. Haven't you been at the station quite some time?
Yeah. How much, first of all, I want to say I'm happy for you because there are a lot of people that are just watching because it's fun. Like, I'm one of them. Like, this is fun. Yeah, I'm watching it. But then there are the diehards.
Well, you also don't love college basketball.
Well, that's true. But it's not even about me. It's about you're a diehard fan. And as a diehard fan from one diehard fan to another, even if I'm not a diehard fan of the team or school you're watching, I respect it because I'm sitting there watching Nets Lakers on a Friday night and you're watching St. John's Bucknell. We're the same person as much as that's embarrassing for you. How much did you pay to get in? Like, how far did you go? Because I'd pay anything to see the Nets in the postseason, so I'm with you on this. How far did you go to get in?
So believe it or not, this was Georgetown is the host, and I have a business connection down there. But I know that a lot of the guys I deal with are scrambling because, especially in the 16 round, a lot of the tickets are allotted to each school, and you have four schools crammed in one session.
That's a good point.
So it not only is it's a high price point, but the inventory isn't great because of all the allotments going out to the schools. The move is if you win the game, you hang out, you try and gravitate towards whether it's Michigan State or UConn fans who are going to be leaving disgruntled in 2 hours and try and grab a ticket from them for Sunday. I'm not getting ahead on that now, though. I mean, look, you got to relish in this moment if you're a St. John's fan. I know Rick is close to signing a revised contract that hopefully will get him another 2 to 3 years in Queens. And it just goes to show you that in college basketball, compared to other sports, I know coaching matters in every sport, but there's no sport like college basketball where a coach can come in, irrespective of NIL.
Right.
Rick would have done this without NIL.
I agree.
Where a coach can come in and make a difference in such a short period of time. And look, I see the popularity of college basketball growing. I think it has a lot to do with the variability, like the minute by minute, as opposed to the NBA, which drags a little bit. And I'm hoping St. John's, look, they're on the back page for the last 3 weeks. I'm hoping they can repair their relationship with the station a little bit. You guys are going to laugh. I called you 2 years ago. I don't know if you remember. I know you take a million calls, but I proffered to you that you should get a weekly spot with Rick because he is so entertaining.
Right.
And you kind of laughed me off. You said, look, St. John's has got to win. What more do they have to do
That's
beyond?
a great question. No,
Ryan,
I believe it or not.
And Ev, I've called the last couple of weeks, and I get the same song and dance from the screeners and the producers. I get it. You guys have a job to do, but I get, we're not doing St. John's right now. And I'm hoping we could get to a point if Rick signs this extension where I could call you maybe January, February, and we could rap a little bit, and maybe this piques your interest because it's a really exciting brand of basketball to watch.
And Ryan, I remember that phone call. I do, and I'll give you a couple of things. First of all, I am happy for you because I think for the diehard fan, this is awesome.
Right.
The only thing that changes is winning, and then you become the team that everyone wants to talk about. I think the Knicks are almost a great example of it because, and I do love the NBA more than college, but for years, we barely talked Knicks. And it's not like, I don't want to talk Knicks. It's because they sucked and they were irrelevant and people didn't care. And unfortunately, because I do say unfortunately, a part of the job is not to talk about what Tiki wants to talk about or what I want to talk about. It's to talk about what the people want to talk about. And we're not always perfect with that, but that's our goal. That's why I started a Rico Bronya podcast, so that when you don't care about the Mets, I'll talk about it there.
Yeah, but people want to talk about the Mets. It's no different than hockey in a sense. We very rarely talk hockey. Like, we mention hockey, so it feels like we're talking hockey. We're not talking hockey. We're not detailing it, well, except for Sean when he gets pissed off at Chris Drury and the destruction of this team. The worst team has lost 6 in a row, the Rangers, at the end of the season. Like, we don't talk about it, but we mention it, so it feels like we're talking about it, right? But we're not having these detailed conversations like we do with the Mets or the Yankees or the Giants or the Jets about the Rangers and the Islanders and the Devils. We just don't. And college sports are the same.
Yeah,
it's just hard to get people who aren't otherwise interested.
Yeah, I wonder, to answer his question, like, would you do a weekly with Rick Pitino? I wonder, even with the winning that they're doing, and I give him credit because it's a conversation, in December, before the Big East schedule starts, are people interested in St. John's and college basketball? I don't know if we're there yet. I don't know if we'll ever get there. But what I will tell you, Ryan, is we're there now. I mean, they're in the Sweet 16. It's a big deal. Tonight's an event. St. John's Duke tonight is an event. It's a must-watch event.
Agreed.
And the thing you got to do, and the Knicks have been doing it for years now, they're repairing their image. They're repairing, hey, I care now about regular season basketball.
Yeah.
And so can St. John's get there in a couple of years? Maybe.
It's also on the team, meaning St. John's, the school, essentially, and Rick Pitino to want to do it.
That's true. Well, it's really us because we haven't asked, in fairness.
Yeah, okay, but we could ask, and he could just say, go scratch.
Yeah, they could, but they probably would just say
I
yes.
have no interest in that.
They'd probably say yes.
I mean, maybe. When BT and I had a show, we used to have Rick on every now and then.
That's what I'm saying. You do it.
But we were a national show.
Right.
And he was relevant because it wasn't at St. John's, but you know what I mean? It was just, he was relevant.
You know who's a jackass? And I'll say it now. He's not even here, and everyone knows he's a jackass, so, I'll be confirming it. Kevin Willard's a jackass. Because back in the day, you know what I'm talking about. When he coached Seton Hall and they were becoming relevant in March, not in January, like our last caller said, we would ask to have him on. And they'd be like, nah, he's too busy. And I'm like, yeah, you know what? This is your chance.
Right.
We're going to talk about you. It's probably because he knew he was going to leave and go to Maryland and then leave them and go to Villanova. He just knew he was leaving. And then he wanted to fire his coaching staff.
Where the hell is he even, though?
He's at Villanova.
Villanova, yeah.
Yeah. He got in trouble last week because during the halftime interview, he was asked about their struggles, and he said, yeah, I got to fire my coaching staff.
Oh, right. I remember that now.
And then he, at the end, did the joke again, and when was called out about it, said, I was joking.
Right.
He didn't sound like he was joking, but who the hell knows? Let's go to Anthony in Westchester. What's up, Anthony?
Hey, guys. First-time caller. Love the show. Just wanted to talk about the Mets game tomorrow. I'm going, and I have a parking pass, and I wanted to see what your opinion was on what time do you think someone should get there and feel comfortable about, not a lot of traffic, not missing the first pitch, maybe having some food beforehand.
Well, my follow-up is, do you want the ring? Because tomorrow they're giving away a replica 86 World Series ring, but they're only doing it for the first 15,000 fans. And I think this is an incredibly popular giveaway. So is that your worry, or is it just, hey, I want to be there for first pitch?
No. I actually have that same exact ring at home already. That's not my worry. My worry is just waiting outside the stadium in the car for the first pitch.
Honestly, I don't think you have to leave that early. Opening day is a crazy day. And I don't want to minimize what happened yesterday to those that sat in traffic, because it sucked, man. But opening day always seems to have that. And I think now we're associating it more with the parking issues and everything that's going on. And I'm sure that's a factor. But I also think 42,000 people for a 1:15 game. Saturday is a 4 o'clock game. I don't think they're going to sell out. I think there'll be a lot of empty seats, especially because it's going to be really cold. And so there may be people who bought tickets and are like, I'm not going.
I'm good.
Yeah. So
I'll find that ring on eBay.
And you can find that ring on eBay. Though our last caller doesn't care about it.
Also, how do you have the ring? Could you have asked him, how does he have the ring that they're only giving out tomorrow?
Because they may have given it out 10 years ago, for all I know.
But you think it's the same ring?
I mean, it may be similar. This is the 40th anniversary. What do you think they did for the 25th anniversary and the 30th anniversary?
You don't think it's altered at all?
I mean, maybe a little bit. I don't know. I'd have to check. I don't have one. You know what ring I have? The 2015 National League Championship ring. Go ahead. Make your jokes.
Why do you have that? Why does anybody on that team have that ring?
I don't know. Does Tiki have his NFC Championship ring?
I do.
Way different in football.
Oh, it's way okay. Yeah. Put you in a tough spot, didn't I?
No, you didn't at all. I had the same answer I always have. Way different in football.
You want to joke about the Mets?
The Mets!
But when it comes to Tiki, who you have great respect for, now we get serious.
Ask me how many times I've worn that ring.
How many times have you worn it, Tiki?
Never.
Yeah, it's displayed, right?
Downstairs.
Yeah. Not even upstairs.
You didn't have to say any of that. Could have left that part out.
It's cool downstairs because I have a little bar down there.
No, it's very cool down there.
Actually, a big bar down there, but it's cool. But it just nobody ever sees it.
Rich is in Massapequa. Good morning, Rich.
Good morning, Evan. Evan, I know this was before your time, but are you aware that there's a dead bird story that involves the Mets from years ago?
If I do, I don't remember it, so refresh my memory.
All right. Okay. I was at a game, early season 1987. The only details I remember is that the Mets were playing the Braves and that a bird got hit by a line drive in front of Kevin McReynolds and died after getting hit by the line drive.
Yes.
So my question to you is a dead bird is not a good rallying thing. And also, How would you score that play?
How would I score it? That's a great question. Dude, I had such issues.
What would you do?
If the ball hits a dead bird, it's just in action. So it's a base hit.
Right. So nothing. It's nothing.
Yeah, it's in play.
Maybe you draw a bird with X's on it.
Yeah,
I would like that.
I would I'd write a note about the dead bird dying. Yesterday.
Well, it brings up something interesting because that first inning, which you missed, Sean and I were speculating how crazy you would be trying to figure out how to score it.
It wasn't that difficult to score.
Was it?
No, there were no errors on O'Neal Cruz.
I know, but it was a lot going on.
Oh, yeah. No, it was a lot going on, and they batted around, and Jet was all excited. He got to score a batting around inning and a pitching change, but there was nothing confusing.
Yeah.
Like, the O'Neal Cruz plays were base hits, unfortunately.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. There's no anecdotes. Like, that's not a clean base hit.
Yeah, so for me, everybody's different, right? There's no firm rule on this. Yeah. What I did is I wrote sun, which signals that he lost that ball in the sun. And that's not me making an excuse for him. That's me trying to describe
the
it.
The second one, you mean?
The blooper.
The blooper.
Not the Beatty play.
Yeah, the Beatty play, he just took 2 steps forward and he was screwed.
No, that you just write down. It's a triple. There's nothing to write down. Where I really got screwed up, and it was one of the more significant plays of the game, underratedly, is Freddie Peralta walked O'Neal Cruz. And then very quickly, Francisco Alvarez tapped his hat.
On 4 pitches, right?
Nope, it was a 3-2 pitch. It was
Which
ball
one am
4.
I talking about? I'm thinking of Fried.
Yeah, so Freddie Peralta threw a 3-2 pitch to O'Neal Cruz that was called ball 4. Alvarez quickly challenged it. It got overturned into a strike 3. I am still not prepared for ABS, so I wrote BB for a walk. I put the walk down. And then, and so did Jet. He was a little pissed off about that. And then they challenge it. It gets overturned, and I just wrote a backwards K on top of it, almost a signal that ball 4 got overturned. But think about how significant that was.
But that's actually cool.
You like that one?
It reminds you that was overturned.
Absolutely. Like a lot of the other...
Otherwise, it would you'd go back and look at it and be like, you just got him looking.
You're right. And I think with a lot of the other ball strike challenges, it's the first pitch of an at-bat, it's the second pitch of an at-bat. Like, yes, it changes the complexion of an at-bat, but it doesn't change a walk into a strikeout.
Right.
Which is exactly what that challenge did. Let's go to John in Garden City. Hey, John.
Hey, guys. Happy baseball. It's nice to have the seasons back.
Amen.
So, Christopher Jackson, right? So, last year, I'm a Yankee season ticket holder. And by the way, I met you, Sean, last year at opening day. I hope to see you again this year. But what I'm remembering was they had Hamilton night, and he absolutely crushed the national anthem. And so that leads me to draw my conclusion. You know, one of the most famous lines of your Hamilton guys is talk less, smile more. Don't let them know what you're against or what you're for.
Yes.
So you got to do it.
Remember how Juan Soto?
You got to do it in the right way. Talk.
Remember how Juan Soto handled? Remember him sitting in the dugout with the Yankees? So I think Juan Soto's Aaron Burr. What do you think of that? That's scary.
Man, well, hopefully he doesn't kill somebody in a duel in New Jersey. I mean, is that how it ends for Lindor? Is that how we're going to have a duel in Hackensack? It wasn't Hackensack, was it? Where the hell was that in Jersey?
It was on the cliffs. I think where Alpine is.
Yeah.
Just south of Alpine. But
do you ever think that we'd get a Juan Soto-Aaron Burr comparison?
No.
Now, do you like that Juan Soto-Aaron Burr comparison? What garbage!
So Juan Soto, which one is Aaron Burr?
Juan Soto, he said.
No.
Okay.
Doesn't make sense.
No, he's not. He's not. He's not the guy. Juan Soto.
Unless he has a disappointing career with the Mets.
Yeah, I mean,
you don't want that to happen.
Aaron Burr was also like a killer and a traitor. I don't want that. Well, I guess to the Yankees, Juan Soto is.
Just glad you told me who Aaron Burr was.
I get you. Well, I'll tell you who Paul Skeens is when we come back, because there's new information about the Yankees' pursuit of the dream of acquiring Paul Skeens. We'll discuss it coming up. Plus, at 12:15 today, the return of Bad Tiki. 888-808-1019. We're with you till 2 this afternoon on The Carton Show with Big Mac.
If new windows and doors have been on your list, don't wait. Window Rama is offering up to 40% off your installation project when you purchase and install with them. We're talking major savings, top quality brands, and expert installation all at once. Upgrade your home and take advantage of savings. Visit WindowRama.com or stop by one of their showrooms today. Window Rama, your window and door specialist since 1977.
And this Odyssey Sports Minute is brought to you by Flag and Anthem. Real clothes for real life.
This is an Odyssey Sports Minute.
March 28th, 1992. Maybe the best college basketball game ever played.
Duke 104, Kentucky 103. The Christian Laettner buzzer beater to beat Rick Pitino and Kentucky. Fast forward 34 years later, almost to the day, March 27, 2026, and Rick Pitino gets another crack at Duke tonight, this time with St. John's. I'm Nick Costos.
Furnished by IntelliBrands.
Have you ever felt leg pain, restlessness, cramps, tingling, swelling, numbness, itchiness, or coldness? Then you need the new patented Legsercise Pro, the natural circulation booster that uses continuous automatic leg movement to soothe pain and promote healthy circulation the natural, drug-free way.
Using Legsercise made walking painless again.
Legsercise Pro's patented walking simulator propulsion technology moves your feet back and forth along its concave track, creating constant movement and flex at both the knee and ankle joints. It's like having a physical therapist right in your own home.
I have much less swelling and no more tingling.
Call right now and order your very own Legsercise Pro, the new proven automatic leg mover that soothes pain and naturally promotes healthy circulation. Call 800-555-1212. That's 800-555-1212. 800-555-1212 now.
These statements and products have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease or condition.
Mercedes-Benz of Edison has done it again. Named the 2026 Mercedes-Benz Dealer of the Year by Cars.com. Not just in New Jersey, but the entire United States. An honor earned through an unwavering commitment to customer satisfaction. Expect exceptional service, an unmatched selection, and luxury experience you won't find anywhere else. At Mercedes-Benz of Edison, you don't just drive away, you become family. Experience it for yourself at Mercedes-Benz of Edison or visit RayCatinaEdison.com.
The most important meal of the day just got better at Dunkin'. Now you can get a medium hot or iced coffee, 6 crispy, delicious hash browns, and a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich, all for $6. That's a full breakfast meal for $6. 6 crispy golden hash browns, a warm, delicious bacon, egg, and cheese, and a medium coffee to start your day right. Do breakfast the Dunkin' way and order Dunkin's $6 meal deal. No substitutions. Participation at times may vary. Limited time offer cannot be combined with other offers. Exclusions and terms apply.
Operating engineers Local 825 are the men and women who make our region move. So whether it's roads, bridges, or our favorite team stadium, they build and maintain the critical transportation, water, and energy infrastructure we rely on. That's why their advocacy organization, ELEC, the Engineers Labor Employer Cooperative, fights for those priorities every day. That's ELEC, representing the signatory contractors and the hardworking men and women who build both New York and New Jersey.
Westbury, New York. It's your boy Bert Kreischer, the Machine.
Woo! I'm back, baby!
I will see you on the Permission to Party World Tour at Flagstar at Westbury Music Fair, April 26th.
Don't let them forget who you are and what you do.
Westbury, New York. Bert Kreischer, the Machine at Flagstar at Westbury Music Fair, April 26th. Get your tickets at BertBertBert.com. I'll see you there.
Right now, new FanDuel customers can get up to $300 back in bonus bets every day for 10 days if your bet loses. Here's how it works. Place a tournament bet using the token, and if it doesn't win, you'll get up to $300 back in bonus bets. Every single day for 10 straight days. That's 10 chances to play all tourney long, from game props and money lines to spreads, totals, futures, and more. You can even mix things up with same-game parlays for a shot at a bigger payout. However you want to fill out your bracket, FanDuel makes it easy to stay in the action day after day. So visit FanDuel.com/New York to sign up today. We just love the app around here. It's safe and secure. When you win, you get paid instantly. FanDuel Sportsbook is the official sportsbook of WFAN. 21 and over and physically present in New York. Must apply select token each day. Bonus bets are non-withdrawable and expire 7 days after receipt. Tokens are received in increments of 1 per day. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Help the gambling problem. Go 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
Hi, this is John Starks. At John Starks Kia, we don't play games. No gimmicks, no tricks, no hidden fees, no surprises, and no money down. Lease a new 26 Kia Sportage for just $299 a month with zero due at signing. Or get 0% APR up to 48 months. What we say is what it is, period. See you at John Starks Kia in Queens.
36-month lease excludes tax, title, and MV fees. No security deposit required. 10,000 miles per year. Must finance through Kia Finance America. $20.83 per month per 1,000 finance. Upon approved credit on select models. Expires March 31st.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling.
I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-4094. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-4094. That's 800-575-4094. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
I need a little range, step to the range, come on, meet me at the
Introducing the new Chick-fil-A Jalapeno Ranch Club Sandwich. With that juicy Chick-fil-A chicken on a buttermilk ranch bun, jalapeno ranch sauce, and pickled jalapenos, it's a little ranch with a lot of kick. The new Chick-fil-A Jalapeno Ranch Club with original spicy or grilled filet. Available for a limited time only. Order ahead on the Chick-fil-A app.
Carpal tunnel syndrome, heart failure that doesn't improve with common medicines. These are some signs and symptoms associated with ATTR-CM, or the cardiomyopathy of ATTR amyloidosis, a serious heart condition with symptoms that get worse over time. Amvuttra vutrisiran is a prescription medicine given by a healthcare provider that treats ATTR-CM in adults to reduce heart-related death, hospital stays, and urgent visits. In a clinical study, Amvuttra was proven to help people live longer and have fewer heart-related hospital stays and urgent visits over 3 years compared to placebo. Amvuttra lowers the amount of vitamin A in your blood, which can affect vision. Other side effects include pain in the arms or legs, pain in the joints, and shortness of breath. These are not all the possible side effects of Amvuttra. For prescribing information, call 1-833-256-2748 or learn more at amvuttra.com. Ask your doctor about Amvuttra for ATTR-CM.
Come visit the engagement experts at London Jewelers at any one of their 6 locations.
Talk sports with Craig Carton and Chris McMonagle on The Carton Show. Afternoons from 2 to 7 on WFAN, WFAN FM, WFAN FM HD1 New York, and Odyssey Sports Station.
Evan and Tiki here on the Fan. Bad Tiki in about 14 minutes. Sean will give us a lunch show this hour as well. John Heyman reported yesterday that the New York Yankees tried. They tried. It's like when you were in high school and you asked out the prom queen, and she promptly said, what? No, I'm dating the quarterback of the football team. I'm not going out with a twerp like you. Not that the Yankees are a twerp, let me clarify. But according to John Heyman, the New York Yankees did call the Pittsburgh Pirates before the trade deadline to try to make an offer on Paul Skeens. And the Pittsburgh Pirates very promptly said, we do not even want to hear your offer. Here's what I take out of this. Obviously, the Pirates are not ready to trade Paul Skeens. They were trying to compete this year. They made some moves in attempting to do so, bringing in Marcell Ozuna, bringing in Ryan O'Hearn, trading for Brandon Lau. Like, they are trying. But I think we all know, even with the new CBA, the Pittsburgh Pirates are likely not paying Paul Skeens what he's ultimately going to get when he's a free agent after the 2029 season. What I read from this is that every once in a while, Tiki, the Yankees have a guy that they look at and say, you will be ours. CC Sabathia was one of them. Garrett Cole was one of them. I think Paul Skeens is one of them. Like, if I had to guess right now, you want a long-term prediction, not even knowing what the CBA is, they will outbid Steve Cohen for Paul Skeens. He's their guy. You could just sense it.
Does that make financial sense given what we've been talking about with the Yankees for the last however many years, how they don't want to spend? Now, they already have so much money put into their starting rotation right now.
Yeah, but a lot of those guys are going to be off the books by that point.
Yeah, by the time you have to pay Skeens, you're done with Cole.
Yeah. And Carlos Rodon's contract will probably be over. I got to do the math and count it up.
Right.
Like, there's a lot of free money there. And again, he's that guy. He's that guy every 7 or 8 years.
How many years left?
Skeens is a free agent at the end of the 29 season. Carlos Rodon's got, I think, like 2 years left. Like, it's nothing.
Right.
So that's not a worry.
No, it's
Max
not.
Fried will still be here. He signed for 1 million years.
I could see that then.
Oh, I completely see it.
Right.
Like, that's how I took that report because, look, the Pirates aren't trading him, so I know that there's a lot of reaction of, oh, great, the Yankees made an offer. Who cares? That's a fantasy for now. Like, for now, the Pirates aren't trading him, and we could play the game of, what would you give up? How far would you go? Would you give up Lombard? Would you give up Schlittler? Like, by the way, kind of want to play that game real quick. Hey, Sean.
Take them all. Take them all.
Take them all.
It's Paul Skeens. Take them all.
Take Schlittler.
Take them all.
Ben Rice.
It's Paul Skeens.
Lombard.
You found the one.
He's already proven.
Wow.
You take them all.
Good for you. That's a good answer. I don't know if I would say that, by the way, on my end.
Really? Okay, that's fine.
Nolan McClain, I don't know.
Doesn't mean I don't love my guys any less, but it's Paul Skeens.
Let's see how Nolan McClain does in his first actual start this year.
You think I'm going to
And then you'll have that conversation.
Yeah, Tiki's worried because all of the World Baseball Classic players, or not all of them, but some of them, are off to difficult starts.
Very much so.
So the thought is Nolan McClain's going to have an issue on Sunday afternoon at Citi Field.
Yeah, which means nothing, but it's just a symptom.
Yeah, I don't. It's not that I think the Yankees are trading for Paul Skeens anytime soon, because again, the Pirates are not trading him. I get a vibe. And we get this every once in a while where the Yankees identify a player and they will not lose him. They didn't really do that with Juan Soto. They didn't. I think they were always like, we'd love to bring him back.
Right.
We're going to make an amazing offer, but there's a world where we get outbid. I don't think there's a world where they get outbid for Paul Skeens.
And they're probably also doing the math as well. It feels like this sees baseball bending the knee and going, we know Scooble's going to be a Dodger, right? So, like, we're going to think the Dodgers are not going to be the team in on Skeens. So then it comes back to the regular big spenders to outmuscle each other, and that's where they will not.
I don't think Scooble's going to be a Dodger, by the way.
Really?
No.
It would have made sense this year.
Yeah.
And maybe at the trade deadline, he becomes a Dodger.
He could be. I'm not ruling that out.
But I don't see him signing a long-term 8 to 10 year deal with the Dodgers.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Doesn't feel like it.
I don't think so.
What makes you say no?
I don't, because look, the Dodgers get all this crap for what they do. Think about what they do. Kyle Tucker's a short-term contract. Edwin Diaz is a short-term contract. Juan Soto, and I remember when Tiki predicted Soto, I said, unless Soto takes
a short-term deal,
or backloaded the hell or whatever they call it, deferrals.
Deferred, yeah.
He's not going there.
Well, how many years did Yamamoto get?
Yamamoto's a different animal.
But he's a starting pitcher.
Totally understand. He was also 5 years younger.
Right.
Look, we could do long-term predictions now if you wanted. I don't think he's going to be a Dodger. I actually think he's going to be a Met. And I think the Mets, I think the Cubbies, I think the Giants, I think those are the three teams that jump out at me.
I disagree. I think he's going to be a Dodger.
Okay.
I really do.
We're doing this on March 27th?
We don't have to. But my point is, I think that's the Yankees reading the room and going, this is the other guy, and they ain't going to have both.
And they're not going after Scooble. That's the other thing.
Right.
Like, they're not. They won't even go after him, Yankee fans, because I think their eye is on Paul Skeens. And it was electric, because I told you I got in the building just in time to see this. When he walked off the mound to just a rousing ovation of mock, it was pretty cool.
Right.
It was pretty badass.
It was.
I'm thinking Livy Dunn sitting there. Oh, and they're going to spend the rest of the day at Citi Field.
I heard great things about her. Like, I heard
she
that
was nice. She was kind.
Yes. That's what I meant by that.
Good for her.
Yeah, that she signed every autograph, stayed all 9 innings. How about that? All 9 innings after her boyfriend got knocked out in the first inning.
Yeah, but where's she going?
It's not like skiing.
Go back and sit back. Exactly. Go back and sit in a hotel room by yourself?
Yeah.
He's got to stay there.
So why does she have to stay there?
Well, they're going home together.
Yes.
Why can't we just give her credit for staying?
What? Why does she need credit? She's from New Jersey. She's an athlete herself. She's supposed to stay.
I don't think Kate Upton stayed when Verlander would get knocked around.
I mean, maybe they didn't go together. I'm trying to think. What would I do when I
they're not going together. He's got to go on the bus. He's not.
I'm trying to think there's no. You probably don't take a bus.
Well, yeah, some of them do. Some of them take a team bus.
They probably just take a car.
All right.
I'm trying to think. I would go separate from my wife to the game, but she would always be there when it was over.
I do want to give Kate Upton a lot of credit. So the other day, I forget who put it out there, but there was a whole "What's the best tweet in Twitter's history since it's been 20 years?" And I vote for Kate Upton. She has a tweet. I'll read it to you right now. That I think is the greatest tweet in the history of social media.
Wow, even better than Tommy's Brunson tweet.
yes, even better than that. So Justin Verlander just lost the Cy Young, and I think it was to Rick Porcello. I think that's who he lost it to. And she tweets, "Hey at MLB, I thought I was the only person allowed to bleep Justin Verlander. What 2 writers didn't have him on their ballot?"
Damn.
That is my favorite tweet of all time.
Wow.
I thought,
Wow.
I didn't realize she was gangster like that.
she was pissed.
Wow.
She was pissed, and she came out salty. I think pound for pound, I think that is the greatest tweet of all time. Let's go to Ranieri in New Jersey. What's up, Ranieri?
Hey, Evan. I just want to let you know that you're not the only weirdo that puts the weather on the scorebook. I do that too.
There you go. Good. I'm glad to hear that.
Now, regarding ABS, I noticed a lot of hesitation from both teams to challenge early on. I remember there was on Lindor's very first at bat. I think it was the third pitch. I mean, not the fifth pitch was clearly a ball, but he didn't challenge. Ended up not mattering, but I just noticed that teams were really hesitant to really challenge early on.
I agree with you, and I think Tiki in the early going is right about something. I can't say you're fully right, but in the early going, you're right. Tiki predicted that there would be about 2 to 3 challenges per game, and I said, it feels like a low number. In the early going, it feels that's what's happening. Right. It feels like teams, maybe by strategy, are saying to themselves, we really want to be careful when we issue these challenges. And you're right. I'm looking at it right now. The 3-0 cold strike to Lindor was clearly out of the strike zone. It was. And by the way, the fifth pitch, the 3-2 pitch, was borderline. Also looked out of the strike zone. But I guess the thought is it's the bottom of the first inning.
Yeah, and you don't want to use it, lose it, and then come 8th inning or 7th inning, some other clutch time, you have nothing.
You got to pick your moment. Right. Like the challenge that Francisco Alvarez issued on a 3-2 pitch, the difference between a walk and a strikeout with 1 out and nobody on, that's huge. And remember what the next batter did, hit a home run.
Right.
So I know you can't assume the same thing is going to happen, but it really does feel in the early going, it's a pick your spot kind of situation. John in Rivervale. Hey, John.
Hey, guys. How you doing?
Good.
So, I'm a huge Tiki fan and Giant fan. Thanks for all the memories over the years.
Appreciate you, John.
And I'm also, thank you. And I'm a diehard Met fan. And so I hear about this bird thing. I'm like, oh, great. This is our dead black cat moment, right? I want so much to celebrate a World Series win with my boys and my best friend. And so then all of a sudden I hear about the email that Evan reads off this morning about being a harbinger of great events. And it brought me back and I'm like, oh my God, it is. And so when my wife and I moved to Rivervale 21 years ago, we went to Bank of America to pick up that big check for the closing. She had a Ford Focus with the old antenna that's streaming off the back. And we go in, we get the check. I'm walking out, and it's like a huge day for us. We have a 18-month-old. She's pregnant with a kid on the way. And there's a bird that flew into the antenna and impaled itself. And it was flapping around.
Oh, jeez.
I don't want to laugh.
And so I come out, and I'm like, this is a huge day for us. What is going on? I can't get off because it has the ball at the end of the antenna, so you can't get the thing off. So I unscrew the antenna, and I have to shake it off, and it's dead at this point. I'm like, oh, great. I said, that's it. We're not getting this house. I'm not even going to this closing. We're going to have to find a new house. This is a horrible, horrible, kind of omen. Well, it turns out that we've raised 3 wonderful children. We're going to be empty nesters next year. We love this house. It's been a great place. Next year, next fall. So when I look back on it, I was like, oh my goodness, this actually can be a great predictor of great things to come. So I'm a huge Met fan. I'm pleased. I hope it happens.
There you go. Let's see. Now, usually winning on opening day is a sign of nothing because the Mets do it all the time. But maybe not just winning on opening day, but a bird dropping dead in right field in the 5th inning is a sign that 2026 is going to be special.
I got nothing for you.
No, you were looking at me like you had something to add.
I don't.
You can't get over the empty nester line because he was talking about an electrocuted bird.
Can he laugh? Is that something?
I don't think he picked up on what he did.
He said empty nester. The bird's dead. Everybody in the audience picked up on what he did, except him.
It's funny.
He was telling a sweet story about his family and how everything worked out and how maybe the bird being electrified was an omen. I also heard a bird pooing on you as an omen, too. Have you heard that one?
Yes, I have.
It's not an omen.
It's not?
No. I had a bird crap on me once when I was riding my bicycle. A week later, I fell off my bicycle and broke my arm. Not a good omen.
So for you, it did not work out. There is a legendary story. We are in hallowed grounds doing middays here at WFAN. One of the earlier midday shows was Dave Sims and Ed Coleman. They did a great show together. That's my childhood, listening to them. And you can ask Dave, because I don't want to get this story wrong, but my understanding is that Eddie and Dave were doing an opening day at Yankee Stadium, and Dave Sims or Ed Coleman, one of them, got pooed on by a bird.
and what happened in the game.
Oh, I have no idea.
Oh, so not paying off. We don't know if it's good luck or bad luck.
Okay, here's the good luck. Dave Sims is the broadcaster for the New York Yankees. And Ed Coleman is retired and happy. I mean, it seems like it worked out for both of them.
Right.
Anyhow, is he there? All right.
Is who there?
You know who I'm talking about. You know who I'm talking about.
This guy.
I don't know where this is going to go today. Bad Tiki is a sentient AI being and is not affiliated with or representative of the real Tiki Barber. The views and opinions expressed by Bad Tiki do not reflect those of Tiki Barber, WFAN Odyssey, or its advertisers. Tiki Barber is a real person with his own thoughts, beliefs, and opinions, which are entirely separate from those expressed by Bad Tiki or any other fictional characters portrayed during the Bad Tiki segment. Listeners and viewers are strongly advised to exercise critical thinking and discernment when engaging with the Bad Tiki segment. We've missed you, Bad Tiki. Welcome back to the show.
Red Bush liar. You don't miss me. You never checked on me. Bad teammate Evan. You didn't even want me on the show today. Ginger orphan leprechaun.
Bad Tiki, what are you talking about? We always like when you call it.
Thanks, Classic Tiki, but you are three things. Thanks, Classic Tiki, but you are three things Bad Tiki will never be. 1, a liar. 2, an ugly bald. Bad Tiki would never be bald. And 3, bad teammate, regular Tiki. Ha.
Okay, Bad Tiki, I see what you're doing here. Bad teammate shtick today.
Oh, hello, Chonk style. I didn't see you there. And that's exactly why you couldn't cut it here. You're someone who takes things way too seriously. You can't laugh at yourself, and you don't get it. And if you did, and you showed a little more personality, maybe you would have had more success here. Have fun in D.C. This is fun.
Okay,
I kind of missed you guys.
All right, Bad Tiki. I see you're enjoying the Geo versus BT drama a little too much. By the way, how'd you even get on the show today?
Oh, I just called the boss. I heard that would work if I asked really hard, and it did. He asked what I wanted to talk about. When I said, undermine WFAN hosts on the station and call them names, he said, no problem. Love that guy. Where was I? Oh, Evan, you're a host on the biggest sports station in the world, and you can't even talk about sports. Nobody cares what you say. Do you think anyone listens to you to get ready for the Mets or Yankee season? Spoiler alert. They don't, bitch.
Come on, what are you talking about? A lot of people care. I care. Don't you listen to the Rico Bronya?
Good one. The Rico Braganana sucks. Oh, and Tiki, do you think anyone cares what you think about sports? Nobody does, and nobody ever will. What are you doing? Because nobody cares about what you think about Sean Mania's dip in velocity. Nobody. And nobody ever will. You bald bitch.
Jeez. All right, Bad Tiki. So what is the point of all of this? You're just repeating everything Gio and BT said about each other. What about us?
Oink. I thought you'd never ask, little piggy. In the words of the great Mrs. Roberts, I'm just getting warmed up. Please welcome my newest creations, my brand new Angry Gio and Angry BT clones.
It's me, Angry Cloned Gio. Where is that takes himself too seriously and doesn't get it jerk? I want to say mean things to him.
It's me, cloned Angry BT. I'm right here, tough guy. You got something to say to me? You laborious, nebulous, petulant moron. That prank was mean. You jerk.
Oh, this is going better than I thought. Okay, guys, let's settle this once and for all. Let's have the full fight right here, right now. Clone Gio, do you have anything to say to Clone BT?
Well, I'd rather be talking about golf, but oh yeah, I got plenty to say to you. Just like all of your old producers, you stupid meathead.
Let's hear it then, you little gavone. Now, that's not to say you have to say it. I'm not implying that. But what I am saying is, if you have something to say, now is the time to say it. If you want to.
Oh yeah? Well, here it is. I'm sorry, Angry Clone BT. That prank was a little mean. Maybe I went a little too far.
Wait, what the hell?
Wait, what? You really mean that Angry Clone Gio?
Yeah, Clone BT. You are a pretty cool guy, and you look great in those turtleneck sweaters. You have some really cool ones, and you use really awesome words like equivocation and delineation.
Well, if we are being honest, I thought it was a funny prank. You really got me. I had no idea it was you. You are really good at impressions, Clone Gio. And I think you got pretty good at golf, and I care what you think about sports. I'm sorry I said mean things about you.
Focus, Clone idiots. Clone Gio. He called you a bad teammate. Clone BT, he pranked you. Get mad again, stupid clones.
Thank you, Bad Tiki, for bringing us together. I learned a lot about myself today.
Me too. Thanks, Bad Tiki. What do you say we all grab some cold ones and laugh about this clone BT?
As long as no one is under the legal drinking age in America, because I would obviously never ever do that. Ha 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 ha.
Ha! Good one, clone BT. There's that sense of humor. What are you doing, Bad Tiki? What's the lever for?
Oh, it's for the trapdoor.
Nice. Where does it go?
The furnace.
What the heck was that, Bad Tiki? Why would you do that? Are they dead?
Unconfirmed, Evan. It's to prove a point. Kind of like what you guys did to Positive Tommy. Remember him? I did what no one else would do. Prove once and for all. I am the only good teammate willing to potentially kill. Good teammate. Bad Tiki.
Hold on. You potentially killed Angry Gio and BT clones to prove you're a good teammate? How is that being a good teammate?
I'm glad you asked, OG Tiki. Please welcome my John Minko clone, Bad Minko. Come on out.
Hello, everyone. Great to see you all. Is it done, Bad Tiki?
It's done. Are you happy now, my pet?
That's a bingo. Bad Tiki, you're a great teammate. Now with Angry Clone Gio and BT out of the way, maybe the Johnnies can finally get the job done.
Oh, my God. Bad Minko had a hand in all of this?
Wow.
Gio has been a jinx on the Johnnies for decades, and Angry Clone BT is a distraction, if you know what I mean. I heard he likes to party, allegedly. Try being a good teammate for once, real Tiki, not such a buzzkill. Bald-ass bitch.
See, guys, good teammate, Bad Tiki. Okay, I have to be going now. Me and Bad Minko are going to paint the town red before the Johnnies game tonight. Let's get out of here, Mink. Evan, thanks for letting me use your platform to trash and potentially murder your coworkers. You're a real pal. Tiki, do something about your bald head. Sean, fat, Bad Tiki, out.
All right, well, that was Bad Tiki, and remember, it's very important. He's a sentient AI being and is not affiliated with or representative of the real Tiki Barber. The views and opinions expressed by Bad Tiki and all those characters do not reflect those of Tiki Barber, WFAN Odyssey, or its advertisers. Tiki's a real person with his own thoughts, beliefs, and opinions, which are entirely separate from those expressed by Bad Tiki or any of the other fictional characters portrayed during the Bad Tiki segment, just in case you got confused and thought that was really John Minko. Listeners and viewers are strongly advised to exercise critical thinking and discernment when engaging with the Bad Tiki segment. I missed him.
Yeah. I wonder how he got out of jail.
Yeah, he never brought that up.
He explained. Maybe
yeah.
if you just ignore it, it didn't happen.
Yeah, I think that's what happens sometimes. Sean's got a Cinco de Luncho coming up. We'll get to more of your calls at 888-808-1019. And you may have forgotten, the Yankees have a day game today. We'll get you warmed up for Yankees-Giants, a game you'll hear right here on this radio station.
The Drive Around the League with Tiki Barber is brought to you by Amazon Hub Delivery. Visit Amazon.com/Hub Delivery. This weekend marks the beginning of the annual NFL meetings out in Arizona. There'll be talks about rule changes, expanding the league overseas and their profile, and possibly a trade of Cleveland Browns star defensive end Myles Garrett. One topic that won't come up, however, is the Eagles' tush-push. Despite some teams and fans' ire at the novel short yardage play, the powers that be are tabling discussions to a future date. The tush-push generates ire, not always because it's unstoppable, but more because NFL referees don't know how to ref it. Whether it's the constant false starts when Jalen Hurts' forward progress is actually stopped, it's a crapshoot, and that's unacceptable. So fine, don't ban the tush-push. Just please teach these referees how to adjudicate it. This Drive Around the League is sponsored by Amazon Hub Delivery. Visit Amazon.com/HUB Delivery.
Stop dealing with your neck pain, backache, sciatica, and go see 3 double-board certified pain specialists at Samuel Institute for Pain Management. They specialize in headaches, migraines, and nerve pain, and will get you back to feeling yourself again with minimally invasive non-surgical treatments. There are thousands of 5-star reviews who trust Samuel for pain-relieving solutions. Same-day appointments available with offices in Colonia, Livingston, and Englewood, New Jersey. Turn to Samuel Pain for effective pain-relieving solutions. Visit SamuelPain.com.
And this portion of the program is sponsored by St. Joachim and Ann Nursing and Rehabilitation Center. It is also sponsored by your local Mazda dealer.
Hey, healthcare workers of New York, are you looking to make a difference? Saints Joachim and Ann Nursing and Rehabilitation Center is actively hiring nurses and CNAs. Call 718-714-4800. That's 718-714-4800.
The all-new 2026 Mazda CX-5 is designed to give you balance of style, advanced technology, and craftsmanship in a family-friendly SUV that delivers exceptional value. Get more with the all-new 2026 Mazda CX-5, the smart choice. Visit your local Mazda dealer or MazdaUSA.com.
My buddy dies. I show up to the funeral. Open casket. We're still doing that? I've never understood open casket. I don't get it. It's like, you told me he was dead. I believed you.
From the Monday Morning Podcast, his hit film Old Dads, and his latest Grammy-nominated special on Hulu, comedian Bill Burr, coming to Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Atlantic City, Saturday, April 25th, with all new material. Get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com.
Where you learn matters. At Monmouth University, students study on a vibrant coastal campus with direct access to research, culture, and industry. From classrooms to competition, from creativity to career prep, Monmouth offers a vantage point shaped by location and purpose, blending a personalized learning experience with Division I pride and a rising national profile. Bigger thinking, more inspired. You amplified. Amplify your future at Monmouth University. Learn more at monmouth.edu/amplified.
It's a fact. Town Fair Tire is the area's largest name brand discount tire dealer. It's a fact. Town Fair Tire sells Toyo tires for the guaranteed lowest price. Plus, Town Fair gives you more free services than any other tire dealer for the life of your Toyo tires. So, if you're looking for Toyo tires, nobody beats a Town Fair Tire deal. Nobody. And that, my friends, is a fact.
Name brands at discount prices. Town Fair Tire.
Hey, this is Sal Licata. Right now is the time to make sure that your current cooling system is ready for hot weather. You don't want it to fail when it's 90 degrees out, and if it's over 15 years old, you're wasting your money. Get a new high-efficiency AC system right now from my friends at Edison Heating and Cooling. They are New Jersey's air conditioning experts and have been for decades. Take it from me. These guys have done plenty of work on my house. You'll save money and stay cooler. Contact them now at EdisonHVAC.com. That's EdisonHVAC.com.
Take the guesswork out of cooking, folks. The Chef IQ senses a must-have wireless cooking thermometer that eliminates under or over cooking chicken, fish, or steak. Order the newly released third-generation Chef IQ Sense at ChefIQ.com. That's ChefIQ.com.
March matchups are here. Trade the tournament in all 50 states on Kalshi. St. John's is trading at 29% to beat Duke. A $100 trade pays out $328 if they win. Download the Kalshi app and use code FAN to get $10 when you trade 10. KALSHI. Kalshi. Trade on anything.
Staples presents That Was Easy.
I wanted a new color printer to add pizzazz to my prints.
Pizzazz can be pricey.
Well, now at Staples, you get up to 30% off select HP printers.
30% off HP?
Yeah, I saved $120 on an HP Smart Tank 6001 with up to 3 years of ink included.
Why, that could be the last printer you'll ever need.
Could be.
Shop your local Staples today for big savings on HP.
That was easy.
Available in-store, online, or on the app. It's 4 exclusions apply.
My car smells fresh, so fresh, always so fresh every day. My car smells fresh, so fresh, like I cleaned it yesterday. Got the Febreze car on the vents, living life with that just clean freshness. Febreze car, if you know, you know. Up to 40 days a scent on low. My car smells fresh, so fresh, always so fresh every day. My car smells fresh, so fresh, like I cleaned it yesterday. That's right, breathe happy Febreze, la 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 la.
Honey, that flu keeping you up? Did you take NyQuil Intense Flu?
Nah, I got this. Okay, I don't got this.
Yeah, you need NyQuil Intense Flu.
Undo your flu with NyQuil Intense Flu. NyQuil Intense Flu provides powerful relief of your flu symptoms so you can sleep.
You do got this.
NyQuil Intense Flu. The nighttime sniffling, aching fever. Best sleep with the flu medicine. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com
ethos.com/radio. That's ethos.com/radio. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
The Rico Bronya podcast on the Odyssey app is proudly sponsored by Mio Sparkling Sake, the official sake of the New York Mets. Enjoy at Citi Field or your favorite spot. A new tradition in sake. Mio Sparkling Sake.
Life is motion, but for Jaime, debilitating pain in both hips brought everything, including family time, to a halt.
Every doctor told me the same thing. They would do one hip at a time.
At White Plains Hospital, Dr. Jacob Totka's unique expertise provided an alternate approach by replacing both of Jaime's hips on the same day.
In just 2 hours, I got 2 new hips and I went home that day.
White Plains Hospital, among the best hospitals anywhere that just so happens to be here. A member of the Montefiore Health System.
Hey fans, come on to Yankee Stadium on Friday, April 17th when the Yankees host the Royals, and be ready to receive a Yankees promotional giveaway that has become a fan favorite. It's Yankees Hockey Jersey Night, presented by StubHub. The first 18,000 guests in attendance will receive a Yankees hockey jersey. For tickets, log on to yankees.com/tickets. Again, don't miss the Yankees and Royals for Yankees Hockey Jersey Night, presented by StubHub on Friday, April 17th. Visit yankees.com/tickets today.
Score up to a $50 bonus bet daily during college hoops with BetMGM's free-to-play fast break game. Log into BetMGM, play as the point guard, and choose to pass or go for a dunk. If you score, you'll win either a $50 bonus bet or boost token. The ball is always in your court with BetMGM, where you can take advantage of special offers and earn rewards points on every bet. Make a fast break during college hoops by playing as the point guard for your daily shot at a $50 bonus bet or boost token. All rewards expire in 24 hours, and BetMGM.com is where you can find full prize details and terms. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. Gambling problem? Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. See BetMGM.com for terms. Must be 21 years of age to wager and physically present in New York only. New and existing customer offer. Subject to eligibility requirements. Additional terms and restrictions may apply. All rewards expire in 24 hours.
I'm Bob Burke, founder and chairman of Burke America Parts Group, a family of brands that includes RepairClinic.com, an appliance and HVAC parts solution company that's grown into an international brand. Before AmericanEagle.com, we partially launched a new technology platform developed by another firm. American Eagle helped take our technology to a whole new level with digital marketing, software development, and business insights into our key markets, appliances, HVAC, and outdoor power equipment, and did so both on time and on budget. AmericanEagle.com has the resources, experience, and talent needed to produce solutions. Our new technology platform, developed by AmericanEagle.com, has produced tremendous results with higher traffic, conversion, engagement, and online revenue. If you have any home repairs you need to take care of, check us out at RepairClinic.com. If you need a world-class website or technology project, then I would highly recommend AmericanEagle.com.
Call AmericanEagle.com at 773-NETWORK. That's AmericanEagle.com, 773-NETWORK.
Your official station to talk Yankees. The Fan, 101.9 FM and always live on the free Odyssey app. Download it today.
This Fan Focus is sponsored by Chef IQ, precision cooking, effortless results, chefiq.com. We spoke last segment about Paul Skeens potentially with the Yankees. The Yankees are already making moves for 2027. They've signed right-hander Luis Garcia to a 2-year minor league deal, source tells ESPN.
He's on the Mets. What do you think? Pitched yesterday.
A different one.
I know.
Garcia is rehabbing after undergoing his second Tommy John surgery in October. His base salary for 2027 would be $2.25 million with another $750K in performance bonus.
It's kind of weird. Mets and Yankees both may have a pitcher with the same name, Luis Garcia. Speaking of weird, the great Jason Stark had a stat yesterday that I could not believe. And I think the reaction most of us had when you hear this stat is there's no way that's true. So I'm going to tell it to you, and I will say there has been a lot of fact-checking going on to prove that it is true. Yesterday, the Philadelphia Phillies won their season opener at home at Citizens Bank Park, and Johan Duran got the save. Okay? Very simple. That is the first time ever that the Philadelphia Phillies opened at home and someone recorded a save.
What? Crazy.
The Philadelphia Phillies, who have been around since 1883, yesterday was the first time in their franchise's history that they opened the season at home and a save was recorded by them. Johan Duran has the first opening day at home save in the history of the Philadelphia Phillies.
Wow. That's exciting.
You don't like that stat?
It means nothing. It's like saying Ryan Helsley did what he didn't do in 22 appearances for the Yankees or for the Mets last year with the Orioles yesterday.
Now it sounds like you're being mean.
I'm not being mean.
Yeah, now you're just bringing up old Mets. Like, isn't it crazy that a franchise who'd been around for 144 seasons got their first home opening day save? You find that not interesting?
No.
We went from bad Tiki to cranky Tiki.
Yeah. Tiki does not like that stat. All right.
It's a dumb stat.
It's a dumb stat, but it's just crazy that it's never happened before.
It is.
It's still dumb and irrelevant.
How many have they won?
How
many home games have they had?
Okay.
And then how many have they won?
I have that answer. We'll see if now it impresses him. Before that game yesterday, 65 games at home. Pretty big sample size.
How many did they win?
27 of them.
Okay, so they sucked.
Yeah.
No wonder it hasn't happened.
I guess when you break it down that way, it's not that
27 of them by more than 3 runs?
Well, no, I didn't break down the scores. They were 27 games that you could potentially get a save in. Because remember, you can also get a save for a 3-inning save. Like Tobias Myers, if he closed out yesterday's game, would have gotten a save.
Right.
So forget the score. There were 27 opportunities for the Philadelphia Phillies to record a save, and they didn't do it until yesterday. Now that the numbers have been broken down, impressive or not impressive?
Not really.
Okay. Let me move on. All right, let's see if this is impressive. I got one more at you. All right. Is it impressive that a young kid who I think is becoming the belle of the ball here at WFAN, Kevin McGonigal.
Chris McGonigal.
4 hits in his major league debut.
Chris McGonigal.
Do you find that interesting?
Only because of Big Mac.
So Chris McMonagle, who's on with Craig in about an hour and a half, has been mistakenly called
Chris McGonigal.
And now a top prospect in baseball has that mistaken last name.
His name is McGonigal?
His name is McGonigal. The exact screw-up that Mike Francesa and
Chris McGonigal.
This guy had.
All right.
He's a real person.
So do we like him now?
Yes.
Yeah. We're
tracking him?
This is probably the first non-Yankee or Met that I think, at least us at WFAN, care about to this extent.
Did anybody pick him up in our fantasy league?
Oh,
he was drafted by
Chris McGonigal.
Yeah, his team has Kevin
Chris McGonigal.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, of course, there was no way they couldn't have him. Because he actually has a partner team with Brian Monzo, used to work here, so they work together. But, yeah. And what's great about this is every day part at WFAN is also fascinating. I heard the morning guys talking about it. Obviously, Craig and Big Mac are fascinated by it. We're It's like this one universal topic that brings us all together.
I'm going to be checking his stats every single day.
Every single day.
And I just hope
Really?
I don't even care what happens or what takes.
You
us
don't care about his winning or losing.
No, I just hope at some point he is a Yankee and Chris is still working here, so we get the McGonigal interview.
We do need that. I agree. Unfortunately, he's such a top prospect, and the Tigers just called him up. He's going to be there for a long time. But yeah, maybe someday he'll be a Met or Yankee. Sean, I don't know about you. I'm starving.
Sean Moraes in the booth. Somebody hide the castle. Optics flying, phones ringing, Evans yelling, no! Tiki's laughing, chaos cracking, nobody's in control. It's Cinco de Roncho. Bam! Crunch! Let's go!
Let's go! Cinco de Luncho is brought to you by Helix Wireless, connecting everything, everywhere. So, Evan, you attended opening day. We're going to head out to Yankee Stadium a week from today, and social media was abuzz with the 999 challenge and everybody posting what fat foods they've shoved down their fat faces yesterday at Citi Field. But I'm not going to lie to you. As I said, I went out for 9 beers and 9 innings during the Red Sox, and I started to think like a true fat ass myself what baseball foods I love, and it got me thinking. Aren't there just certain foods that taste better with baseball?
Yes.
And I'm here to give you the 5 foods that taste better with baseball.
All right.
All right, here we go.
Here we go! Number 5.
As Evan marks off, this is a food one.
Number right. Actually, before you start, I'm debating that because it's a food one, but it's baseball adjacent.
Yeah, it
is. So does it go down as a baseball
No,
Cinco?
it's food.
It's a food one?
Definitely.
All right.
Okay.
Number 5. Try making this at home and tell me it doesn't taste better with baseball when you're at a baseball game. Steak sandwiches. Whether you're going with a cheesesteak at certain parks or the Yankee Stadium, the LaBelles. Even if you go out to a restaurant, there's something about the steak sandwich with baseball that just tastes better.
I don't get steak sandwiches often. And I'm trying to think if I've ever had it at a baseball game.
The only time I've ever had it was at a baseball game. Pat LaFrida's.
Pat LaFrida's.
Oh, yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tastes better with baseball.
That's a new one.
That's a good one.
That's a new one. It's a good one, and I agree with it. It's kind of new. Like, if you gave me this list 10 years ago, I don't know if I would have said that.
I would say within the last decade, it's really risen. But
Yep.
yeah, for sure. Okay.
Number 4.
Nachos. Baseball nachos are at their simplest form. We've gotten out of control with nachos at all the restaurants. It's the cheese, it's the beef, it's the salsa, maybe a little guac, and you sit there sometimes in a helmet. Nachos taste better with baseball.
Adding the helmet to it has made it a thing. Right. I think before that, I wouldn't agree with you. But yeah, you go to like Citi Field yesterday, you can buy it in a Met helmet.
Yeah.
I'm anti-nachos at a ballpark for obvious reasons.
Spill
on the book.
Mess.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I can't have messes.
That's
that
right.
scorebook needs to stay pristine. That's my goal at the beginning of the season. It doesn't last that way because naturally things happen.
Yeah, and
but my goal is to have it be pristine.
Again, if you missed the beginning of the show, Evan cared more about his scorebook than his wallet going to a Met game, but here we go.
I mean, it's true.
Right.
Like
Number 3.
My wallet gets lost, and I'm glad it was saved by Constantine. Great. Okay, thank you. I appreciate it. My book gets lost, I'm dead inside.
You're unbelievable. Number 3, I really don't know how this is even deniable. 5 foods that taste better with baseball. Number 3 is Cracker Jacks. It's kind of awkward to eat Cracker Jacks not with baseball, isn't it?
So
I don't like Cracker Jacks. I think that's why I can't get down with
Okay,
that
but still the caramel, popcorn, it just goes with baseball and it tastes better there. If you gave me a Cracker Jack on a Saturday afternoon.
I could not think of another occasion where I would even see them.
Exactly.
You're right, because Tiki, you don't get it anywhere else. But Tiki's also right, but I think he needs to go further with it. Cracker Jack tastes like ass.
No, it doesn't.
It is the worst food ever created. It's garbage. It's horrible. I had it once as a 9-year-old. I won't touch it again. It should be extinct.
Yeah, have you ever tasted ass?
Not going to answer that question.
It doesn't taste like caramel popcorn, I can tell you that much.
You shut the hell up. Number 2.
Number 2 is the sausage and pepper hero. I'm telling you, works good in an Italian feast. That is kind of like the original non-hot dog cool food at a baseball stadium, and it's really the sausage and pepper. Slap that between your mouth cheeks and eat that at a baseball game. It tastes so much better at a baseball game.
No, I think you go to some Italian establishments, they crush it.
They might crush.
I can't agree with that.
No. They might crush a plate of sausage and peppers.
No.
The holding your own sausage and pepper hero on the foil? Come on. Better with baseball. Okay. Disagree. Fine.
Yeah. Number 1.
And number 1, and understand the wording here, soft serve ice cream. Soft serve ice cream tastes better with baseball. You put it in the helmet. There's something about it. Regular scooped ice cream, different story.
Yep.
Soft serve tastes better with baseball.
I think that's a number 1.
Fact.
I completely agree with you on that because you're right. Like nowhere else am I like craving soft serve ice cream. But at a ballpark, whether it's Yankee Stadium or Citi Field, I feel it. I do have some quibbles though. I mean, I got major quibbles.
Quibble away.
I understand that the hot dog can be eaten everywhere, but the hot dog is as synonymous with baseball as anything.
I'm glad you brought this up. Remember what I said. The 5 foods that taste better with baseball.
Yeah, it does taste better with baseball.
I'd actually argue a hot dog at a baseball game is actually the worst tasting hot dog you can get.
No.
You ever grill your own, Hebrew National soubrette in the backyard? It tastes way better than the roller or boiled dog at a game.
Yeah, but when you're
it depends though, because sometimes at a baseball game you had some drinks, some beers, and you're just starving, and so it just tastes delicious, even though you know it's not delicious.
And that's fine. But to me, the best hot dogs are grilled hot dogs, and baseball stadiums aren't doing that.
They aren't grilled. You're right, but I think when you sit down at the ballpark, the hot dog is as synonymous with it as anything.
If the list was synonymous, then yes, it would be number 1.
But I do think it tastes better.
It does not taste better.
Here's what I know.
I don't even know how to grill. How would you know?
I know how to eat. I know how to taste the grilled hot dog. What do you think? I don't know what that is? Here's what I know. When I go to the ballpark with either of my sons, actually my oldest is more partial to the chicken tenders, which we did yesterday. Got the chicken tenders, everybody's happy. If I take him to a game in which I also need to eat, like I didn't bring prepackaged quesadillas, and I need to get my own food, I'm always getting a hot dog. Like 9 out of 10 times, I'm getting the hot dog. Not because it's the best tasting food, but because it's baseball food. And that's where you're wrong. So nice attempt at a list. I'm sure you get a lot of comments on social media once it's posted, but disrespect to the hot dog.
Okay, fine. Enjoy your wieners at Citi, not me.
I will. I'm going to go all weekend. I don't care how cold it is.
Right, all 3 inches of them.
3.5.
Oh, that means
you cannot shave off that half an inch. It's important to some.
If you missed any of the show, you could rewind it on the free Odyssey app, including a conversation with Ian Eagle at about 10:40. In fact, we put Ian in the window seat. And it was brought to you by Window Seat and Windorama. Save up to 40% on new windows and doors. So you could rewind on the free Odyssey app if you want to check that out. Mike's in Manhattan. What's up, Mike?
Hey, Mike.
What's up, boys? Happy Friday.
Likewise.
Happy Friday.
Hey, Sean, how you feeling? Pete had a great day yesterday, huh?
Pete Hoffman?
Alonzo, you predicted a home run. He went 0 for 3.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't paying attention like every other Met fan was.
He was a little he was a little much, like with the hat, the helmet salute and all that. He was a bit much yesterday.
Yes. I'll explain that in a second.
He was excited.
Big Mac and I were having an off-air convo about that, and I'll let you know more thoughts, but go ahead.
Yeah, I'm interested to hear what you have to say. But I love the ABS system. I thought, going into it, I thought it was a great thing. I thought, maybe it was going to add some time. But I think, especially for the Mets, watching them yesterday take 10, 11 walks, it adds like plate discipline. And these guys are maybe now in the hitting lab instead of the pitching lab. And I think it's a great thing for baseball. And I hope, it continues to expand into next year and throughout this year. They gain some experience with it.
I continue to be concerned about end-of-game scenarios. I continue to be concerned about that moment of, oh, wait, we're waiting.
Mm-hmm.
But we're a day in. We're 2 days in. We have more games to watch. So far, no harm, no foul. What he was referring to with Pete Alonso, and Big Mac brought this up to me off air, where he said, Pete was a little much out there.
Suck it!
And really what he's referring to, and our last caller is as well, is that Pete got a huge ovation from the Oriole fans and then tipped his hat,
right.
this whole song and dance. This, to me, isn't about Pete Alonso. It's about Oriole fans. I lived down there for a couple of years, and I lived down there right after Cal Ripken Jr. retired. It was a dark, dark period for the Baltimore Orioles. They were bad. The building was empty, and they weren't spending.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for a while, they were a big market team, and they were aggressive. And I think, I guess I'd use Albert Bell as the line of demarcation. They went a long time without being the big boys. Even recently, like what big move have the Orioles made in terms of free agent signing?
Right. Well, they didn't have the money. Now they have a billionaire owner, correct?
Oh, I'm not disputing
Right.
that. Yeah, absolutely. What was the big move? Re-signing Chris Davis to an extension that turned out to be one of the worst extensions of all time?
That's a good point. You can't even really think of someone synonymous with them.
Because they haven't done it.
Right.
And so what happened yesterday in Baltimore is not about Pete. It's about Oriole fans appreciating that their franchise went out and signed a star player. Say what you want about Pete.
Mm-hmm.
They got a star player. And we as Met fans and Yankee fans, let's just be honest, we're spoiled. We sign free agents every other year.
Right.
You guys bring in Garrett Cole. We bring in Juan Soto. We trade for Lindor and keep him. You guys trade for Soto for a year. Like, this is what we do. It's not what they do. And so I think the overreaction that people saw was about the Oriole fans showing an incredible appreciation, not just to their owner, but to Pete for coming there.
Right.
They don't do that very often.
It's also because they paid him.
Well, it's all connected.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Well, why'd Juan Soto sign with the Mets?
Because they paid him.
Why'd Garrett Cole sign with the Yankees? Don't give me his sign from when he was 10 years old.
Because when he was 10 years old, he had a sign.
Stop it. Because they paid him.
Yes, exactly. It's always because they paid him.
Right. So I understand what went down there. And I'm not bitter about it. And I think it's great for Pete and it's great for the Orioles. And, jokes aside, I do hope the marriage works out. I hope it's a scenario where everybody can be happy. It's like you break up with a girlfriend, you kind of like her. You're like, you know what? I hope you have a happy marriage. Do we actually do that? I don't now that I think about it.
Nah.
Okay. Take that back. That was a bad analogy. My bad.
We could still be friends.
No, we can't.
Nah, not really. We can't be friends. Randy's in Coram. Hey, Randy.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
All's well.
I wanted to agree with Sean. I humbly disagree with you, Evan, as far as the food at the stadium. The hot dog is probably the worst thing to eat there because every time I go, the first thing I have to get that nice sausage and peppers hero with the nice cold beer. So I would have to agree with Sean 100%.
Yeah, oh, man, I think you guys are crazy. I think you guys are leaving the past.
Right.
Because the past was hot dogs. It's been synonymous with baseball since 1912.
Yeah, but do they taste better at a ballpark than anywhere else?
Because you're chewing it down while in the stadium. The same reason soft serve ice cream is better. The real test I have with soft serve ice cream, Tiki, is that yesterday on opening day, because I got there late, I wasn't doing a lot of stuff in terms of getting food and all that. Just making my son happy. I plan on going to Saturday's game in 40-degree weather. Should I get the ice cream?
Of course. Of course.
You didn't get it yesterday?
I didn't have time.
You did have time.
Dude, I got there in the second inning.
They scored 11 runs.
It's right in your little area?
Yeah, but
dude, come on.
My back was hurting.
Evan.
I did a lot of walking.
Send Jet by himself. He's 9.
I can't do that yet. When can I do that?
At 9?
Really?
Absolutely.
In that club area, for sure.
In 2026, I can send a 9-year-old on his own
100%.
to fetch
Brooklyn's
ice cream.
been doing this stuff since she was 8 years old.
Yeah, but she's very mature.
That's true. But still.
My kids aren't. No, I love them. They're very mature.
And they're boys.
Yeah.
Girls just mature faster.
I mean, did you see what happened on my Rico last night?
No.
Got hijacked.
What?
Spence.
I did not listen to the
took
Rico
over
thing.
the entire Rico. He was dancing behind me like he did on the radio show.
Right.
And then the worst thing, and I guess I have the audio if you want. Well, I don't know if I should play it. Maybe when we come back. But basically, he breaks in the middle of the Rico after he's done dancing and he leaves and says, "You need to come downstairs." And I'm like, "Excuse me?" And he alludes to there being an emergency. So I stop the Rico. Hoff takes over for 5 minutes. I go downstairs, and my wife's like, "I don't know what he's talking about. Everything's fine." And I'm like, "What was that about?" He's like, "I just wanted you to come."
Oh, man.
Yeah. I got the audio of that. We'll come back. We'll get to your phone calls. We'll also get you set for Yankees Giants. They do play an afternoon game. And it is Friday, so Idiots with Idioms also on the way. 888-808-1019. It is March, which means it's time for the biggest basketball tournament. Check out Flag and Anthem's new college game day shop with all the gear you love, now with your favorite school logos. St. John's, Arizona, UConn, to name a few, plus plenty more top 25 basketball teams. And don't miss Flag and Anthem's latest spring drop with Wear Now Hero shirts, hoodies, quarter zips, and jeans to update your closet for whatever the weather is doing. Is it spring? Is it winter? Flag and Anthem has you covered. Visit flagandanthem.com and refresh your closet. Flag and Anthem, premium clothes without the premium price tag.
Listen up, guys. It's time for a healthier you. My good buddy, John Gallucci Jr., CEO of JAG Physical Therapy, always tells me how important it is to focus on your biomechanical chain to reduce injuries. Now is the time for you and your loved ones to turn to JAG to get stronger and function at a higher level. The dedicated team of physical therapists at JAG Physical Therapy will develop a plan specifically for you to help prevent injuries. And if you have an existing injury, their expertise and commitment will help you get back to the life you love. Schedule your appointment today at jagpt.com. That's JAGPT.com.
This is an Odyssey Sports Minute.
I'm sick of watching the Houston Cougars in the NCAA tournament. Every single season for Houston ends exactly the same way. At least they made it to the national championship game last year before not getting a shot off on the final possession against Florida. Last night, only 55 points against Illinois. Illinois, not a great defensive team. Yet another offensive failure in a big tournament game for Kelvin Sampson and the Houston Cougars. I'm Nick Costos.
DQ presents The Spicy Menu. For a limited time, try the new Flamethrower Chicken Strip Basket for $6.99 with spicy, bold strips that heat you up. Served with a side of famous DQ Soft Serve as a dip to cool you down. That's right, dip those spicy chicken strips right into Soft Serve. Plus fries and toast, all for just $6.99. And add a new pineapple lemonade sparkler or cooler made with tahini. It's the limited time only Spicy Menu. Get it delivered in the DQ app. Happy, tastes good. Participation may vary.
Who says vaping is safer than cigarettes? Science does not support that belief. Vapes can contain a variety of chemicals, flavoring agents, cancer-causing elements, and other harmful substances. High levels of nicotine in some vapes can be more likely to lead to addiction, and chemical ingredients are not always listed accurately on vaping packages. Vaping can also damage your DNA, your heart, your lungs, and even your smile. Enough with the puff. Learn more at ul.org/vaping.
Sponsored by Underwriters Laboratories.
Hey, it's Tiki Barber with a special message for New York businesses looking to diversify your income. Amazon Hub Delivery is making it easy to earn extra money. When you partner with Amazon Hub Delivery, you and your staff will deliver packages to customers in your area. With each package delivered, you'll gain extra income and exposure for your business. There's no upfront cost, no delivery experience, and no long-term contracts required. Sign up to learn more at Amazon.com/Hub Delivery. That's Amazon.com/HUB Delivery.
The most important meal of the day just got better at Dunkin'. Now you can get a medium hot or iced coffee, 6 crispy hash browns, and a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich, all for $6. That's a full breakfast meal for $6. 6 crispy golden hash browns, a warm, delicious bacon, egg, and cheese, and a medium coffee to start your day off right. Do breakfast the Dunkin' way or order Dunkin's $6 meal deal. No substitutions, participation times may vary. Limited time offer cannot be combined with other offers. Exclusions and terms apply.
I'm a 100% kind of guy, so I got Verizon Fios. It's 100% fiber internet because I do everything at 100%.
What game should we watch?
100% of them.
She hits a
Penalty kick.
out of the park.
From way downtown for a
beautiful shot onto the green.
You either have 100% fiber internet or you don't. Get Verizon Fios. It's super fast and reliable with ultra low lag. It's 100% or nothing. Call 1-833-VERIZON to switch today.
Go teams!
Diving for that grounder got you grounded? Oof. We've got specialists for that. Layup, take you down? We've got specialists for that. With nearly 50 Castle Connolly top doctors, Orland & Cohen specialists are considered among the best in the nation by their peers, which can mean a better outcome for you. From Staten Island to Southampton, our network is open 7 days a week, so you can feel better, faster. Visit OrlandCohen.com.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Call 877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation is super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now or go to carsforkids.org.
7 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
Oh, hey, how was your vacation on MSC Cruises?
It wasn't just a vacation. It was a
holiday. What's the difference?
It's a holiday. Because there's European style and American comfort.
Does that happen every time you say that?
I don't know. But on holiday, there's fresh made pasta, and you can cheer on your favorite team at the sports bar.
No, I want to go on.
For a limited time, get up to 30% off cruises, plus kids sail free. To book, visit msccruises.com or contact your travel advisor. Restrictions apply. Ships registered in Panama and Malta.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-700-6898. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Provider has helped thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-700-6898. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-700-6898. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. Call 800-700-6898 or biglou.com.
I built this business the old-fashioned way. Hard work and a whole lot of spreadsheets.
Yeah, about that, I upgraded us to Odoo. Odoo puts everything we need, sales, inventory, accounting, on one connected platform. No more juggling systems, no more headaches.
So it all works together?
Exactly.
Odoo is the all-in-one business software that makes running and passing on a business easier than ever. Take your business into the next generation. Try Odoo free at odoo.com. That's ODOO.com.
Come on. No! It's just a golf lesson, champ. Loosen up.
I can't. See that Hyundai Santa Fe?
Yeah.
I only paid.
Finish up on your own. I gotta run.
Deal's so right, it almost feels wrong. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Get 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days on the Hyundai Tucson, Tucson Hybrid, Santa Fe, or Santa Fe Hybrid. Now, during the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Hurry, offer ends March 31st. Call 562-314-4603 for details.
Our friends at Town Fair Tire remind you that at Town Fair Tire, you always get the guaranteed lowest price on name brand tires from Connecticut to Maine. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
The home of Yankees radio is WFAN, WFAN FM, WFAN FM HD1 New York, and Odyssey Sports Station.
Coming up, we got Yankee baseball. Little afternoon game, so you get a little bit of Carton and Big Mac coming up at 2 o'clock, and then the Yankee pregame show right around 4 o'clock. Yankees-Giants, they're calling it opening day in San Francisco. I'm not even kidding you. That's why it's an afternoon game on a Friday.
That's crazy.
It's their real opening day.
Did they forget about Wednesday?
They're trying to tell you that they believe that was fraudulent, that was not a real opening day. And so they're selling this as today is opening day. I wonder if that works with the people, if they're going to, because remember, in San Francisco, it's a 1:30 game on a Friday afternoon. So they're backing it up by making it a true afternoon game that it's opening day. So congratulations to Cam Schlittler. He's getting an opening day start. I'm going to go along with their bid if they want.
Thing throwing out the first pitch today?
Maybe today. Now, speaking of Cam Schlittler, back on February 11th, which was a month and a half ago, we were talking about Cam Schlittler having a back issue and Francisco Lindor having the hamate issue that he was facing. And so we went around the room and predicted who would we see first, Francisco Lindor versus Cam Schlittler. Now, it's amazing how things worked out. Obviously, the answer is Lindor, but that's only because, Schlittler's a starting pitcher whose day was the day after. They're both healthy. They both made the team, no issues. So our concerns on February 11th were, they were relieved. But we still went out on a limb and predicted who we would see first. So let's see what we said back on February 11th. Who do we see first in 2026, Tiki Barber? Francisco Lindor or Cam Schlittler?
Lindor.
Was right for Tiki. Sean Morash.
Lindor.
Lindor for Morash.
Also right.
I'm gonna go with Schlittler. You know what? I'm gonna go against you guys because I already have Lindor missing the first week of the season. So that was why.
Right. And that means that I thought, and probably Sean did too, because we had the same date for Lindor. We thought Cam Schlittler was not going to be back until second week of April.
You guys both thought he was going to be Luis Healed. Now, in Luis Heald's case, he's going to the minor leagues. In Schlittler's case, it would have been, hey, we're going to take it easy. You're going to start on the IL. Right. We'll see you in a couple of weeks. So, but you guys got it right. Now, what I didn't realize in going back to the archives is that right after that, Sean Morash came up with another predictive long-term bet, which was when Francisco Lindor would hit his first home run. That was your idea. Let's take a listen and see how this one played out.
I think the better question is, when does Lindor hit his first home run of the year?
Okay, that's a good question. You know what? His first game back. Then he doesn't hit one for another month. Lindor will hit a home run in his first game back.
Okay, so that means you have March 30th, and both Sean and I have April 7th.
You think he's hitting a home run first game back too?
Yeah.
I don't.
So even if he doesn't come back, if he comes back when you're right, I could be right with the first home run.
Yeah. So when's he hitting his first home run? It was your idea.
Thursday, April 30th at home versus the Nationals.
Oh, my April 30th? Oh, my God. Dude, he's accidentally going to run into one before that. It's a month, bro.
Really?
All right. Well, we'll keep an eye on that. Yeah. Well, we're keeping an eye on that.
April 30th,
April 30th, Sean.
Remember, the thought of the hamate bone was the power is the last to come back.
You could be right. Lindor didn't hit a home run on opening day. He did walk 3 times, which is great. And he also, we found out he's basically been frozen out by Juan Soto and all his teammates. But outside of that, you could be right.
I could be right. I have a week.
Yeah.
You're in play.
I sort of have 2 days because I said March 30th as his first game back. So
You know what Lindor's asking you to do, Evan? Stand by me.
Very nice. Very nice. Stand by me. Good job out of you. Let's go to Luke in Farmingdale. Hey, Luke.
What up, Luke?
Hey, guys. How you doing? I hope you get back to afternoon soon. Listen, Morash has lost all credibility. He forgot about peanuts. It is in the song, and I will not eat a peanut anywhere else on earth. And at a ball game, it's delicious.
And you know why else you're right? Not only is it in the song, and when something is in the song, you're right, it automatically needs to be there. Think about how you eat a peanut. Like when you crack open the thing, you crack open the skull, you eat the peanut, you throw it away. At a ballpark, it is okay to just throw it anywhere you want.
Yeah.
You can litter in a ballpark. You really can't do that anywhere else.
You can, or you could at Texas Roadhouse, which is why I didn't include it. Because a peanut always tastes better at Texas Roadhouse.
Is that true?
Yeah, there's peanut shells everywhere. It's like your appetizer bucket.
When was the last time you were at a Texas Roadhouse?
Probably 3 years ago.
You can't count that.
Yeah, exactly. You can't.
What do you mean I can't count that?
That's a lame answer.
This last caller was right. I don't eat shelled peanuts unless I'm at a ballpark.
That's the only place.
Shelled what?
Peanuts.
Peanuts.
All right.
What'd you think he said?
I don't know.
And the littering thing is a big deal. Because even in a Little League game where you feel like, I could just throw it anywhere. No, you can't.
Yeah,
it's at a school. It's at a park. You can't just throw the shells everywhere. I mean, you can, but you're a pig if you do it. But when you're in a ballpark, you got free reign, right? That's acceptable?
Yes.
Yeah, you're not supposed to, but yeah.
What do you mean you're not supposed to?
Somebody's still cleaning up your mess, you pig.
So you're saying you're not supposed to litter at a ballpark? I litter all the time at Citi Field. Am I a bad guy?
For the peanuts.
Well, not just that. I leave the containers on the ground.
I throw that away.
Listen.
Do you really?
Yes.
Are you supposed to?
Yes, there's garbage pails at the top of every stairs.
Wow, I'm a bad guy.
Yes, you're lazy guy is what it is.
I didn't realize that. I thought it was the customary. Like, you could just leave whatever you want under your seat and you leave.
Now, besides that, can I ask, what do you think happens to the shells you leave underneath your seat when you leave your pig?
Someone sweeps it up. What do you mean?
So why should they be sweeping it up?
I thought it was just their job. Like, that's just a part of the
their
deal.
job, peanut shell sweeper. They do clean up, but it would make their job a little easier if you weren't such a pig and you just put them in a bag or a cup.
I am having a self-evaluation now. I thought it was just allowed that you can just throw stuff wherever you...
You're not kicked out of the ballpark,
No,
but you really...
people do it, but you should throw your stuff away.
Yeah.
I feel terrible now.
You should.
You should have an empty cup when you finish a cup, and that's when you crack open your peanuts. Boom,
Let's-
boom, boom. You put
Let's
them in there.
move this further. So I have forever, I admit it, I'm raising my hand. I have forever left empty bottles, whatever, under my seat. You could do that at movies too, right?
No.
What?
Especially not in movies.
What do you mean? I thought that it was allowed.
Because they're dark and like they could get left there because they might not see it when they
I thought
clean.
someone cleans it up. I'm trying to help them do their job.
No, I can't even think of the last time we went to a movie recently, but you don't leave your stuff.
Really?
My kids try to leave their stuff. I always go pick it up. I'm like their maid.
I'm stunned by this. I thought that those were the two places, ballparks and movies, where, just leave your stuff under the seat. Don't worry about it.
Definitely not. Definitely not movies. Ballparks, you might be able to get away with it and just be like, that's just the regular slobs. In a movie theater, no chance.
Damn, I feel awful now. Because I'm telling you, I've left stuff under my seat every game I've ever been to in my entire... like, even if I don't bring food or eat food, bottle of water will be left under there. Sometimes half drinking. It's just there. Damn, I feel like a disgusting pig right now. Let's go to Bob in Smithtown. Hey, Bob.
Hey, I called to say that Sean is right about the hot dog. I don't care if it's in the song. And, Evan, you don't really get an opinion on hot dogs because you eat cold, slimy hot dogs out of the package.
Well, I mean, that is true.
You still do?
Yeah, it tastes great.
Ugh.
So I told you, my family's going out of town.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to make my own food, do all that kind of stuff. I've ordered like 3 packages of cold hot dogs so that when I'm hungry at 9:30 at night while I'm watching Mets Cardinals, I could take the hot dog out.
How about a potato chip?
I could do that too. By the way, on record. I'm doing this on record. I'm doing this on the air. It is 1:06 on a Friday, and I will not be offended, both of you.
Yes.
Are you coming to the Islander game tomorrow, yes or no?
I woke up thinking yes. I now have to be out.
Why?
I'll get into it at a later time.
What does that mean?
A later time.
I have to go to a lunch now I was not supposed to go to.
You've been roped into a lunch?
Yes.
Is it work related?
Nah, family related.
Right.
Sensitive situation.
Right. So you're out. I assume, Tiki, are you coming?
No, I'm not coming. I don't want to drive.
I've been abandoned.
You've been
I
completely
really was
abandoned.
I was planning on doing the show tomorrow morning and going right to UBS.
It's easy for Sean.
No,
it's a hike for me.
Well, I knew that.
I looked it up and I was like, oh, wow, that's a long-ass drive.
Yeah, but here's what's funny. So a week ago when I brought up the Islander Met doubleheader and you immediately said yes, I was surprised, not because you don't like hanging out with us.
No, it was more because I wanted to go to the baseball game.
Oh, that's right. You were using the Islanders as a jump off to eventually go to City. Yeah. And now that it's 40 degrees, you're out on both.
Yes. If it was 75, if it was yesterday, tomorrow, then I'd be sitting right next to you.
All right. Well, I'm doing it. I'm going by myself.
No, you're not.
You'll
invite somebody.
Oh, so I'm going. I'm just going to invite.
You have friends.
I do. Well, I do, yes. Did I tell you who I'm going to the Met game with? This isn't interesting. I felt weird asking it, but I did it anyway. So remember how on the air yesterday I said, I'm going to invite Al Cintron to a Met game?
Yes.
And he better say yes?
Yes.
He said yes.
Of course
and he was very honest about it. He's like, look, I'd love to go Saturday. Sunday's fine. I was planning on going to Sunday's game with my wife. I said, okay. So I write him back and I say, look, I don't want you to change your plans with your wife. Are you comfortable with, I'll take you and your wife. I actually have 3 tickets.
Right.
Like, is that good with you? And he's like, yeah, it's great. And then he clearly didn't get it completely because he's like, oh, you're going to bring your wife? And I'm like, no. No. My wife's out of town. It's not a double date. It's a threesome. Like, it's me, you, and your wife. And if you're not comfortable, that's fine. Like, I get it. And he's like, no, I'm good. So I'm going to the Met game with Al Cintron, who does a great job around here, and his wife, who I've never met.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Huh.
Is there anything weird about that?
No, but now you're giving him 2 tickets, which tells me he should be buying you 2 beers, 2 hot dogs.
I don't make those demands.
No, it's not a demand. Al's listening. It's a common courtesy thing.
Well, Evan doesn't drink.
Yeah, I don't really drink.
So 2 Pepsis.
No, I don't drink Pepsis either. I would be more likely to have a beer than a Pepsi.
You want him to give you a back massage and her to get you chicken fingers? What do you want? I'm trying to broker for you.
I want food. No, you just nailed it. Maybe one of those Pat LaFrida steaks.
But you got to hike to get that one. That's not your section.
Well, I'm sitting somewhere else that day. I actually don't have my tickets that day, so I have backup seats that I like to get.
Got it.
And I've already picked them out. I don't care. I'll tell you where it is. They're field level, last row. What I love about the last row field level.
You're right there by the concessions and the bathroom.
Right there.
So easy.
And it's undercover in case it rains.
Right.
Not that it's going to rain, but nice backup plan. But yeah. So I'll tell you how that goes. It's like a date.
Where are you sitting Sunday?
That is Sunday.
Oh, I think you were going to tomorrow.
I'm sorry. I was describing Sunday. Saturday, I'm on the fence about because of the weather. I'm going to be a last-second decision maker. And you know who's coming? And if I decide to go Saturday, you know who's coming with me?
Jeff.
No,
Tommy.
my kids are out of town.
Oh, that's right.
Tommy.
Nope.
Big Mac?
Al Cintron again.
Does he have a life?
I think he likes going to Met games. He's my guy. Me and Al are buddies.
Is he a Met fan?
Yeah, diehard Met fan.
All right.
But you don't listen to him, do you?
I don't.
Is he a
I
Met
don't.
fan?
I just know he's a Commanders
He's
fan.
a Commander fan.
I actually did not know any of his other fandom because I'm so distracted by the Commanders.
Yeah, I could see why that would bother you.
Well, also because we grew up similar. I mean, I was a Redskins fan.
That's true.
He's a obnoxious Knicks fan, too.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, he's actually one of the worst Knicks fans of all time.
I did know that.
Yeah. He's one of those guys who's like, every time the Knicks play the Nets, you guys should move back to Jersey.
Nobody roots for the Nets. You know what I'm saying, bro?
Except for Evan and Sean and Al Cintron.
Yeah.
I'm surrounded by Net fans.
Now you really are. Yeah. So if I end up going, I'll go with Al. But I'm going to the hockey game, man. I'm definitely going to the Islander game. That's a lock. It's inside. It's against the Panthers. That's 1,000% in.
You know what I want to do this year with you?
What?
And I think our time slot will allow it. There's got to be a day this year that either the Mets or Yankees play a day game and the other plays a night game at home.
I don't think so, bro.
It's happened before, and I know people have done it.
Yeah. You want to know? Saturday doubleheader is Islanders Mets. You know what Sunday's doubleheader is?
What?
I'm not joking. My family's out of town.
Knicks Thunder?
No, the game's in Oklahoma City. Good try, though. Nets Kings is Sunday night. It's a tank game.
You're going to the Nets and
I'm
Kings.
going to go to the Met game and then shoot on over to Nets Kings. I'm even going to do the Rico live from Barclays Center.
You understand that in the midst of this, you could have St. John's playing for the Final Four, and you're going to be at these two games?
Oh, no. If that's the case, I won't go. No, I would call an all ball on that, actually.
Okay, all right.
I don't
playing
want
for the Final Four.
Playing
That's what I mean.
for. Right. Look, let's do this right now to get it over with. I want to make predictions for tonight's game. I think St. John's is getting smoked tonight. Honestly, I kind of assume that with my Sunday scheduling, but you are right. Like, if they win and I'm wrong, my Sunday schedule will completely change because they'll become a priority like they are tonight. I think the Johnnies lose by 20. That's my official prediction in their game against Duke.
I think
Tiki
they
Barber.
lose a tight one.
They lose a tight one?
Tight one by 2.
Okay. Show more.
I think they win by 8, and it's a big party in the final minute.
There you go. All right. All making predictions. I like it. Is this real?
Yeah.
This is crazy. On hold with us right now is someone who claims his name is Chris McMonagle.
Chris McGonigal.
So joining us right now, Chris McMonagle from Long Island. Hey, Chris.
How you doing?
Hey, man.
It's actually Chris McGonigal with a U, but my name is C-Mac. That's what I grew up as, 47 years old.
That's Wait, so
crazy, right? So
how do you spell
I turned on the radio and I hear Chris, C-Mac, all this shit. I'm like, are they talking to me?
Hold on. You got to dump that. Sorry about that.
I apologize.
It's okay.
I apologize.
So when you first heard of Chris McMonagle, our C-Mac or Big Mac, you were like, you guys are talking about me?
Yeah. I heard him on the overnights and stuff, and that's the reason why I started listening to him a little bit. And then now he's on with what's his name?
Craig.
Cartman.
Cartman, yes. Him and Cartman do a great job together. Have you ever spoken to the other Chris McMonagle?
I haven't because he finally kind of. Now I can call him. Back then, it was too late. I was like, you know what? Not that many people are listening. That type of thing.
No, I get you. How do you spell your last name out of curiosity?
I'm proud of him.
Spell your name.
Again?
Spell your name. Your last name. How do you spell it?
MC GUNNIGLE.
That's amazing, Chris McGonigal.
McGonigal.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, exactly, right?
Well, congratulations.
Yeah, what's up, dude?
I want to know, you were a Redskins fan. Who was better, Dexter Manley or Charles Mann?
That's a good question. I think it was Manley, but he couldn't read.
Couldn't read.
Chris McGonigal.
I love how he transitions into that. Just a random.
What a question off of that.
By the way, who is better? That's amazing. He's got to call them. Like we appreciate it, but
Chris McGonigal call back in 45 minutes.
Yeah, I don't think Big Mac or C-Mac knows anything about this.
Welcome to hell!
That he has a loyal listener whose name is Chris McGonigal from Long Island.
Unbelievable.
What a small world, they say, right?
It is.
Really incredible.
It's a small world after all.
It surely is.
You couldn't wait.
He couldn't. We'll set you up for Yankees-Giants and check in on how the Yankees should line it up today when they take on San Francisco, plus another edition of Idiots with Idioms. 888-808-1019. Fanatics Sportsbook is turning up the heat and have introduced a new way to parlay. It's called Squad Bets, and it's available across NBA, MLB, and NHL. So here's the deal. Tap into the Fanatics Sportsbook app, build your squad from the sport you want, pick your market, points, rebounds, assists, strikeouts, goals, and finally set your target. If you like hoops, pick up to 4 players or pick 4 players to combine for 100 points. Then sit back like a general manager and watch your squad go to work with live tracking every step of the way. And here's the difference. If one player doesn't perform, the rest of your squad can pick up the slack. So your bet stays alive all the way to the very end. Track it live. Cash out whenever you want. Squad Bets only on Fanatics Sportsbook parlays. They hit different here. Must be 21 or over. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. New York residents call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. Connecticut residents call 888-789-7777. I'm sorry, I'm thinking of McGonigal. Or visit ccpg.org.
Right now, Amazon Hub Delivery is looking to partner with ambitious New York businesses to become Amazon Hub partners. You and your staff will deliver packages to customers in your area when it's convenient for you. And with each package delivered, you get paid. Amazon Hub Delivery requires no startup costs, no long-term contracts, and no delivery experience. Amazon is making it easy for you to earn extra money, and with each delivery, you gain income, but also exposure for your business. Sign up and learn more at Amazon.com/Hub Delivery. That's Amazon.com/HUB Delivery.
This portion of the program is sponsored by Paramus Chevrolet. It is also sponsored by Kalshi. Trade on anything. March matchups are here. Trade the tournament in all 50 states on Kalshi. St. John's is trading at 29% to beat Duke. A $100 trade pays out $328 if they win. Download the Kalshi app and use code FAN to get $10 when you trade 10. Kalshi. Kalshi. Trade on anything.
I'm Pat Boyle here to help you beat the books for Western Lawn Sports. 1-seed Michigan plays 4-seed Alabama, and if you don't know the book on Bama by now, they live and die by the 3. One of 3 Wolverines' losses this year was to Wisconsin when the Badgers caught fire from deep. So does Bama have the formula? Sure, but good luck stopping this Michigan offense with how efficient they've been lately. Number 2 in the country in 2-point field goal percentage. They've got a massive size advantage and will dominate the glass. Big Blue rolls the tide tonight. I like Michigan to cover. I'm Pat Boyle. Bet smarter and beat the books. Download the BetMGM app today.
Together, let's drive at Paramus Chevrolet. For just $357 a month and $2074 due at delivery, lease a brand new Silverado 1500 Double Cab LT with 4-wheel drive for 36 months. Buy, enjoy 0.0% APR financing for well-qualified buyers. Visit ParamusChevrolet.com today.
I'm Boomer Esiason. My mom died from cancer. She was only 37 years old. She didn't have life insurance, and that was devastating for my family. That's why having life insurance is so important to me. Ethos makes it fast and easy. Get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. You can get up to $3 million in coverage with no medical exam.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Westbury, New York. It's your boy Bert Kreischer, the Machine.
Woo! I'm back, baby!
I will see you on the Permission to Party World Tour at Flagstar at Westbury Music Fair, April 26th.
Don't let them forget who you are and what you do.
Westbury, New York. Bert Kreischer, the Machine at Flagstar at Westbury Music Fair, April 26th. Get your tickets at BertBertBert.com. I'll see you there.
Mercedes-Benz of Edison has done it again. Named the 2026 Mercedes-Benz Dealer of the Year by Cars.com. Not just in New Jersey, but the entire United States. An honor earned through an unwavering commitment to customer satisfaction. Expect exceptional service, an unmatched selection, and luxury experience you won't find anywhere else. At Mercedes-Benz of Edison, you don't just drive away, you become family. Experience it for yourself at Mercedes-Benz of Edison or visit RayCatinaEdison.com.
All new Dunkin' Zero, only 20 calories. Zero sugar, the all new revitalizing energy drink made with B vitamins, so you can actually feel good about it. Struggling to make it through the afternoon, wishing every meeting was an email? Sounds like it's time for Dunkin' Zero. It's the perfect pick-me-up without the spiral, and it comes in 6 delicious flavors like Suncest and Glamberry. Dunkin' Zero, only at Dunkin'. Dunkin' Zero drinks contain caffeine from caffeine and guarana. Beverages are fruit-flavored, contain 0% fruit juice. Participation may vary, limited time offer.
When it comes to getting the guaranteed lowest price on Toyo tires, there's only one place to go, Town Fair Tire. And when it comes to getting more free services for life than anywhere else on Toyo tires, there's only one place to go, Town Fair Tire. So when you're in the market for a new set of Toyo tires, there's only one place to go, because nobody beats a Town Fair Tire deal. Absolutely nobody.
Name brands at discount prices. Town Fair Tire.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-4094. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call
800-575-4094. That's 800-575-4094.
Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
What in the world is going on?
You didn't hear? You can get iPhone 16e at Cricket Wireless for $0 when you switch.
16e for $0.
No way. Yeah, and it has Apple Intelligence so you can clean up your photos. Clean up your photos.
Okay, but what's the hurry? The offer ends soon.
What they said.
Switch to Cricket and get iPhone 16e for $0 with no activation fee. Smile, you're on Cricket.
Requires new line and port in on the $60 Supreme Unlimited plan. First month service charge and tax to its sale. Terms and restrictions apply. See store for details.
Jake from State Farm. I just beat my run in PR, so I'm celebrating with the Banana Bonanza smoothie.
Hey, and you can keep celebrating when you create an affordable price just for you by bundling your home and auto with the State Farm Personal Price Plan. Go bananas.
I will. Hey, make it a large.
Bundling, just another way to save with the Personal Price Plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state.
It all comes down to this, folks.
Yep, the entire season is on the line.
But my throat has officially thrown in the towel.
Sounds like you need Vicks VapoCool drops. They're max strength and vaporize sore throat pain.
Whoa! These VapoCool drops hit fast!
Speaking of fast, did you just see that play?
Yeah, he vaporized that ball.
That pun should have come with a penalty.
Vaporize sore throat pain with Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed.
HL Gross Jewelers of Garden City is Long Island's premier engagement and wedding ring destination. Visit HL Gross today or online at hlgross.com.
Your official home to talk New York sports is WFAN. Call us anytime at 888-808-1019. The Fan, 1019 FM, and always live on the free Odyssey app.
This Fan Focus is sponsored by Chef IQ, precision cooking, effortless results, chefiq.com. The Yankees will play the Giants in a game on Real TV and Real Radio here on The Fan at 4 p.m. Cam Schlittler making a season debut. We're about to discuss this. The Nets are at L.A. to play the Lakers at 10. And St. John's, as we've discussed, plays top-seeded Duke a little after 7 tonight with a trip to the Elite 8 on the line. And just last segment, we talked about the Mets and Yankees double-dip potential. Evan said, I don't think that's possible. It's already possible in a week on April 9th.
Hold on, walk me through it. What's the doubleheader?
The Yankees are at home for a 1:35 game on Thursday, April 9th. The Mets play the Diamondbacks at 7:10 at home.
Really? I said it's unlikely. It's in a week and a half.
Yeah. What do you say, kid?
Well, here's the problem we're going to run into. Now that my family will be back, I do have some familiar commitments that I have to make.
I agree, and we all run into that. But if we give more than a week's notice that this is a very unique thing for the show.
Yeah, are you into?
What is this? I missed
Going to a Yankee game in the afternoon. By the way, I would ask nicely that we do the show from Yankee Stadium to kind of ease the travel of this. So I'll ask. I mean, it doesn't mean we'll do it. We're doing opening day there, so maybe it's too much. I have no idea. We don't want to infringe on the Yankees.
Yep.
But Yankee game in the afternoon, Mets at night. They're both home.
Apparently, it's the only time it will happen this year.
It's the only time?
Yeah, people are chiming in.
When is it?
Wow. Next week, 2 weeks.
Thursday, April 9th.
I think I can do that.
I can't do it. It's my wife's birthday that day.
Oh,
are you serious?
Wait, your wife's
I didn't hear
birthday?
April 9th. I didn't hear the date. I just
Your
heard.
wife's birthday is right after mine?
Yeah.
That's amazing. I didn't know that.
Isn't that crazy?
Can I have your Met tickets to do it?
Yes, I will get. That is a fair deal. You can have Met tickets and you can pull it off. I can. I think you guys understand. I'm not even. I will not even ask the question. That's a dumbass question. If I even entertain the idea of, I know it's your birthday, hon. Can I go to the Yankee game and the Met? Not even a. I'm not going to the Met game that night. In fact, I think I sold my tickets already for that day.
Damn it!
No, I trust me. I got you. Come on, I'm a season ticket holder. I got
Only
vouchers.
time this year. Somebody's got to go. If Tiki wants to go with him.
I got you on Met tickets. I'm telling you, it's done. You don't have to worry about it.
Who are they playing?
The Diamondbacks for the Mets, and the Yankees are playing. Who are the Yankees playing?
I think the A's.
The A's. That's weird because then the A's come to city.
Yeah.
So the A's are doing a New York week, aren't they?
Right.
That's a tough one. The other day, I think you did a Cinco about baseball movies that make you cry. Does that ring a bell there, Sean?
Yes, because you said you cried at the movie with the Rays pitcher.
Yes, The Rookie, the Disney movie.
Right.
It had me thinking how it feels like we're in a dark age of baseball movies. It feels like all the baseball movies were from a long time ago.
When was the last one?
Well, guess what? I have breaking news.
Go ahead.
I bring this up for a reason. Tom Hanks is going to star in a brand new baseball movie that's being developed right now. And I'm reading about what it's about. So you guys tell me if you think this is interesting, if this will work for you. Because I do think we need a good baseball movie. We haven't had a good one in a while. It's been a very long time. It's called The Comebacker.
The Comebacker.
The Comebacker.
I already hate the name.
Well, it's a baseball term. A comebacker is a line drive right back at the pitcher. You don't even know what it's about.
I know. I'm just telling you. I think the title stinks, but go on.
Do you like Tom Hanks?
I do like Tom Hanks.
Okay. It follows a fading sports journalist named Lionel, whose passion for his craft and his life is awakened by a pitcher called up from the minor leagues. The title refers to an injury the pitcher suffered when a ball sent back with brute force into the pitcher's skull. After the injury, the pitcher exhibits unexpected behavior, including poetic speech that makes serious stories written by Tom Hanks, journalist, resonates with readers across the country. Now, here's where things get shady. The short story centers on either the Giants, but one source said the screenplay will revolve around the New York Mets.
The powerhouse New York Mets.
How about that? So it's going to be like a Met movie. Are you interested in that movie, Tiki?
Yeah, definitely. It's interesting because I'm reading the actual story of the book.
Yeah, it comes from a book, yes.
Yes, or a short story, I should say, by Dave Eggers.
Dave Eggers, yes. So you interested?
Yeah, because I'm interested to see how they portray the kid who got injured by the comebacker. Because now when he talks and he does these interviews, it's all poetic and erratic.
That's what he's saying.
Huh. Interesting.
What do you think Sean's going to say before we ask him? You think he's going to like it?
Well, I wonder how much baseball is going to be in it, or if it's just going to be about the player.
Oh, so you don't
his
think
personal
it's
life?
gonna
Like, is
be-
it are we going to see him on the field? Are we going to see baseball, or is it just a side story, a setup story that he's a baseball player?
Now we need some baseball.
We definitely
For it
need
to be
some
a baseball movie,
I
we need
agree
some
with you.
baseball.
He can't just say, "Oh yeah, he former baseball player," and then hear him all this other stuff
No,
about his life.
he's got to be coming back and he's pitching and
Yes.
he's resonating with the journalist.
Right.
Do you
He's
think
got to be in a clubhouse. Got to be on a baseball field. We got to see the diamond.
Before we ask Sean, do you think he's going to like it?
No.
All right, let's find out.
Why don't you go and ask Sean Morash?
In another era, I might have said no. But you know why I'm going to like it? I think we're just starved for a good sports movie. It hasn't been one in a while. And Tom Hanks, anything with Tom Hanks is usually pretty good, even at its
If
worst.
he's the good guy.
Why, you think Tom Hanks is the bad guy, not a good movie?
Tom Hanks cannot play a bad guy.
Well, could
Give me one.
He's saying that Tom Hanks is a one-trick pony. Forget the movie. He's talking in general. As great of an actor as Tom is,
Give me
he
one.
only
I'll give you one.
plays
Give
a
me
good
one where
guy.
he's
I'll
the
give you
heel.
one. Tries to break up a marriage in Castaway.
Stop it.
Stop. She moved on with her life. What are you doing, dude?
He's not the heel in that movie.
That part he is.
I think
No,
that's one of
he's
the
not.
great acting jobs of all time. He has to basically play with himself for 2 hours.
He's a jerk to his whole command in Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah, but he's a
hero.
He's a hero.
Come on.
It's a stretch. And I think Tiki's critique is fair. It's part of why Denzel's probably the greatest actor of all time.
It's not even, he says this.
Oh, he
Tom
does?
Hanks will tell you this.
That's fine.
He can't play the heel.
Look, there's wrestlers like that, too. There are certain wrestlers who are better as heels or better as faces. But like Denzel Washington, who I think pound for pound is probably the greatest actor of all time. That's just me.
I actually think Denzel's the best of our lifetime for sure.
But the reason why I think that, if you push me and say, well, why do you think that, is his ability to be the bad guy and the good guy. He has been lovable in movies. He's been a bad man in movies.
Right.
And that takes a lot.
Yeah.
Tom Hanks hasn't done that. That's Tiki's point.
Oh, he's tried. He just hasn't had success.
He's failed at it.
How long was he Castaway on Castaway?
What?
3 years?
Oh, in the movie?
Yeah. 4 years.
4 years.
4 years?
Yeah, see, she moved on quick to marry the dentist.
Yeah, 4 years is not.
So then what?
Dr. James Spaulding.
So he ain't the bad guy.
He comes back. He finds out she's married. You can't be grabbing her to make out in the truck.
So
she moved on and has a kid.
No, BS. I don't blame him for that. He did nothing wrong. If all of a sudden you disappear, the aliens abduct you. Oh, boy, I shouldn't have used that analogy. And your wife's like, I guess he's not coming back. And she moves on. And now you come back down and she's married and this guy's helping raise your girls. All rules are off, bro.
You're telling me I got out of this scot-free?
Wait, so
Morash, you're an idiot.
But it was his dentist.
Yes.
Yeah.
His tooth was hurting that he ends up knocking out with the figure skate or the ice skate. It's unbelievable.
Yes.
That doesn't make it any better. Like, all rules are off. He can re-engage.
That means the dentist was checking her out in the waiting room waiting for him all
Exactly. He's the bad guy, not Tom Hanks, and certainly not you. Even though you just, got yourself into a fight with your wife for the next 45 minutes. What did you say on the radio?
Well, she's not listening right now.
Oh, this is the safety zone?
The 1 o'clock hour, all bets are off.
Gotcha.
I already got a text about the 3.5 inch wiener line earlier. Real quickly, we've already had it with Aaron Boone and Brian Cashman, whoever's making the lineup. We have
the
Yankee
lineup is out? And you have an issue with it?
Already?
There's two issues.
Before you give any issues, I am not looking at the lineup. I promise you. But I am looking at career numbers against Robbie Ray, which I think matters. And there's a few that jump out at me where I'd say, hey, I'm sitting this guy and I'm playing this guy.
I know why you're mad.
Here's what I'm telling you. Cody Bellinger's 2 for 18. That's not good. Jazz Chisholm's 0 for 8. That's not good. Judge is great. Not that would matter. Ahmed Rosario's got big numbers against him. 4 for 15. So to me, Ahmed Rosario needs to be in the lineup. Is that your complaint?
No, because I've already know that we're going to be basically doing this platoon thing with Rosario McMahon all year. He is in the lineup, by the way, and hitting in the middle. The lineup today, Paul Goldschmidt, Aaron Judge.
Well, hold on. Right out of the gate, we got Paul Goldschmidt.
Thank you. Yep. Thank you.
And by the way, I'm going to back you up. You know what Paul Goldschmidt's numbers against Robbie Ray are?
They're probably bad.
0 for 5 with 3 strikeouts.
Okay, so
I need Ben Rice playing. I got a problem with this.
Okay, thank you. So
I'm not happy.
I'm going to rip it over to tell you. You already hit for 1. Goldschmidt, Judge, Bellinger, Stanton, Rosario, Jazz, Caballero, Grichuk, Wells with Cam on the mound. Now,
so you're sitting Trent Grisham, which I don't think you're bitching about.
No, I am a little bit. Because here's why.
Because he's on our fantasy team.
Well, not only that. If Trent Grisham is going to occupy this starting roster spot where you are going to not have either Spencer Jones or Dominguez up, take your pick at this point. I'm not even just fighting the Dominguez hill. And by day 2, we're already in a spot where off a triple, we're not going to ride the hot hand, then why did we send Jason Dominguez down? Then if there are going to be opportunities like this already, where you're already willing to sit a guy who had the biggest hit of the game on opening night, this is what I'm talking about.
Right, and you're not letting... And Ben Rice is out of the lineup as well.
Right.
That's my biggest problem.
And that is a bigger issue, too.
You got a young kid who you're hoping to develop into a first-rate first baseman. We don't know what he's going to look like ultimately in the field, but we know his bat is alive, as we saw last year.
Yeah.
And game 2, he's already sitting down.
Yeah, and look, if you want to say it's a righty-heavy lineup, Robbie Ray in the mound, can Ben Rice prove himself versus lefties and righties for a while before we're just making these leaps by day 2 of the season?
Right.
I don't know. I have an issue with it. I do. And if this is the way we're going to go with Trent, I'm fine. If we're going platoon team heavy, I'm fine. Then Dominguez should be up here. Then it shouldn't be Randall Grichuk.
Yeah. My big issue is Ben Rice. Kid's got to play. And I get you got to get guys at bats early in the season, and the Yankees have a lot of off days.
Yes,
they had an off day yesterday. They have an off day Sunday, which is stupid. They have an off day Thursday. They have an absurd amount of off days to start this season. But the one thing that jumps out at me, Rosario for McMahon, totally fine.
That we're going to live with all year, and I'm fine.
Grichuk for Grisham, I'm okay with that. My issue is Ben Rice. Ben Rice can't sit. I want Ben Rice playing.
Right.
I want Ben Rice to prove he can hit left-handed pitching. And what better test the second day of the year against Robbie Ray? So for that reason, I'll put Goldie in the window seat. And, of course, the window seat is brought to you by Window-Rama. Save up to 40% on new windows and doors because Paul Goldschmidt is leading off, and he's playing first base. And to me, he's the only guy starting that I would have an issue with. Suck it! He'll like the lineup. He'll say it's good.
Welcome to hell! Chris will not like a lineup all year.
That's not true.
It is true.
There'll be a lineup he'll dislike. Maybe this one. We're going to find out. Big Mac's on at 2 o'clock with Craig.
If there's a lineup
if they talk about this.
we'll never know.
That's a fair point. Anyhow, every Friday around this radio station, we like to collect the mistaken idioms that have been made throughout the day. Not just us, but all over the place. It's a little segment we like to call Idiots with Idioms.
Hey, you know what time it is? It's Idiots with Idioms. Idiots with Idioms. Idiots with Idioms. Idiots with Idioms. Laugh till you split your sides. Idiots with Idioms.
He definitely has to put man substance in there. Maybe the months will stick together.
It's the substance of the man, not man's substance.
Hold mine!
I'm tempted by all colors at any point. I think it's...
Is that right? You get tempted by color?
I want to feel what pure love feels like.
If not all of them, certainly a majority of them this year, is Emmanuel Barbary. Babar.
Now we're talking.
I would think that would be like stabbing Met Hearts in the... Met Hearts.
Fans in the heart.
Stabbing Met fans in the heart.
Close friend, Mr. D.
Get the disgusting guy back on the line. This is unconscionable. Is that even a word? This is awful.
Oh, excuse me. That's what's keeping you from going back?
Oh, no, Valdestano. What's the guy's name? Well, I am the man. Not going to be the man when you want to be the man. who? What's his name?
Jordani Valdez.
With that momentum in mind, our team set out to create new culinary concepts.
OMG.
As a day of backup quarterbacks taking place, signings took place. That was a weird wording. Forget me.
You bald bitch. Oh, yeah. I was showering with Al Dukes this morning.
A nice round ass. He's like the Noah's Ark of penis.
There's a party in your pants and that I'm invited.
Or a game in which they're going to get, crushed by their souls. And he's like, crushed by their souls? I want to see the thunder.
What? I think I'd have to be in my moose knuckle jacket.
Yeah, you got to bundle up.
Like the big one.
Can you say that?
He's fat!
Unless I bring my camel toe parka.
No opinion.
And that's why I'll always be kind of endowed to Kevin. I appreciate that KD did that.
Snowblower.
No, because a goldfish wouldn't have a great memory because they have no head.
What?
There is still that knee jerk reaction.
So then you and I were deducing the fact that,
I'm wet! I'm dirty! He's got the Bob Carpenter 2026 scoreboard book.
Bang, bang, boom, boom, bang, bang.
From now on...
We're going to call him Lou Bob?
Yeah, because I always get confused. Is it Louis? Is it Luis? Is it Robert? Is it Robert? Mm-hmm. I'm just going Lou Bob.
Robert Jr.
Yo, anus.
You know what else I haven't had in forever? Dungaroos.
What?
Laugh till you split your sides. Idiots with idioms.
I feel like I had a good week because I was not featured as much.
Not very often.
There's a lot of Craig in this one this week. He had a lot of idioms, if you will. So, Idiots with Idioms every Friday at 1:30. We'll come back and take your calls, 888-808-1019, the number, as we lead you right into the Carton Show with Big Mac at 2 o'clock.
IKEA presents Keep It or Let It Go.
Oh, I've had these punk t-shirts forever. From back when I still had a mohawk. Back when I still had hair. I'd yell anarchy at strangers for fun. Now I apologize when my emails are too long. Is this me now? Am I a sellout?
With Storklinta 6-drawer dresser from IKEA, you can give your t-shirts the quality storage they deserve. So don't sell anything you love. Store it instead. Shop bedroom storage at ikea.us/bedroom storage. Dream the possibilities.
Hey everyone, Boomer here. If you love eating great food as much as I do, you have to listen up. The Chef IQ wireless thermometer and the mini oven are must-haves in your kitchen. The thermometer helps perfectly cook your chicken, fish, or meat, and the oven is an all-in-one hero that bakes, broils, air fries, toasts, and more. I've been telling you now for the last year about these great products and how they've changed my life, so now it's time to change yours. These are amazing products at amazing values. Go to chefiq.com and don't forget to use the code word Boomer to save big at checkout. That's code word Boomer at chefiq.com.
Welcome to Jake's 58 Casino Hotel, where excitement never stops. Unleash the fun with 2 floors of gaming action, featuring 1,000 cutting-edge video and electronic machines. Enjoy exceptional service at a prime location that places you right in the heart of Long Island's excitement. Stay and play in style with over 200 hotel rooms and treat yourself to a full range of dining options at Jake's 58 Casino Hotel.
If gambling is a problem for you or someone you care about, please call the 24-hour toll-free helpline at 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
This is Sal Licata. You definitely don't want your AC system to fail this summer. So call my friends at Edison Heating and Cooling, New Jersey's air conditioning experts. Have them check your cooling system now. I know Edison Heating and Cooling. They are the real deal. Go to EdisonHVAC.com.
There is something special about sharing a pint of Guinness as you cheer on your team, surrounded by your people. So raise your glass, say sláinte, and take that first sip. It's a lovely day for Guinness. Guinness Draft Stout, Diageo Beer Company, USA, New York, New York. Please drink responsibly.
Did you know about 1 in 3 people with plaque psoriasis may also develop psoriatic arthritis, which causes joint pain, stiffness, and swelling? Does this sound like you? Listen to what it sounds like to be a million miles away. Tremfya guselkumab, taken by injection, is a prescription medicine for adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis who may benefit from taking injections or pills or phototherapy, and for adults with active psoriatic arthritis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Imagine being a million miles away. Explore what's possible. Ask your doctor about Tremfya. Visit Tremfya.com or call 1-800-526-7736.
Start spreading the news. New York Yankees baseball is back in the Bronx. Come out to Yankee Stadium on Saturday, April 4th for a Yankee Stadium promotional giveaway tradition. Calendar night. The first 40,000 in attendance will receive a New York Yankees calendar courtesy of MasterCard. For tickets, log on to Yankees.com/tickets. Again, it's Yankees calendar night on Saturday, April 4th against the Miami Marlins. Visit Yankees.com/tickets today.
T-Mobile has an exclusive bundle for customers 55 and up.
I'm Sarah Bowl.
Yeah, I'm Frank Bowl.
A reliable network is key for us. And with T-Mobile, it's been wonderful. And going to the 55 plus plan saved us so much money.
A lot.
And that's important. Trying to keep costs down. The home internet's been perfect. It's fast, it's quick. The setup was so easy, it took less than 15 minutes.
It was like, ta-da! If you want simplicity, coverage, reliability, you want the whole package, T-Mobile has it. Right now, T-Mobile customers 55 and up can get 2 phone lines on America's best network, plus America's fastest 5G home internet for just $30 each.
$30 per month each line with autopay plus taxes and fees. Minimum age 55. Pricing for home internet rely on 2 lines of Essentials Choice 55. $35 connection charge per line required. Best mobile network and fastest 5G home internet based on analysis by Ookla of Speed Test Intelligence Data 2H 2025. All rights reserved.
Get connected with WFAN to talk about your favorite teams. The Fan on the Odyssey, iHeart, and TuneIn apps.
Now, a couple of things. All right, a couple of things. Number one, I'd like to promote everybody.
Yeah.
So Tommy had Jerry Seinfeld on the other day. Apparently, there was a story yesterday at Citi Field that someone was like having a heart attack in the seats during the game. Craig was tweeting about it this morning, and this guy like just casually saved him. So that guy's going to join Craig and Big Mac to tell the extensive story coming up at 2. So
the
that's
guy
definitely
who had the heart attack?
No, the guy who saved him.
Wow.
Yeah. So that'll be cool. That's coming up at 2. And speaking of our dear friends, Chris McMonagle has opined about today's lineup.
Suck it!
If you're just tuning in, the Yankees play at 4 o'clock, a game you'll hear right here on WFAN. And Sean Morash was not happy with the starting lineup because it features a few things. Not a fan of Trent Grisham is sitting. I'm not a fan of Ben Rice not sitting. Well, Big Mac has tweeted about it. So I'll read you the tweet. And then you tell me if he was critical of the lineup, because Sean accused our dear friend Big Mac of never being critical of a lineup at all this season. Because we were asking, do you think he's mad about today's lineup?
Chris McGonigal.
Here's what he writes. Tell me if this is critical or not. First lefty and no Rice. I don't love it. Ray is tough on lefties for sure, and we know how good Goldie was versus lefties last year. But Rice has earned run as an everyday hitter. Having said that, love the ability to attack left-handed pitching with this bench.
Yeah, that's not.
Yeah, he can't commit.
Yeah.
He can't just commit and go,
Suck it!
I don't like this lineup. Can't commit.
I mean,
That's sugar and spice.
What do you mean sugar and spice? What does that mean?
he's throwing some spice at him, like, Ben Rice deserves it, and then he throws him. But it's okay. I love Paulie Goldsmith.
Can we be honest amongst friends?
What? Sugar and spice.
I didn't think of that.
Even at his biggest ass-kissing of moments, Chris McMonagle doesn't include that last sentence in that tweet prior to having Aaron Boone's cell phone number.
Here's a call to the bullpen you can make. Ask for a salad.
Booney, I'll ask for macaroni salad anytime. Chris is afraid of the Booney text later. Chris, I thought we were friends. You didn't like the lineup? He doesn't want that. He doesn't want it.
Come on.
He's been bought and paid for. I'm sorry.
Oh, come on.
This is why I don't have Booney's number.
Yeah, that's the reason. Along with the fact he doesn't like you very much.
Yes, he does. First thing he did.
He asks about him, but I don't know if that's like. I mean, sometimes you ask about people you don't like.
It's like a frenemy.
Yeah. I think it's partial criticism. I think Tiki's right. It's the second day of the year, and sometimes early in the season, like I was thinking about this last night when I was breaking down the Met game extensively on the Rico Bronya, where you can download wherever you download your podcast. In May, I wouldn't like when he took out Freddie Peralta. I really wouldn't. Pitch count of 80, middle of the order, he's had success against. I would have pushed him, but it's also early in the season, and I think early in the season, we would, a lot of us, just give the manager a little bit extra wiggle room.
Right.
A little extra. So I mentioned it earlier. The Yankees are off on Sunday, which is stupid. And then they're off on Thursday. Like, they have an absurd amount of off days.
Right.
And so I think you can couch this by saying, look, he's trying to keep guys sharp.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, these guys aren't going to play for 2 weeks.
Well, it's the same thing with Fried. Right? That's why he took him out after 6 1/3.
Yeah, he'll probably do that in June, too.
Maybe, but, I mean, you understood it in game one.
Yeah.
Having a dominant quality start, it is what it is. You just, all right, you're good, man. No need to push this thing now. And you felt all right. He had a 7-0 lead. So
well, I think that had a lot to do with it.
100%.
When you have a big lead. Right. But I do think early in the season, there's a little bit more benefit of the doubt. Let's go to Andrew calling from Queens. Hey, Andrew. Andrew.
So, quickly, before I get into what I called about, the whole aspect of leaving the trash underneath your seat for stadiums, I don't feel bad when I do that. I'm not a pig about it and making a complete mess, but I do, I'll leave things under my seat because whenever you buy tickets, you do spend the service fee, and what includes in the service fee is maintenance of the ballpark and whatnot. So I'm sorry if I'm paying an extra $25 on a ticket I'm buying for $100. Yeah, that's part of my fee, so I don't feel so bad. But I'm not a slop. So with that said, for anyone that actually wants to do a legit 999 challenge, this only applies at Citi Field because they offer it. On the $5 Tuesdays, you can get 5 hot dogs, or you can get the hot dogs and beer for $5 a pop.
Solid
where
call.
You can get 12 ounces of beer and a full hot dog, and you can get it and do it all for $90. But that's only on Tuesday.
Solid.
That's
call,
not bad.
Andrew.
That's not bad.
That's the way you have to do it. Otherwise, you're breaking the bank a little bit.
Yeah, and that's only $30 more than they're already charging.
Yeah.
And remember, we talked about this at the top of the show. You can always rewind on the Odyssey app. The details of this Met Challenge is that the hot dogs are 3.5 inches, and basically they give you one giant can of beer and say split that over 9 innings.
Right.
Yeah. The $5 Tuesday is a great way to go.
Yeah. I mean, when I go get a tall boy, I finish that before the innings.
You're a man, though.
Yeah,
You're a freaking
I
man.
get it because I'm thirsty.
I know.
Thirsty.
We got to figure out that first game we're all going to go to because I thought tomorrow was all ready to go, and then everyone chickens out.
It's got to at least be 60, Evan.
Got to be 60.
At least 60.
I know. This is what sucks about the off day. I heard Boomer mentioning this morning, and it's so true.
Quit being a puss, Boomer Esiason.
Stop. I'm all good. I love Boomer. But Boomer was even saying, or maybe it was Jerry now that I think about it. Maybe it was Recco. I apologize. That here we have another beautiful day, and there's no baseball,
no game.
so we can have an off day for tomorrow where the high's going to be 40.
Right. And it's a Friday, and it's like everybody's ready for baseball.
Well, what I would ask is, because here's my open question to it. Let's say you're a Met fan who bought tickets for Saturday's game, and we now have the forecast, we have the information, and the Mets go to you and say, look, we're moving Saturday to Friday. We're going to do it. If you still want to go, great. This is the giveaway. Everybody's happy. If you cannot go, we will give you not a full rebate. We'll give you credit to a future Met game.
They can't do that because they risk not having a full house. Tickets are sold, so that is what it is. But it's just going to look empty on a Friday.
But don't you think people would decide to go? Oh, I guess they're already sold because people haven't told them if they're going to the game or not.
Yeah.
So those tickets are like kind of they're frozen.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. I'm just thinking out loud.
It would become a logistical headache.
No, I think you're right. I'm just thinking out loud because sometimes you look at like the world and you say, boy, this sucks. Like if the Mets were playing tonight at Citi Field, it'd be awesome. It's a beautiful night. It's gorgeous.
Right.
And tomorrow the weather is ass.
Yeah, what you're saying is there's an easy way to fix this. It's just not easy to fix it.
Correct.
Now, here's an easy way. Let somebody else sign Soto. You build a dome.
Okay. You're always going to bring it back to that.
It's true. We shouldn't be in this world in 2026. We should have retractable roofs.
Sean is referring to a question that I asked about a year and a half ago, and I think it's his favorite question I ever asked.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of Boomer, I remember he was fascinated with it too. And that was, if I gave you a choice, the Mets are building a dome. They're paying $750 million. The dome is coming. Or you get Juan Soto, but you can't have both. What do you pick? And a lot of Met fans right now are like, Soto. But eventually, especially on colder, rainy days or when Juan Soto's gone, it's like the dome.
Yeah, but knowing what you know now.
You love that question.
Of course. And I love it even more now. It's more relevant now. Because a year later, you could ask yourself, would you rather the dome and Pete Alonso or no Pete Alonso, no dome and Juan Soto?
Why are we incorporating that guy in?
Because you didn't bring back Pete. Now you spent the money on Soto. You did all that. Now it was a little cheaper. You could have Pete in the dome.
You just convoluted the whole question.
No, I didn't.
Yeah. Now I'm confused.
Yeah,
now
confused.
people are confused.
Yeah.
It was Soto or dome. Soto cost so much you
I know,
the
but
dome.
now you're
not
making it-
spending on Pete because of Soto.
But you're making it like this weird trade now. Went from Soto versus Dome to Soto, Dome, Alonso. It's like, where did he come in?
Because that's what would have happened. You would have had Pete because you wouldn't have already spent on Soto. It would have been
Sean-
the dome, and you would have been, all right, now we got to spend on some player.
None of this would have happened. It's a fictitious question I've been screwing around with for a year and a half.
All right, so I'm asking you, would you rather Pete in a dome or no dome and Soto?
What was my answer a year and a half ago? You guys remember what I said?
I think you said dome.
Did I say Dome? Probably. I probably
I'm trying to remember
I'll tell
now.
you why I probably said Dome, because I remember the arguments I had with Joe back in the day about the DH when he would say, the DH would benefit us. And I'm like, that's temporary. Like, you don't know if it's going to benefit us 2 years from now when Daniel Vogelbach is the DH. Like, pick what you want. Like, if you want the DH, I respect that, but don't do it based on, like, the current state of the roster. And obviously, that's how I feel about that. So it would be the same thing with Soto and a Dome. Do you really want a dome, Evan? Do you really want a dome, Sean? Do you really want a dome? Then forget the player, even though it's 15 years, forget the player, because other players will come. There'll be other people.
Yeah.
So I probably said dome.
Yeah, I'd want the dome.
You're not a Met fan. You're not a part of this.
I'd give you Judge for the dome.
Jeez, that's serious stuff. Can you put that out as a poll? You know what? Wait until there's a bad weather day at Yankee Stadium.
Okay.
Today's not the day. Like opening day, if it's 45 and raining, put that poll out there.
Yeah,
I
wait,
give you a
wait till
choice.
there's an emotional reaction.
Correct. Because
pending.
today's, in fact, I wouldn't do it either. Like, there needs to be the day where Yankee fans and Met fans, whoever we're doing it to, are like so miserable being in cold, rainy weather, and they're at the game and they're whining about it, and they're saying, I wish I had a dome. Then you ask the question. Pat in Morristown. Hey, Pat.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
All's good.
What's up?
I'm a Yankee fan, but I went to my first Mets opening day yesterday.
Nice.
And, gotta tell you, the place was electric. It was a good time. One question. The 7 train, is it always that brutal? I mean, it took way too long to get to the stadium. It was so packed. Is it always like that?
So my answer to that is, I can't say it's always like that. I do not prefer the 7 train versus the LIRR, but it costs more money to take the LIRR, and obviously you need to be at Penn Station if you're going to take it. Like, so it's circumstances that make it preferable, but I find the 7 train to be incredibly unreliable. And I say this as somebody that used to take the 7 train every single day to get to work. I used to live in Long Island City, Queens, and I would take the 7 train, only a couple of stops, but a couple of stops into the city. I'd go to Times Square, get on the 1-2, I'd come down to work.
Right.
So I have experience with the train. Obviously, also going to Met games. I do find it to be very unreliable. There's a lot of track work that they've been doing, which cuts off stops. So, yeah, I think it's unreliable. I'm just being blunt with you. So if you have another way, but it has to be mass transit, I'm a big LIRR guy, right, Sean?
Yes. Oh, you just don't like standing on the LIRR, but the LIRR will get you there.
Yeah, but
no
you're
doubt.
going to stand on the 7 too. Forget about standing or sitting. Like,
I'm with you. Long Island Railroad, they're going to guarantee those trains get there.
And
in and out.
it's 18 minutes.
And that's it. It's quick.
It's very quick.
Evan left here 15 minutes before basically supposed to be first pitch. He was in his seat before the end of the first inning.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, but that's only because Skeens got beat around. But but you're right.
Right. But still, the point is he got there quickly.
100%. I thought you weren't getting there till 2 o'clock or later.
I
Like,
gotta figure it out.
you got off the train at 138 or something?
It was a
139?
118 train, so it left. I was going to say took off. It left like a few minutes before first pitch because I think first pitch was 122. And I pulled into Mets Willets Point at 138. Now, the problem is it is a long walk. Like the 7 train
Did they
walk.
fix that boardwalk?
Not really. No. That thing's going to collapse someday. And I don't say that smiling. That's a dangerous thing. I think the city needs to try to spruce it up.
Especially when you're walking with your kids.
I know.
And a backpack.
And a rolling bag. A rolling bag.
And no wallet.
And no wallet. Little did I know. Well, I hope everybody enjoyed their week. This week is not over here at WFAN. The Carton Show is coming up next with Craig and Big Mac. They'll lead you right into the Yankee game as they're going to play a 4 o'clock game against the Giants. We'll be back Monday at 10 a.m. I got a lot of Ricos this weekend, so if you want Met Talk, download the Rico Brone wherever you download your podcast.
And I'll see you tomorrow morning.
Who's
5 to 9 a.m.
Where's Joe?
I don't know. Joe's off. I'm here.
I felt violated.
I'll be on, showing you what the old WFAN sounded like.
All right. I'll miss Joe. Anyhow, we'll talk to you Monday.
This Odyssey Sports Minute is brought to you by Monmouth University. Bigger thinking, more inspired, you amplified.
This is an Odyssey Sports Minute.
Did Paul Skeens prove that